Wait, no! I want to watch it! She's a traitor! Do we say hi? Hello, YouTube! Okay, so, for a little context, like I said earlier, I have watched Parkour Civilization. I watched Parkour Civilization. I didn't know there was a PvP one until like relatively recently when someone mentioned it to me, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I should watch it. So yeah, something I will say, since I am a writer, I can be a little bit critical of the story. So if I do get critical, please don't kill me. If I do get critical about the story, please don't kill me. I don't mean it by anything bad. I just think a lot about story structure and stuff like that. All right, are we ready? Everybody have popcorn? Settle in? Yeah? All right, let's go.
Time for my daily PvP check. Let's just get this over with.
You know how it goes. You owe me 1 PvP attack.
Here in PvP Civilization, your entire life is measured by the amount of hits you have left with your sword. If your sword breaks, well, it's game over.
Don't think I forgot. You weren't in your room yesterday. You still owe me 1 more PvP attack.
Bro, come on. Are you serious? I can't afford that.
But what do they get
I only have 3
based on
attacks
that?
left with my sword. If I give you one, I won't even be able to close my door tonight.
Not my problem. You should have upgraded to a stone sword when you had the chance.
The
Wait.
PvP guard was right. I had a chance for a longer life, and I
Can I
wasted it.
ask this really
All right.
quickly? Does it take hits? Does it take hits in Minecraft to close doors? I thought it didn't. I thought it's like a shift click. Not shift click. I thought it's like a... If it's a right click, does it take durability to close doors? No, it's right click. So it shouldn't take a
You're
durability
good.
to close
I would
doors.
say see you tomorrow, but
Is that a
I doubt
universe
you'll be
thing?
around. Good luck.
Like I said, the amount of PvP attacks you have is your life. And that also means I only have 2 swings left of my sword before my life in PvP Civilization is over. But that's how PvP Civilization works. If you upgrade your sword, you can live a longer
It's
life.
lore, I see,
Rumor has
I
it that
see.
people with stone swords live twice as long as the wooden swords. I can't even begin to imagine
Dude,
if
when
my
I play
life was
Minecraft, I
over
don't even make a
100
wooden
attacks
sword.
long. But unfortunately, that will always be a dream because I'll never be able to get a stone sword. There was a time when I actually thought I could get a stone sword. That's pretty much what everyone thinks when they're at the wood sword
does?
level. This massive
Fair.
wall in front of me is called the Red Gate. This gate is what's stopping me and all the other wooden swords from getting a better
Whoa.
life. Truth
Wait,
be told,
structure
I haven't
upgrade?
seen anyone get past the Red Gate. It's every
Why?
wooden sword's goal to get past the Red Gate because that's how you get
Good
your
follow.
stone sword. Opening the door is expensive. It costs 3 PvP attacks alone just to get through the gate. And that's
Yeah, this
the
is like
easy
what in
part
the
about
Maze
upgrading
Runner.
your sword. The hard part is the PvP battles. In order to actually get through the gate, a
Yeah,
wooden
exactly.
sword needs
First
to
name,
win
best you can,
3
last name for
PvP
realsies.
battles. And that's why getting a stone sword is nearly impossible, because people barely fight in PvP Civilization, at least not at the wood sword level. Picking a fight
for a
is
thing
too
called
risky.
PvP
The more you
Civilization,
use your
it's
sword,
crazy.
the shorter
Different-
your
nope.
life gets. And that's not including the fact that you could die from the battle itself. It's only when
Dude,
people
I'm, like,
are
so bad at
desperate,
PvP.
that's when they fight each other, because that's the only way to
I am
increase
so
your
incredibly
lifespan
bad at
in
PvP in Minecraft.
Civilization. Defeating a player in battle causes them to drop their sword, and the winner gets the amount of hits they had left in their life. Other than upgrading to a stone sword,
Oh,
that's the
so it's
only
like they
way to make sure
absorb
you
the
live
life-
a
I
longer
see.
life in PvP Civilization. Unfortunately for me, neither one of those is an option now. All I can do now is save my 2 sword swings and wait for a miracle.
Hey,
So it's
kid,
Highlander. I haven't
I'm
seen
selecting
Highlander,
you
but
to
I think
battle in
I
the
know what you
1v1
mean.
arena tomorrow. Be ready to fight.
Whoa, what? You're selecting me for the 1v1? I can't do a 1v1.
The
I
1v1?
have 2 hits left with my sword. I can't win a fight in 2 hits.
Well, that's why I'm picking you, buddy. You should be thanking me for ending your suffering.
Ah, this is just great. Well, I can no longer wait for a miracle. This is my last day of PvP Civilization. Even if I had enough durability with my sword to
Number
win a
of
battle,
wins,
I've
0.
never won a
What an
battle
L.
before. In fact, I've never even fought anyone in PvP Civilization. So, I think it's safe to say that tomorrow
That's a really
my life is
strange
over.
thing to be called
Everyone
PvP
in
Civilization,
PvP
then.
Civilization always keeps their door shut. The reason for that is that people could catch you off guard during the middle of the night. The problem
Oh.
I have now is that it costs 1 attack to open and close your door. And given that I have 2 attacks left, I cannot close my door or else I'll die. So I think it's safe to say I will have a hard time sleeping tonight. I actually can't even use my bed at all. You have to pay to use your bed in PvP Civilization.
What?
Which I cannot afford to.
That's crazy!
This is how my life is gonna end.
Paying to
I
use your
couldn't
bed
even
is
manage
insane.
to get myself a stone sword. And now I'll never be able to figure out what
Dude, this
life
guy
is
lives
like
in a
beyond that wall.
dystopia.
To my surprise, I woke up the
Holy
next
moly,
day
indeed.
still alive. I thought for sure someone would come into my room in the middle of the night and eliminate me, but I was wrong. Unfortunately, my fate remains the same. The PvP guard was waiting for me to escort me to the 1v1 arena. There was no point
How did
in
the guards,
stalling.
like, survive
This was
then?
the end.
Wow. I'm honestly surprised you're still alive. All right, follow me.
I followed the PvP guard as he led me to the 1v1 sector. I took one last look at the red gate, knowing I'll never figure out what's behind that wall. That is an
Is it called the red gate because it's red, or is there another meaning behind it? You guys think that like further up it goes, it becomes like the iron gate and then like the gold gate or
unless
something like
I
that?
somehow win this 1v1. To
That
be
red
honest,
place was
I
sword.
don't think anyone in
I
history
see.
has won a 1v1 with 2 hits of a sword. Even if that was possible, I
Could be.
haven't even hit anyone with a sword before, so I don't think that's gonna be me. This was my first time in the 1v1 sector. All I know about this place is that 2 people go in and 1 person comes out.
Just wanted to let you know that
2
I picked
bots
an opponent
enter,
with full health
1
for you.
bot
I didn't want to
leaves.
make you think you had a chance.
Oh, okay. I guess that's very generous of you. Thanks for letting me know. The whole point of mandatory 1v1s is to get rid of the players in PvP Civilization that don't
Oh, so
fight.
it's a culling.
I guess it's a way to separate the strong and the weak.
It's a
And,
culling,
well, I
basically.
am definitely a part of the weak.
This is such
I
a, like,
made
a
it to the
teenage
top of the
dystopian
1v1
story.
arena, and the door closed behind me. There was no escape from this place. The only way I could leave is by winning the 1v1. Whoever made this place made sure that a jump from this height
yeah,
couldn't
like,
be survived.
kind of.
But as I was looking over the edge, I heard a door close behind me, and I turned around to see my opponent staring face to face with me. Ah, this is
Dude,
gonna
he
be
looks
quick.
scary, bro.
Hey,
Really.
man, so look, the guard told me you're at full health. I'm also at full health, so I know this is gonna
He's
be a tough battle
lying.
for both of us. And you know, with me being super experienced at PvP, if you want to surrender, I'm okay with it. Whoa. Okay, wait, just wait.
He looks
wait,
like
just
a
wait.
battle-
Look,
battle-
I have a wife,
battle-worn
and
veteran.
I have a kid back home. Okay. I have 2 kids. 2 kids back home.
Stop this right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. I don't have a wife or I don't have kids. I'm just panicking.
Tell me, why is it you think we are here? Am I correct in assuming you also have no memory of before PvP civilization?
Yeah, that's true. I don't know how we got
Is this
here,
gonna be
but
like
does it really
parkour,
matter? I mean,
where it
this
was
is
like
the
someone
life
wiped
that
their
was given to
memory?
us. Why are you asking me that?
Because none of this makes any sense. Fighting with no purpose, being told that our
that
swords
his
are
voice,
our
or is that someone
entire
else?
lives.
But our swords are our entire lives. If they break, our lives are over.
No, I don't think that's ever been true.
In that moment, my opponent violated
dropped
the
his
one rule of
sword!
PvP civilization and dropped his sword.
We don't have to fight. We can live without PvP.
But just as those words were spoken, my opponent served as an example of why you never drop
yeah,
your
it sounds
sword
like
in
his is the voice
PvP
changer, but oh my god, he
civilization.
died!
Okay, what just happened? I walked over to the floating sword sitting on the ground. And
Wait, why the
after
fuck he
standing by it for a
died?
couple of seconds, the sword merged into my own and the doors to the 1v1 arena opened again. I won the 1v1.
You
But
didn't
that's
even
when
1v1
I looked
the
down
dude!
at my sword and saw that my life was now 39 attacks long. That guy had almost a full durability wooden sword? Why would he just drop this? I mean, with 39 attacks, I could do anything. Maybe my
Okay, that
dream
barely
wasn't gone
extends
after
your
all.
life.
Maybe I actually could become a stone sword. Despite winning the 1v1, I wasn't safe yet. I was still at half a heart, and PvP
One by
civilization
two.
is a dangerous place. I was gonna need to fix this problem soon.
Wait, what? How are you still alive?
Even the
It was
guard doesn't
physically
believe it.
impossible for you to win.
Yeah, well, I used my 2 hits pretty wisely, I guess, but honestly, thank you for
Oh, 'cause
sending
if
me
the
in
sword
there. My life
breaks-
is so much longer. You kind of saved my life.
Well, that's just fantastic. I
If
had
the
a bet
sword
with
breaks, he
5
dies
PvP
too, I
attacks with
assume.
one of the other guards that you would lose. So, thanks for that.
Oh, sorry, man. Wait, you bet with the other PvP guards that I'd die? What is wrong with you?
Just be grateful you're alive, kid. Like you said, I practically saved your life, remember?
Okay, so PvP civilization is much worse than I thought it was.
All right, well, I guess enjoy your longer life for now. I'll be here tomorrow.
The guard brought me back to my home.
But that, like,
a place
barely
just
extends
a
it,
few
though,
moments
no?
ago, I thought I would never
That
see
barely
again.
extends it
I
by,
left
like,
this
what?
place with 2 PvP attacks.
39
That's
days? 'Cause
all
you have
I
to pay for
I mean,
one.
I didn't even have enough attacks to close my own door. And now, well, I can afford to close my door a lot of times.
Yeah,
Which
but
is
why
good,
would you
because
do
if
that?
someone in PvP civilization wants to fight me, let's just say I'm not gonna last a long time with half a heart. For now, keeping
Oh,
my door
right, 'cause he's
shut
low on
and
health.
staying locked inside my room sounds terrific. I don't even know what I should do now. I mean, a few
What
minutes
is that
ago, I
thing?
had quite literally a 0%
What is that
chance of
thing?
survival. And now I'm practically rich in PvP civilization.
That's
All
his
right,
video
time
journal.
to log all of this in my video journal machine.
What does he have a video
Hi
journal
everyone.
machine?
This is day something of being in PvP civilization, and let's just say my
He's
life has
vlogging!
had some crazy
He's
changes.
vlogging!
To start, I got my first win in PvP.
Okay, that does not count as a
civilization.
win. You
I
didn't even
never
hit
thought
him.
I would see a number that wasn't a 0 next to my name. Granted, it wasn't actually a win. My opponent dropped his sword and said some ominous things before sacrificing himself. But
Glad he admits
I
it.
mean, a win's a win if you ask me. I don't make the rules of PvP. So now I have 39 hits with my sword, which is insane, and I
Not a
can't
lot.
help thinking that maybe this could be my
Wait, let me
chance
do
to
the math really quickly. So if he has to pay the guard once per day. That's 39. But then if he wants to close his door on top of that, that like drops it down to like what? Like 18 days? 18 days maybe? Or does he have to pay again to open his door? Does he have to pay again to open his door, or does he have to pay once? Because then that's like 3. That's barely like what, 13 days? Jesus.
finally rank up to a stone sword to find out what life is like behind that wall. All right, I'm probably gonna sign off there.
Hi, Sippy!
Oftentimes, I wonder if talking to this machine is even worth it, but no one has friends in PvP civilization.
Okay, yeah.
That's all I
That's
got.
assuming he doesn't
Now,
sleep,
I
too.
gotta
That's
focus
right.
on the important thing, and that's staying alive. If I actually have a chance at getting a stone sword, I'm not gonna be able to do it at half a heart, which means I can't hide behind my
You're
door
doing well.
anymore. I have to go get food if I want to live. Oh no, that's not good. Right when I opened my door, I noticed that the person living across from me had their door open. Whoever lives there wasn't hiding in their room anymore. This could only mean one of two things. One, they were going to the PvP marketplace, or two, they're
There's a
looking for
marketplace
fight.
in this
Honestly,
place?
they could be doing a bit of both. A lot of fights take place in the PvP marketplace, which is why getting
Let me guess,
food
is it the
is
same
one
in
of the
parkour
most
where you pay in
dangerous things
PvP
to do
hits?
in PvP civilization. But at this point, I'm left with no options. I need food. I might have extended my lifespan by getting more sword durability, but that doesn't mean I can't die by starvation. I made my way over to where the PvP marketplace
bigger
gate
problems
was.
than that,
Given
too.
that I didn't see anyone on the way over here,
No one
it's
has friends
very
in
likely
PvP.
that someone is inside the PvP marketplace right now. Maybe I'm leading myself into a trap, but that's a risk
Dude,
I'm
this is
gonna
like
have
such
to
a
take.
Maze
I
Runner
paid
looking-
one attack
looking
to open the
building.
gate, and I was now in the PvP marketplace. This is where every player in PvP
What the-
civilization buys anything they want or anything they need. Players only usually come here when they're
Well,
desperate.
you need
which
to
is
pay
why
for
so
everything,
many
yeah.
fights take
To be fair,
place
that's
here.
real
The
life too,
dangerous
kind
part
of.
about the PvP marketplace is that there are a lot of places to hide. Someone could be hiding around a corner for hours, waiting to strike at any moment. And if you aren't careful, your life in PvP civilization could be over in an instant, which is why I'm taking the parkour route instead
I
of
do
the
really
ladders
like how
today.
he, like,
I have
narrates
one goal,
this.
and that's to
Because
get food and
he
get out
takes
without
himself
being
very
spotted.
seriously when
I
he
took a big
narrates it.
risk going up the parkour way, and
One thing I will say about Evbo is that when I watched his parkour civilization video, it like if you really put into context, it sounds so dumb. But the way that he narrates it, he takes it very seriously. So we as the audience are also compelled to take it more seriously, right? But it's just like when you think about it a little more, it just sounds so stupid. But it's so creative too. I like it. That's the reason why I'm watching this. I do really like it. I think it's a very creative interpretation of a civilization,
it is
especially in Minecraft.
impossible. Oh, I can't make this jump without sprint. Maybe if I was a parkour god, I might be able to, but
Yeah?
I'm not.
Yeah?
Time to find a new way. But right as I went down to find a new way, I saw another player. My suspicions were confirmed, and I was not alone in the PvP marketplace. The only advantage I have is that
people
I
just, like,
saw
sit
them
in their
before
rooms all
they
day
saw
in this
me.
world?
So I still might be able to make
Very
this
true.
work.
Yeah.
If that player is still up there, I should be able to take the ladder on the backside of the marketplace without being noticed. The best part about going up this way is that it gets me extremely close to buying the raw chicken or raw pork chop. I got to the top of the ladder.
Yeah, did you jump for the
expecting an
beef?
ambush, but I was still in the clear. The good news is that I still had eyes on the player, and I was right in front of the shops where I could get food. If I played this right, I could get the food and get out without being spotted. I quietly climbed up the ladder and took cover behind one of the shops before I
Why
was
would you
seen.
eat the raw
Okay,
chicken?
step one done.
Is
Now
there not,
I just
like,
need to
cooked
buy
chicken?
some food. I could either get raw
Yeah.
chicken that costs 1 attack, or I could go behind me and get the raw pork chop that costs 2 attacks. Wait, Bro, what? The pork chop's kind of a scam. I'm just
Why
gonna
would
buy
you
a lot
only
of
get the
chicken.
raw?
I swung at the armor stand one time and I got 1 piece of chicken. Okay, that's one.
you not
Let's
cook
see if
it?
she sees me. No, okay, she sees me. I
yeah,
am
obviously.
So dead. What do I do? What do I do? I have nowhere to go. I'm so done for.
Just so you know, I spotted you right as you walked in, if that makes you feel any better.
Well, don't get any closer, okay?
It's a
I've won
girl.
a lot of PvP battles in my life,
A
so I
simple
wouldn't
winner would
try
just camp
anything.
these air.
Relax.
That's true.
I already have 3 wins, and I'm getting my stone sword tomorrow. I don't need to fight you.
Wait, what? She didn't try attacking me. Let's go. I'm still alive.
A
That
smart
was now
player
the
would just
second
sit in
time
the
where I thought for
marketplace
sure my
and,
journey
like,
in
camp
PvP
the machines
civilization would
probably,
be
yeah.
over. But it's far from over. I got 5 pieces of chicken now, and I still have 31 hits left with my sword. And that's all because that woman decided not to attack me. In all my time in PvP
said
civilization,
you had 3
I've
kills
never met
already?
someone who didn't try to attack me. Actually,
Well, you
I
can't
take
arrow
that back.
people.
There was
You
the
can't
guy
arrow
from the
people 'cause
1v1
they're all
arena
sword.
that
You have to
didn't wanna
PvP
fight
sword
me.
people,
That
right?
was also the guy that said we could live without PvP. But this woman is different. I think the other guy was crazy. I mean, why would he drop
So you
his
have
sword?
to, like,
I mean,
hand-to-hand
even though
combat
no
them,
one here
basically.
seems to know a thing about where we are and why we're here. Everyone understands that PvP is your
Can you, like,
life.
swap to
I
other
remember my
weapons?
first day here, and that's
I wonder
when
if they get their
realized you
hands on,
had
like, a
to
bow or
PvP
like
to
a
survive. My first day,
I don't know,
woke
like an
up
axe or
inside
something
of a
like that.
room,
Can they,
much
like,
smaller
use
than
that
the one I
instead?
have now, but we'll get to that later. I had no memory of anything before. All I knew was my name, and all I had on me was this wooden sword. But little did I know was that this sword determined my entire life in this civilization. I walked over to the wall to see a sign next to the picture of my face.
I would guess so,
It
'cause it's not
said that
PvP.
the
Yeah, that's what
number
I'm
of
thinking,
wins I
too.
had was 0. And honestly, that number did not change for a while. I mean, it literally changed today. After
Yeah,
being
it
stuck
did.
behind my door for a while, it didn't take long to figure out that
This is a
PvP
poorly
meant
placed
everything
flashback. A little
in this
bit.
place. PvP was used to open doors, to close doors, and to keep you alive. Obviously, I did not know that back then, so I wasted
would've
a lot
put
of
this
points
flashback
just
right when he
opening and
returned
closing my
home.
door. So after I was done, probably making
know what
my
I
life
mean?
a few days shorter, I decided to explore the place that I found myself in. And let's
these
just
all
say,
apartment
I
buildings?
really wish someone would have told
That's
me
really
that my sword
dystopian.
durability was my lifespan before finding out about the PvP marketplace. This place single-handedly made my life very, very short. I walked around
you
the
mean?
PvP marketplace
What,
and
did
I
you get into a
stumbled
fight with
upon the
someone?
realization that PvP was not only used to close and open doors. You could use PvP to buy
Oh, you
items.
can buy a
PvP was like a
furnace.
currency in here. So, with that being said, I bought a furnace for 2 attacks. Yep, without having any food. I also
Why don't you
bought a
cook-
chest for 2 attacks without having any items to put in it. And one might think I would have bought raw chicken or raw pork chop when
yeah,
I saw
obviously.
it, given that I was buying everything I could see. But no, for some reason, I decided not to get any food, and instead, I bought a journal machine for 3 attacks. Obviously, looking back, it was not a very smart decision.
Oh,
and
is that
I
where you got
honestly
the
don't
video?
even know why they sell these things. I
Oh.
bought 1 piece of coal, because why not? And that's when I saw the large house. And I think anyone can assume what I did when I was faced with such a large
Oh.
purchase. So, yep, it is pretty safe
But
to
his
say
house
that the
doesn't look any
PvP
bigger.
marketplace kind of ruined
His
my
house
life.
doesn't look like
But it's
any
okay
bigger.
Because we're back on track, and this time I actually learned to spend my swings on food and not physical items that serve no
He has a
purpose at
furnace
all.
and coal,
I made
so
my
he
way
could totally
back
just
up
cook
to my
it.
house, and I realized that the woman from the PvP marketplace made it back to her room as well. She said that
Oh.
tomorrow she's getting her stone sword, which means
Wait, are they?
if
How did
she's
he know they were neighbors? She could have lived anywhere in the
gonna rank up,
complex. No.
she already has 3 victories. I started cooking my food and I loaded up the video journal
Good.
machine to talk to, well, myself. Alright, so crazy update in PvP Civilization. I met this girl in the PvP marketplace, and
met this girl.
I think she might like me. I mean, she made eye contact with me for like at least 2 seconds. But anyways, I figured out
That
that,
is
she
not
has
how that works,
3
guys.
wins in PvP
Guys, hi, Red.
Civilization, which means
That is not
she
how that
knows
works.
how to fight. So, that being said, I have a plan, and it might help me get a stone sword. So, after I eat all of this cooked chicken and get some more health, so I won't
That's
die in
crazy.
one
Yeah,
hit,
average
I
Minecraft
am
player.
gonna try to talk
Most
to her and see if
average
she can help
Minecraft
me
player.
rank up. So, if anyone's watching these video journals, which I guess
that
no
is
one
not how
will,
that works.
Wish me luck.
As a
Alright,
girl,
well,
no.
If this works, I might be able to figure out how to get 3 wins.
Something like that. No.
Hello, this is the guy from the PvP marketplace. We met a few minutes ago. Pretty good looking.
Yes? What do you want?
Wait, she
Breathe
didn't say I
same
wasn't
air,
good
surely
looking.
she's
Okay,
into me.
stop. I gotta focus. Look, I was just thinking maybe you could try teaching me how to rank up to become a stone sword.
Are you
And
not scared she's
why
gonna
should I
kill
help
you?
with that?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I just figured that Since you were one of the only people to not attack me in this place, maybe you were different from the
There
others.
have not
Maybe
been
you
any
could
other people
actually help
besides
me.
you in this place so
kid,
far.
don't you know by now you're not supposed to trust anyone in PvP Civilization? And that includes me.
Look, I know we're not supposed to trust anyone in PvP Civilization, but honestly, it's a risk that I'm willing to take. As a wooden sword, we can only live for 59 days, and getting a better sword is the only way to live a longer life. I just want to
This
be
place
able
is
to
very
experience
deserted.
that one day. At that moment, I
Yeah,
heard the
Mayor
swing of the
Icon is
sword, and I
basically a
turned
date.
around to see that the woman's door was open.
Fine.
The guide and
I'll
the
teach you
guard
how to
and the
win
weird
battles.
sword guy.
Let's
Yeah,
just
but
make
other
this
than
quick.
that, there
Thank
haven't been
you,
anyone
let's
living
go.
in
Wait,
the building.
Does this count as a first date?
No,
Please
it
never say
doesn't.
that again.
Sorry, I couldn't believe this was happening. I was getting PvP advice from someone who has defeated 3 players in PvP Civilization. Hey, where's your armor stand for your bed? Why do I have to pay to sleep? All right, whatever. I'm ready for my PvP lesson. So, is this gonna make me a PvP
You
master?
don't have to pay to
Tell me,
sleep.
what do you know about PvP Civilization?
Well, we have to PvP to survive, can't run out of sword swings, and no one knows how we got here. That's pretty much it.
Exactly. So let me make this clear. The only thing I care about is staying alive long enough to figure out what this place is. So
Oh,
that
she's one
means
of
if you
those
try something,
characters!
I won't hesitate to take you out.
Oh,
She's one of
well,
those
thanks,
characters.
I guess.
She's gonna have a
Alright,
soft
by
side
the
later
looks of
on.
you, I'm guessing you've never damaged another player before, so try swinging at me.
Wait, what? I'm not gonna swing my sword at you. I only have 30 attacks left. I don't want to waste one.
Damn, that was
Plus, you know,
quick.
obviously, you could die.
You have all the attacks you need to rank up.
I'm really
Plus,
bothered
you
how you
can
call it.
defeat
Well,
me
it's
if you tried.
hits.
Now
It's more like
swing.
hits.
Okay, if you say so.
Okay, that was fine. Now let me teach you a critical hit. Try jumping, and on the way down, swing your sword. It'll do
I
much
wish I
more
was good at
damage.
this.
Wait. You're telling me you can jump and swing your sword at the same time?
I can't even believe you just said that. Yes, you can jump and swing your sword at the same time.
This is like when they
Now,
were like, "Oh my
let's
god,
go.
a 2-block
Try a critical
jump
hit.
in parkour
Okay,
civilization."
So I just jump and swing at the same time. Let's go. All right, I think I got it.
I didn't say jump in place. Try it against me.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Right, of course. I don't know why I did that. I tried jumping and swinging my sword, and just like she said, I landed a critical hit.
There. Now you know something. Pretty
she not
much
wasting
no one
her
with
own
a wooden
resources
sword
by
knows
doing
how to
this?
do one. So winning battles should be easy. Now, I need to get ready. I'm leaving tomorrow and ranking up. So that means get out of my house or else I might change my mind about fighting you.
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, thank you, and good luck. This was
Did she
crazy.
also pay
I
for the
learned
bigger
how to
house
critical
then?
hit. With this skill, I actually can win PvP battles now. I could actually get
This
a
looks like a
stone sword.
prison.
For the first time in my life, I felt like I had a future in PvP Civilization. I
This
woke
place
up
looks
the
like a
next day
prison.
excited for the day ahead. I had plenty of sword swings and didn't have to worry about the daily PvP check. As long as I used my PvP attacks wisely, I could get past the daily PvP checks and keep my door closed for a good 2 weeks
kill
or
the
so.
guard.
And let's just say I had enough
kill the
swings
guard at
to
this
pay
rate.
for some extra information, if you will. And by that,
This
I
is what
mean
I-
bribing
oh,
a
is
PvP
it?
guard with an extra PvP
What a
attack.
utopia.
Oh, okay. So you want a little inside information now. I might be able to help with that. Just make it quick.
Okay, so here's the deal.
That felt like some like BDSM shit, I'm not gonna lie. Where he was like, "Oh, that's nice. I'm gonna tell you now. An extra lash and I'll give you like insider info." This is what some billionaire does in some dominatrix den, probably. Yeah, exactly. Some billionaire does this in some dominatrix den. She like gives him an extra whip and he's like, "I'll tell you about the secrets of the world." You know what I mean? She gives him an extra whip, and he's just like, "Oh, all right, I'll tell you about what's going on in the higher up world, man."
PvP guards know a lot, right? And there's this woman who's about to rank up to become a stone sword, and I was wondering if you could give me her phone number.
All right, buddy. Why would you
Okay,
even ask
man.
that? No one in here even owns a phone. So what good would a phone number do?
Shoot. Yeah,
Why would
I
you know
guess
what a
that
phone
doesn't
is,
really
then?
make sense when you say it out loud. I don't know. I just thought that was kind of a thing that people say, you know?
But what I can tell you is that I think one of the players is going to try to sneak attack her when she tries ranking up to a stone sword. Not sure if that information is of any value to you, but that's all I got.
How do you know that?
Hey, that is actually some crazy news. So do I warn her about this now? Or Should I? Wait. I have an idea. If that player is actually going to try to ambush her when
No
she tries
memories life
ranking
in
up,
Minecraft.
I
Yeah,
could
exactly.
pull a sneak attack of my own and possibly get my second win. Okay, the plan is
And
simple,
rescue
but I'm
her.
still very,
You wanna
very
get on her
scared.
good
All I
side.
have to do is close my door and wait till I hear people coming down the ladder. Well, I really hope this works. I waited for about an hour until I heard the sounds of someone going down the ladder. The attack was happening now, and it was time to launch my plan. If I fail, the only friend I've made in PvP Civilization
even a
might
friend.
be gone. So I can't do that. I saw the player at the bottom of the ladder, and both players were running towards the red gate. At this rate, the woman wouldn't make it through in time. I had to get down there now. I didn't have time
Go,
to
go,
think
go.
about the fact that this was the first
Sweep in like a
PvP battle
hero.
I've ever engaged in. I snuck up behind the player and I swung my sword. What the? How did you just do that? That did so much damage. Let's just say it's called a serious hit. Wait, serious hit? No, that doesn't sound
Critical
right.
hit.
What was it called again? Serious hit, important hit.
A critical hit.
Ah, critical hit. I knew I messed it up. I don't care. I got my second win in PvP Civilization. And
That was 2
I can live
hits.
for a little longer now.
It takes
I just
longer than
realized
2
that
hits to
I
kill
only need
someone.
one more win and I could be going through this gate one day too. The woman swung her sword for the 3rd time and went through the gate. Wait. I just wanted to say thank you.
Don't mention it. Maybe you do have what it takes to get here one day.
And in that moment, the gate closed, and that
can't be
woman
that
now
hard to
knows
kill
what
3
it's like
people,
on the
though.
other side of the
Is
red
it?
wall. She actually did it. I've never seen someone in PvP Civilization go from a wooden sword to a stone. Maybe, just maybe, I can be the second one to do it. I have enough hits left with
Oh,
my
so that
sword
was
to
the
do it.
first time
I just
anyone's
need
ever
one more
leveled
win.
up?
All right, back again with my video journal update. The latest is that my girlfriend
Is not,
left
but he's
me.
playing- yeah.
She didn't leave me. I don't know if we were actually dating in the first place, but she got her stone
Okay,
sword.
but Deku
and now
doesn't
I have
assume that
2
him and
wins,
Uraraka
and
are
I can
dating.
actually get a stone sword of my own. And to do that, I just need one more PvP win. So my plan this time is to wait again by the door until someone comes down the ladder. Eventually, someone will have to go to the PvP marketplace. And when they do, I'll be waiting for them. Not in like a creepy way. I mean, not in a nice way either, because I am trying to PvP battle them, but I don't know. You
He
you
is
know what I'm trying to
camping.
say. Anyways,
He should
this
just camp
PvP
the
battle
marketplace.
Could be the end of my journey, or it could be a ticket to a long and luxurious life. After signing off the video journal that no one will ever see, I saw the player I was going to battle at the bottom of the ladder.
I don't
Just as
understand.
I
Why does he not like just camp behind the marketplace? Whoever comes in, just like jump him and then kill him.
suspected the player was heading towards the PvP marketplace, which could be really good for me because like I said before, players only buy things in PvP Civilization when they're desperate. So there's a good chance that this player is
I'd say
low on
rules being
hunger,
applied, he
low
could
on
get- yeah,
health,
he
or
could,
both.
yeah.
Honestly, this could be the easiest fight I've ever had to deal with. I ran around the bottom before going up. I wanted to try to spot the player
Also, how the
before I
fuck are you
made
supposed to
any
find them
moves.
here?
Realistically, the player is probably buying food, so the parkour route is probably the best way to go. And this time, I actually have the sprint to get up
I
this
wonder
way.
if Ebbo's
I ran
actually
around the
good at
corner, and I
parkour.
saw where the player was at. If I jumped across,
Like, I know that he did parkour Civilization, but I'm assuming that took like a lot of cuts and stuff like that, right? Like, I wonder how good he is actually at parkour.
to his side, I would start the fight. And that's what I was planning on doing. I jumped across, but that's when I realized I heard footsteps, and the player was right around the corner. The player started coming towards me, but I swung my sword and
They
got
totally
in a
saw
hit.
him.
I was in a bad spot. If I got hit off now, I would probably die from fall damage. I rushed forward to resume the fight, but the player had
He
backed
ran.
up to
He
another
ran.
platform. I must have done enough damage in that previous attack to make him retreat. Now I just gotta play it safe.
Jump him!
One
Jump
hit
him!
could determine my future in PvP Civilization.
Jump him!
Both of us were at a stalemate.
Run,
Neither
jump,
one
hit!
of us wanted to jump across the platform and hit each other. The players started going down the ladder, and I took my chance. I got one successful hit in without taking
He's
any
weaving
damage,
too
but
much.
the player
He's
was
weaving
now
and dodging
on the
back
run.
and forth.
I thought the player was gonna try running back to his room, but instead he went up another ladder. I got to the top thinking
Does he
I was
really need
safe,
food?
but
Is
the
that
player
why?
was waiting there
Oh.
for me, and I got hit once. Come on, I have to win this battle. Nope, I missed my hit. Oh no,
Wooden
this
heart
isn't
dis-
good.
Oh,
I waited
2
around the
hearts of
corner,
damage and
I
3 for a
landed
crit.
2 more hits
Oh,
on the
so he
player.
did do the
I
right
don't know
amount of
how
damage
he
then,
was
'cause he
doing
hit
it, but the
3
player
times
was
earlier
still alive.
with a
But
crit.
after I heard the sound of fall damage, I knew he must be
Is he dead?
extremely low. One more hit could decide
Oh,
this
no.
battle. All I have to do now is not get hit off the platforms. It's time to end this battle. That was until the player pulled out cooked chicken. Of course, the player's been healing this entire time. I'm so done for. I knew I made a mistake. From the beginning, I thought this player would be weak, but he had cooked food on him the entire time. And now
He probably
am in
cooked
big
it
trouble.
here,
I
man.
needed to find somewhere to
Oh,
go
no, he
fast.
can't.
The player was closing in on me, and
he
I
needed to
knew
buy
I
a
had to do
furnace.
something risky. I jumped off the platform, managing to catch myself on the ladder without taking
Oh, that was
any fall
good,
damage.
actually.
But that wasn't stopping the player, and they were right on my tail. I was running out of options, and I couldn't help but take more fall damage. damage. In a few moments, I would be cornered and there would be nowhere left for me to jump. But that's when I realized something. I was in the PvP marketplace, and I still had a good amount of swings left with my sword. I climbed to the top of the platform, and I saw that the shop I was in sold
health
potions for a cost
potion.
of 3 attacks. I had 24
Using
hits
your-
left
using
with
your
my
environment,
sword.
that's pretty
I could
good.
afford to do it. I swung 3 times at the armor stand, and I gained 2 hearts of mine back. But that wasn't
Rich.
enough. I needed more to win this fight. I ended up buying 3 health potions, and I got back up to full health. Now I could stand a chance in this battle. I tried swinging
jump
at
him
my
at this point.
opponent from above, but he had the advantage, and I couldn't hit him from here. The player must be low. I just
Wait,
need
do
to
you have an
find a way
advantage
to
when you're below
connect
someone?
One more hit, and that's when I remembered something.
Try jumping, and on the way down, swing your sword.
Am I really doing this? Yep, it looks like I'm doing it. I jumped off the platform, swinging my sword in midair. I thought I was done for. I thought the fall damage would have been the end of me, but I was still alive, and I didn't see the player above me.
Oh, did you
I
fall?
climbed back
Did you
up
do
the
it?
platform
You
to see
did
a
it!
floating wooden sword on the ground.
Let's
It was
go!
over. I won the battle, and this wasn't just any battle. This was my 3rd win that I needed
Dude,
to rank
I
up
was-
to
I was
become a
stressing
stone
there, I'm not
sword.
gonna lie.
I actually did it.
Yeah, look how
now
I
I
had-
just
heart
need
and
to
a
get
half
out of here
left.
without dying from fall
You
damage.
could jump and
That
swing,
would
but
be
the person
tragic.
above
I can't
can't.
believe
I
this
didn't
is
know
my
that.
only way down. Oh, that was really close. I realized that next time I should probably be bringing food to a fight.
Really
Somehow
should.
I got back to my room safely, and I got to lay my eyes upon something
Yeah,
I never thought I would see.
3
The
wins, you
number
got
3
it.
next to my name. I couldn't believe it. I was actually going to rank up to become a stone sword. This was all that I have dreamt about for, well, not that long, probably less than a month, but still, as long as I could remember. This calls for one last journal log. Well, this is it. I can't believe I'm
Is he gonna
actually
heal
saying
before he
this, but
goes, though,
I'm
at
gonna
least? Remember
become
to
a
heal
stone
before you
sword
go into
today.
the-
So
the
after I
wall,
eat this
the
chicken,
red
heal
wall.
up a bit, I'm gonna walk down there and go through the red gate into a better life. If the rumors
Sorry,
are
red
true
gate.
about stone swords, my life could be over 100 hits long, and that's the life I always dreamed of having. So, unless they sell video journal machines beyond the wall, this is me signing off on my last journal log. After I ate my 2 pieces of chicken, I went over to the wall. There was no reason I should be spending any more time in this place. I had my 3 wins, and it was
Come on.
time to
Does he have
rank
to do
up.
like
I
a
swung my
challenge to
sword
get through,
3
or does he
times,
just
and
get to
the gate
go?
opened up. This was it. There was no turning back now. When I go beyond this wall, I'll get to live the life that I deserve, that everyone deserves, and I'll never have to return back to this nightmare
Dude,
of a
it
place.
looks like a freaking
After
prison.
taking one
It looks
last
like a
look at
maximum
PvP
security prison.
civilization, I stepped inside the wall, and the gate closed behind me. And I finally got to see what was behind the red gate. I was in some giant hallway, and I turned
Damn.
around, and the door was sealed shut. Okay, I don't know what I was expecting, but this
how
is
did they
not what
build
I had
that?
pictured in my head. I continued down the hallway until I stopped at what looked like to be some sort of entryway. When I
Just an
walked over
apartment.
the smooth stone, the wooden sword that used to be in my hand
Whoa!
disappeared, and in its place was something else. It was all that
I'm
I
assuming
had
that
been
was a
hoping
cut.
to get. A stone sword. I walked over to the red blocks in the middle of the room.
This would be so
Entry to
cool if it
level
had, like,
2. What
animation
does
and
that
stuff like
mean?
that.
I looked over
If
the
it had, like,
edge,
the
and
animation
all
of
I
the
saw
sword
was
turning.
a giant drop that led to nothing. No ladders, no staircase, and I couldn't see the bottom. Wait, so down there is where level 2 is. Does that mean people with
Oh, it goes
stone swords
downwards.
have been living under us the entire time? Okay, that is crazy. I was not expecting that. But that's when I took a look around and realized that there were shops inside of this room. A leather chest plate for the cost of 20 attacks? How many attacks do I even have? I looked down at my sword and saw that my life was over 130
Ooh, that's like a
hits
fifth of
long.
your- that's like what, a sixth of your
130? Are you
thing? Probably
serious?
little-
I can live forever.
Wait,
I don't know
wait.
why there were shops here, but I'm guessing that it was a chance to prepare
Oh,
for what
God.
life was like at
Does he have a
level 2.
spending
This was
problem?
crazy.
Does
I
bro
not
have a
only had
spending
stone sword,
problem?
but I had armor now. I wish I had these for my PvP battles earlier. Wait, what is this? Blue leather chest plate for 25 attacks. Wait, I should have bought this one.
Hey!
A blue leather chestplate is so much cooler than a regular one. Wait, what is this? A green leather chestplate? Okay, that's my favorite color. A black leather chestplate? That's my second favorite color.
Guys.
Obviously a purchase. Okay,
Guys, he
I'm
has a
not gonna
spending
make
problem.
the same mistake as last time. I'm actually gonna get food. Golden carrot or a golden apple for 20 attacks? That's nothing. I'm rich now. Bro, this is so cool. I just want to buy everything.
This is me whenever I get paid. I'm like, wow, I'm rich. Time to buy something. And then I'm like, wow, where'd all my money go? Every payday, you get paid, you spend the money, and you're just like, wow, where did all that money go?
What is this? A video journal machine? Bro, this is insane. Now I can record
Hi,
what it's
Kaiser.
like at level 2 of PvP civilization.
Say, oh, is he dead?
This is PvP Civilization, where your
Wait, he just
entire life
died!
is determined by the amount of hits you have left with your sword, which means my life is only 58 attacks long.
What?
Unless I make it past this wall, which will give me a stone
What
sword,
happens?
doubling my lifespan. But the thing is I already made it past the wall, and I died. In PvP Civilization, if your sword breaks, it's game over, and mine definitely broke. So the question is how am I standing here alive and with a full durability wooden sword? Part of me wants to think that getting a stone sword and dying was just a bad dream, but I know it was real. The sign in my room still says I've won 3 PvP battles.
What?
Which means every fight I had and everything I went through had to have happened, which means I definitely died.
Let's go. Get out here. Time for PvP.
And I forgot
was
about
his
the daily
chest.
PvP checks. At least I got a new
Is
wooden
it?
sword now. Surviving the daily attack
The
won't
4
be an
chest
issue.
plates.
You know the drill. You owe 1 PvP attack, just like every day.
You are just the person I need to talk to. I don't even know how to say this. How exactly am I still alive?
I am so glad you brought that up. I ask myself that question every single day. You have 0 PvP skill. You leave your door open all the time. You talk to yourself. You think you have a girlfriend,
Wait,
but she is
okay,
most
that's not-
certainly not interested in you. You act all cool like you're the main character or something, and then the plot armor? Don't get me started.
What?
You're not even that good looking.
Okay, bro, can you stop? That's not at all what I was talking about.
so
All of that was very
mean.
unnecessary and kind of mean. Also, the girlfriend part, kind of debatable in my opinion. But anyways.
She's not your
I
girlfriend.
actually died. I got a stone sword and it broke and I'm back here.
She's like
I
freaking
don't even know
Gamora.
what
She
to
reminds me
say
of
to that.
Gamora.
If you're gonna try to make up a crazy story to get out of your daily PvP attack, it won't work.
No, you don't get it. I'm not making this up. After I won the 3rd PvP battle needed to rank up, I went through the red gate. I was in some hallway, and when I walked towards the end, a stone sword appeared in my hand. And that's when I realized everyone with a stone sword has been living under us this entire time. But before I could go down there, well, I bought 4 chest plates, I tried buying a video journal machine, and then I died.
That's
Okay,
hilarious.
So let me get this straight. You got your 3 wins, you got your stone sword,
Mhm.
and then you bought 3 leather chest plates,
It was
4.
actually 4 leather chest plates, but continue.
and then you decided to buy a video journal machine.
Yes.
Well, I mean, I had to keep up with my daily journal, especially after I ranked up to a stone sword.
And then your sword broke and you died. What happened after?
And then I woke up back here in my bed like nothing ever happened.
All right, buddy. I'm gonna need 2 attacks now to make up for all that pain and suffering and listening to all that. Please keep it to yourself
You
next
could
time.
have
I didn't expect
4-3.
the PvP guard to believe my
You would
story.
totally
I
have
didn't even
4-3.
believe it myself when I said it out loud. All I know is somehow I was revived in PvP Civilization. It's kind of unfortunate how me coming back to life leads to me paying double what I would usually pay in a daily
Valid
PvP
response.
check.
What?
But all
But
things considered, the
it's
most
a
important thing
story.
is that I'm alive. I thought my journey was over, but I might still have a chance to figure out what PvP Civilization
Is this how you guys
to
feel
figure
whenever I
out
tell you
why
guys about
we're
a story
even
from my
here,
daily
and
life?
If there's a way out, the only thing
All right,
I
I'm
know
gonna
for
need, like,
certain
2
is that a
shots
stone
to-
sword
to-
gives
to-
me
to
a
dilute
longer
that.
life. And of course, I had to go and break it in 2 minutes. Not exactly my smartest moment. Wait, what am I still doing here? I have 3 PvP wins. I could rank up right now. To get a stone sword
yeah, you
in
could just go back
PvP
again.
Civilization, you only need 2 things. You need to win 3 PvP battles, and you need 3 hits of your sword to open up the gate. Fortunately, I have both of those, so there's nothing stopping me now from ranking up. Actually, if I remember, the food on the other side of the wall was expensive. I might be the only one who knows that. Usually, no one would be able to come back to this side of the wall after you go through. Wait, I might be the smartest person in PvP Civilization. I'm just gonna buy food here
Oh,
because it's
that's
cheaper. And then, once I
smart.
rank up, I'll have a stone sword with full durability
And
tons of
food.
food to survive level 2. Let's go. I went to the PvP marketplace to carry out my plan, but it quickly went
Is this
downhill.
considered inflation?
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I'm leaving. Okay, on second thought, I don't need food. I just need to rank up. Oh, this is really bad.
Oh, that
Ever
scared
since
me,
I came
actually.
back to life,
Ah.
I completely forgot where I was. This was PvP Civilization.
Is that
a place
considered
where people
inflation,
are forced
though?
to fight each other for a better life. And because I let my guard down, I don't have time to rank up now. The only way out of this is a PvP battle. All right, bro, this is your last chance to step away. I've already got 3 PvP wins, but I'm not afraid to make it 4.
Wait, just a second. I don't want to fight. I just want to talk.
Right, so
You just hit
attacked
him!
me, and now you want me to trust you? That's never gonna happen.
I'd put my sword down if I could. Just listen to me. I
I
know you
can't look
died,
up my
and I know you came
inflation.
back.
What? What are you talking about?
I saw you go through the gate to get your stone sword, and I heard the story you told to the guard.
Let me take a guess. You thought that believing my story would get me to trust you? I mean, what did you hope to gain from all of this?
I thought this might be important. The other day, I overheard you talking with a woman.
Oh yeah, that was actually me and my girlfriend.
I highly doubt that.
Yeah,
It's
I
up for
highly doubt that.
interpretation. Anyways, continue.
You said something that stuck with me.
Hey, where's your armor stand for your bed? Why do I have to pay to sleep?
Is he
All right,
listening
whatever.
in?
I'm ready for my PvP lesson. Okay, talk about invasion of privacy. Anyways, so why exactly did that stick with you? And why go through all of this to tell me that?
If you want to talk more, I live on the top floor on the right. You don't have to trust me, and I don't expect you to. All I want to say is, ask the guards if you have to pay to sleep in PvP Civilization.
And that was the last thing the player said to me before he turned
my
around
God,
and
wait!
went back towards the houses. Why should I ask a guard if I have to pay to sleep in PvP Civilization? Maybe
What?
the player was trying to stall me from ranking up? I mean, there's nothing stopping me now. I guess it could be some sort of trap. Or
Plot
the player
twist!
knows something that I don't, and asking a guard is the only way to find out. Alright, I guess I can wait a few more minutes to rank up. Hey, excuse me, guard, could I ask you a question?
Please, not you again. If I hear another fake story from you, I think I actually might die.
Okay, I don't know how listening to a story could possibly be that bad, but anyways, no, it's not a story, just a question. Do players have to pay to sleep in PvP Civilization? You know, like pay a tax
Yeah,
to
like-
sleep?
Why would you have to pay to go to bed? I mean, the conditions in PvP Civilization are bad enough already. That would just be
Wow,
cool.
plot
So why
twist.
is there an armor stand next to my bed?
Is the bed
Okay,
allowing him
if
to like
you're gonna talk to
revive by
yourself,
by
please just step away
paying?
from the door and do it somewhere else.
I watched as the guard disappeared behind the doors that only PvP guards have access to. He said that
Oh, is this
no
like one of
player
those,
has
like,
to pay to
return
sleep in PvP
fantasies?
Civilization. So that means I'm the only one with an armor stand in my room next to my bed. But why? I'm guessing that that player that told me to ask the guard knows something. Once again, this could be an elaborate trap that I'm falling for, but if I
Can I also just say that like the player being like, meet me in my room to talk about it. That's so like shonen anime. That's so like shonen anime of like, I know what's gonna happen. I know the truth behind it, but I can't tell you right now. You need to find out for yourself the truth behind the situation. Go do this.
rank up to a stone sword, I might never
Meet me
be
later,
able to
Rick.
come back here. So this could be my last chance to find out what the player knows. Alright, if this is a trap, let's just hope I can PvP my way out of
At
this.
least sleep before you do that
Hey,
then.
look, it's the guy from a few minutes ago. Before you do anything, do not open the door. We can talk like this. So now that that's clear, I asked the guard the question you told me to ask.
And I'm guessing the answer you got made you curious.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
Why
average
would
isekai
I have
mystery.
an armor stand in my room? I mean, I have to pay 3 attacks to sleep. That's kind of a scam if you ask me.
3?
I've only slept once in PvP Civilization because of that.
That's what I'm trying to piece together. Armor stands are powerful. They can't be broken, and they basically control all of PvP Civilization.
Oh, the
but
currency
most
of it.
importantly, hitting armor stands always gives something in return.
That's right. Armor
Yeah,
stands
exactly.
are
Maybe
used
later,
to
but do these
buy
fetch
things.
quests
So
first.
the question I have is, when you hit the armor stand in your room,
What was I actually buying? Because if sleeping is free, then I paid 3 PvP attacks for something else.
exactly.
At that moment, I
Wow.
knew that that player and I were thinking the exact same thing. Okay, crazy idea, but you don't think that that armor stand in my room is what allowed me to respawn, do you?
Maybe. Or it could be nothing. Of course, you would need to die again to test it out, but I hope it doesn't come to that.
The player was
Well, at
right.
least, like,
The only
pay it
way to
just
know
in
for
case,
certain if
right?
The armor stand makes me respawn is if I die again. And to be honest, I'm not too sure I want to test that willingly. Because if I'm wrong and the armor stand does nothing, then I obviously run the risk of being gone for good. And whatever second chance I got would be thrown out the window. The best
Pay it
course
just
from
in
here
case,
on
I would
out
say.
is to treat this like my one and only life. Maybe this armor stand was responsible for bringing me back to life. But if it wasn't, then I only have one more shot to make it out of PvP Civilization. And this time, I'm not gonna waste it. I waited in my room until nighttime came around. Tomorrow was the day I rank up to become
Why
a stone
tomorrow?
sword.
Why not
and
just
it will
go
be
today?
the day where I figure out what life is like when you can live for over 130 attacks. There's no questioning
Granted, if
that
you
life
don't
on the
spend
second
it all
level is
again.
gonna be dangerous. It's a very real possibility that I don't even survive my first day, which is why I'm taking a chance with this mysterious armor stand in my room. No one knows a thing about this place and why we're even
The
in here.
cut.
So maybe it's not too crazy to believe that this armor stand could save my life. All right, been a while since I've done a video journal log. Hello, we're back again with a video journal. I guess I should address the elephant in the room. I'm alive. Yes, I know I broke my stone sword before I even got to level 2, but we're just not going to talk about that anymore. The point is I'm on my way to get my stone sword for real this time, and I'm not going to break it in the first 2 minutes. I know I traditionally have a problem with spending all of my attacks very quickly,
That's gonna be
but
an
I can
entire
promise
thing
that's
in
not
the
going to happen
series,
again.
isn't
I
it?
mean, that guy
Where this
that
guy
guy
just
was
spends
the old
money.
me. I'm a changed man now. When you die and come back to life, I can't explain it, but It just makes you value the important things in your life more. Like my girlfriend. She got her stone sword a couple days ago. And honestly, she's probably worried sick about me.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the
level
girlfriend
2,
shtick.
But given the fact that she actually knows how to fight, I'm sure she's doing just fine. Anyways, let's talk strategy. Once I drop down to level 2 of PvP Civilization, there's no coming back. There is a chance that the mysterious armor stand in my room causes me to respawn.
Oh no, he didn't bring the food.
As far as
He
I'm
said he was gonna
concerned,
buy
this
food
is
in the
my
cheaper
last
area.
and only chance to survive and make it out of PvP
What happened to
Civilization.
that?
Which means this time I'm not spending my attacks on chest plates. I'm buying 3 pieces of cooked steak for 18 attacks. Ugh, I know the prices are bad, but I can't
He
risk
gets a
going to
new
the
sword
PvP
anyways
marketplace
when he
again. I
levels
just
up,
need to
so why
rank
not
up.
just spend
And
all the
only
wooden
other
sword
thing I'm
ones?
buying is well, let's just say the next update will come from level 2. All right, signing off. Okay, as planned, buying a video journal machine for 30 attacks. I still have 113 attacks left. Yeah, I'll be
Yeah,
good.
why didn't you just spend the
Besides, I
money
don't
in
know how I
the-
could live without this thing. I
Like
walked
if
over
his wooden sword turns into a full durability stone sword, you should just spend the wooden sword money. He has a chest, doesn't he? Spend the wooden sword money. Basically, like max out the amount of food that you can get, and then bring it over into level 2 so you can maximize the amount of maximize your hits with the wooden sword, because you're not going to need it anymore. So you save 3 for the final thing. You save 1 just in case, so 4 hits. And then you spend the rest on like chicken or like raw pork and like coal. Because he has everything he needs in the house, and you can have a chest for like extra stuff that you
to
store.
the giant hole in the ground that would lead to the second level
I thinking about
of
that too
PvP
logically?
Civilization. I couldn't see anything at the bottom. For all I know, I might not even survive the drop. But I know that there's only one way to find out. I jumped, not knowing if I would ever come back. I thought my feet were never gonna touch the ground again until I heard a huge splash.
leap of
and
faith
I
right
looked
there.
up to see I was completely submerged in water. I've
He's trying to see
never
his girl.
seen this much water in my life before, let alone any water in PvP Civilization at all. I came up to the surface to take a look at my surroundings. All I saw were
This looks like
4
the Maze Runner.
identical hallways. This
This
was
does
it.
look like the Maze
This was
Runner.
the start of my new life as a stone sword in PvP Civilization. It was pretty clear that this was a one-way trip. There would be no way back up to the wooden sword
Well, unless
level.
you
But
die.
who knows? Maybe I'll never want to go back up again. Maybe getting a stone sword was a ticket to paradise. Or even better, this could be the end and the way out of PvP Civilization. I
Definitely
walked
not.
to the end of one of the hallways and I was met with a door. Except I know these doors. These doors weren't the ones
Let's
that
just say,
players
but
with
bro is an
swords
average
could open.
shonen
These
boy,
doors
yes.
were only opened by PvP guards. Oh wait, there's a button. I pressed the button that should have opened the door, but unfortunately it did not. Well, this is perfect.
Does it do
I
a
guess
ding
level
dong?
2 of PvP Civilization is broken. So what now? But all of a sudden, I heard the door open and a PvP guard was standing right in front of me.
Just for future reference, you only need to ring the doorbell one time. Anyways, welcome to level 2. Follow me.
Oh, it was a doorbell. That kind of makes sense. Well, here we go. Time for level 2 of PvP Civilization. The door closed behind us as
Oh,
I
the
followed
guard
the
has to
guard with a
facilitate
different
the
colored
entrance?
shield down the ladder.
Bring it more.
In a
Ding
matter of
dong, ding
seconds,
dong.
my new life would begin. The guard opened the door in front of us and we walked out into level 2 of PvP Civilization.
Oh, there are more
This
trees.
was life as a stone sword. It looked almost identical to the wooden sword level,
At least there's
which I didn't have a
trees.
problem with. The problem I had was that by the looks of it, it didn't look like I was escaping PvP Civilization anytime soon.
Since you just ranked up, you're under my protection until we get to your room. Follow me.
Let's go. I'll take protection from a PvP guard any day. No way. I get a top floor room too? Maybe this is paradise.
Alright, this right here is your room on the top floor to the left. It's a standard 1 room, 1 bed, but of course if you're looking for something bigger, you can always buy the large house from the PvP
Don't do it.
marketplace.
Don't do
Let's
it.
go. I
Don't
can
do
buy a
it.
bigger house here too? I am definitely getting one of those. Well, thank you for the protection.
Look, I know you're new here, but players usually leave a PvP tip for our services, you know, for
Slap
getting
'em.
you to your house safely.
Oh, a tip? Yeah, for sure. I got you. Sorry, I didn't know tipping was a thing here.
Thank you very much appreciated. Well, good luck in PvP Civilization.
Damn, they're
I
asking
hope
you to tip
survive.
in this universe
Thank
too.
you, I guess that doesn't sound too good. Well, here we are. My life is now 82 attacks long. I always dreamed for a time when I could have a stone sword and live longer than 59 hits. And now I'm living that dream. The question now is, where do I go from here? I looked at the sign on the wall next to the picture of me. It said I have 0 wins.
Zero
Well, that's
wins,
odd. I
again.
should have 3 wins. I
Yeah,
guess
but I'm assuming
information
it's, like,
travels
based on the
slowly in
area,
PvP
right?
Civilization. I took a look around the stone sword level.
Why do they have
Just like at the
trees?
wooden sword level, there was the same red wall.
Why do they
with
not
the
have
same
trees in
door,
the wooden
but something
sword
was
area?
different. Something changed about the design on the walls. And that's when I realized the truth of PvP civilization has been around me this entire
It's in
time.
there.
I never questioned as to why the
I
walls were
see.
designed the way they were. Why there was wood only at the top. But now seeing the new
Stone.
gray stones filled in underneath, I now realize that the
then I guess
walls
that's
were never
iron,
just designed.
gold,
They were all
diamond.
of the levels of PvP civilization, and there were 5. All of a sudden, I heard the swing of a sword right behind me. Oh, this can't be good.
I should have known that was you talking.
No way.
But seriously, stop talking and get in here. It's like you're trying to die.
You know what? I don't even care about the fact that I just found out that there might be 5 levels to PvP civilization, and the fact that I'll probably never escape this place.
Yeah.
Because I got a room across my future wife. Let's go.
Yeah,
Don't worry about
upgraded
the
to future
door.
wife
I'll
is
get it.
crazy.
It's just what gentlemen do. Anyways, so long time no see.
I'm gonna ignore that first part. Well, congratulations. Looks like you
She
had
has a
what it
one
took
win
to rank
already.
up
You see that in the
after all.
background?
Yeah, well, I couldn't have done it without your help. I mean, you taught me everything I needed to know about PvP, and I have a longer life because of it. But anyways, let's talk about the important stuff. Like how
She's gonna
crazy
kill
it
him.
is
I think
that
she's-
your room
no.
is across from my room.
She strikes me as one of those characters that are like, she's like hardened on the outside, but eventually she'll develop a soft spot for the main character, and then she will sacrifice herself, or she'll be like, when someone's like, we need to get rid of the protagonist to progress, and she'll be like, no one touches him, and you have to get through me for, like, Ada, I'm gonna burn you at the stake, Tumbleweed. I'm gonna string you up onion feet upwards and burn you over until you become a caramelized onion. Slick me with you. Yeah, sure. Yeah, kind of like that. It was like, you have to get through me first. Like that.
I mean, if I had to guess, it's
Strung
like the
up.
universe
Yeah,
wants us
feet up,
to
cheeks
be
out.
together.
All right, kid. The only reason you got that house in the first place is because I defeated the person who was living there before you.
Oh.
And you were about to be my second victim if it wasn't for that weird thing you do where you talk to yourself.
It's called monologuing, and
What
it's
is
good
it
for
if
the
turn on
story.
voice changer?
Anyways, so what do I need to know about level 2?
PvP civilization goes even deeper. You need 5 victories here to rank up to an
5!
iron sword, but I don't know when it ends.
5 victories for an iron sword? There's no way I'm good enough at PvP to win 5 more battles. I died already. Can't the
How are they
suffering
going to address
just
the fact
end?
that gold
I'm
has
sorry,
less durability?
did you just say you died already? What do you mean by that?
Oh, yeah, funny thing. So I actually got a stone sword a while ago, and for reasons that won't be said, it broke and I died, but I woke back up on the first layer.
You're saying I can take you out right now and you'll come back.
Whoa, what is wrong with you?
Whoa,
I'm
whoa.
not gonna test it out. All I know is that there's an armor stand in my room at the first level. No one else in PvP
Oh,
civilization.
Can he use that to his advantage then? Could he like kill himself like 5 times and then will it count towards his death count? Or can she kill him like 5 times and it'll count towards her kill count?
Seems to have one, so that's my only guess on how I came back to life.
Not even sure if you're telling the truth or not, but if someone did have that power, they could be the strongest one in PvP civilization.
The woman was right.
Yeah,
if I
revive
had the
is kind of a
power to
strong power.
respawn, I could practice PvP without worrying about dying. And eventually, I would be the best in PvP civilization. That also means that I would have enough chances to get to the last level. Or better yet, find out the truth about this place. Alright, I don't know if I'm ever gonna respawn
yeah, it's
again, so what should I
ReZero.
do?
You should go find a chest plate. It's unlikely you'll survive a battle without one.
Right, buy a chest plate. I totally don't have a rocky history with buying chest plates, but the woman was right.
just
I'm
buy
not
one.
that good at PvP.
Just
so
buy a
getting chest
singular
plate
one.
means that's probably my best chance of survival. I thanked the woman for her help again, and I told her that if she was ever
Why do we
ranking
not
up to
know
an
her
iron
name?
sword soon, I would be totally comfortable with a long distance relationship. She didn't respond to that part, but you know, that's her thing. She's so serious all the time. It's fine. Anyways, before I go get a chest plate, and actually before I do anything in PvP civilization, I need to do quite possibly the most important task of all time.
Oh, God.
And that's find a good place for my video journal machine. I bought this thing for 30 swings of my sword, so I have to make good use of it. Alright, this seems like a great spot. This is my first video journal as a stone
He's
sword
so
in PvP
stupid.
civilization, and I will say things are off to a great start. I have cooked beef to tie me over for a while, and I have around 80 swings left with my sword. On top of that, my girlfriend lives right
the kind of
across
guy
from me.
that
How
gives-
crazy is that? And she's insane
Exactly.
at PvP, so she'll protect me, hopefully. But for now, I'm on a solo journey, and that's to buy a chest plate. Yes, I know the obvious question is, am I scared that my shopping addiction is gonna get the best of me again?
It's
Given the
not
fact
hard
that
to not
last
open
time
your
I
wallet,
bought 4
bro.
chest plates breaking breaking my sword and dying. But no, I will not be tempted this time because now I'm actually focused on my survival. Anyways, that's the end of this video journal log. Hopefully, I will be around to update it again. I made my way over to my first new room at the stone sword level.
Why are
when I
there
walked
trees?
in, I saw a structure that I've never seen before. If
I don't know
this
why
was the
the
PvP marketplace
stone
at
level is
level 2,
trees,
it
but the
sure
wood
looked a lot
doesn't.
different. I had to be careful. I was in unexplored territory, meaning
Dude.
players could be hiding anywhere waiting for a sneak attack, especially on
This
players
looks like
that
one
have
of those,
never
like,
been
this
here,
looks like
like
a-
me.
for
I climbed up
PvP
the
jumping?
vines and hopped onto the first level of the
maybe.
structure. And sure enough, I found myself in the PvP marketplace. This is where every player goes to get what they
Dude,
need to
just
survive.
min-max
here.
is
And
by
I
using
need a
your
chest
stone
plate to
sword,
survive.
man.
No.
You're-
Oh, okay, I am not a fan of this design choice for the PvP marketplace. From what I could tell, the first floor of the PvP marketplace was only food, which means the chest plate that I'm after
my
should
God.
be at the top.
That scared
Looking
me.
back, I should have just gotten a chest plate.
I wonder
before
if that
came
was
down
calcu-
here. If I
that
had
was
done
decided,
my life
or that
would
was
have
an
been a lot
accident.
less stressful. But now I know what to do if I respawn. All right, what do we got here? PvP guard protection, 60 seconds. It costs 50 attacks
Oh.
plus expected.
Astra, yeah, I would've,
Wait, that's
100%.
awesome.
Hi,
Can I
Nix.
afford this? 77 attacks left. No, I
Why
can't
would
buy
you-
this,
why
but
would
I'll
you
come
try
back
to
for
buy
this one
that?
day. I walked over to the next armor stand and stumbled upon exactly what I was looking for. Here we go. Leather chest plate for 20
Just buy
attacks.
one.
And I'm only buying one this time. Oh, I don't think so. Oh man, that's not good. I slowly turned around to see a player with a leather chest plate standing directly across from me. If this was gonna end in a PvP battle, I don't know if this was one I could win.
Bold move coming up here thinking you could get a chest plate without a fight, but that's what all
Oh,
the new
he's
stone
camping!
swords do.
He's
They come here
camping!
unprepared and fall
He's
right
camping!
into my
Hello,
trap.
servants!
And I get the easiest PvP victories of my life. And after I've taken out you, I can rank up to become an iron sword, so thank you.
Of course, this guy
He's
has a
camping!
leather chest plate and 4 wins already, and there's no way down to the surface
is it just
except
him?
through the middle.
What do you mean?
But that's not an option now. The path is blocked, and the only way through is to fight. This will probably be my last PvP battle. I will give it my all, but let's just say I really hope that respawn thing is an option. The player walked towards me, and I pulled out my best trick in the book.
Wow, a new stone sword player that knows how to critical hit? You might actually win this.
Come on, I just gotta land one more. Wait, what the? What
Ah!
was that? How did you just hit me so many times?
It's called a PvP combo. You actually have to be good at PvP to do it. Now let's get this over with.
You have to
This
actually
guy
be
was
good
too
at
good,
PvP
but
to
he
pull that
also
off.
talked too much. I saw an opening and I took it. I
Yeah?
jumped off
You talk
into
too
the
much,
center of the
Leon S.
PvP
Kennedy?
marketplace, just barely catching myself at the bottom of the vines. It didn't look like the player was after me, but still, that was way too close. I didn't achieve my goal of getting a chest plate, but all I needed to do now was get back safely. Fortunately, I did that part successfully. Okay, now I'm just gonna take a break. I
gonna
do
put my
not want to
glasses
explore any more of
if I can.
PvP Civilization. I've got one piece of steak left, which should tie me over for a while. So, in the meantime, I will talk about my feelings.
Again?
All right, back again.
Dude,
Video
just
journal
write a
log number
diary
2
at this
here,
point.
and a
It's probably
lot of
less,
unanswered
like,
questions
you
about
probably
PvP
bother your neighbors
Civilization.
less.
Why are we here? How do we get out? Why are we forced to fight each other? And then there was that thing that guy just did to me. What was it called? A PvP combo? Yeah, I wonder what that's all about.
What-
How do I
is
do
a
one of
combo
those?
just, like,
Every
hitting them,
day,
like,
it just
several
seems like I
times?
know less and less about the world. Oh man, there's just so much to wrap my head around. Oh, and
Oh,
don't even
wow.
get me started about the PvP guards. What's up with them? I mean, can guards rank up themselves? How do you become a guard at level 2? And those doors that only they're allowed to open, where
I'm
do
assuming it's,
those
like,
go?
getting
And why
hit.
do guards
I-
accept bribes in the form of PvP attacks? I don't know how getting
I'm
attacked
assuming
by
they, like,
players
get
helps
hit.
them in any way. So that's just another thing that doesn't make any sense. And then there's the woman that lives across from me. Oh, talk about a complicated relationship. She's
There is
been a little
none.
distant lately, you know, winning PvP battles and trying to find the truth about this place. But I feel like we're gonna get married someday. I wonder if they sell engagement rings in PvP Civilization.
Oh my god, even the
Alright,
care
that's enough of
package
talking
best.
to myself. A lot of unknowns, a lot of unanswered questions, and no guarantee that I'll survive the next
A
day. As of
PvP,
now, I have a
no.
little over 70
That's
hits
just
left
hitting
with my
each
sword
other.
to try to get to the next level.
Oh, I get
if
it.
I got an iron sword, who knows how long my life would be. But if I'm gonna rank up to an iron sword, I can't just stay in my room forever. I have to PvP. I fell asleep against
Yeah.
the door of my room until I woke up from the sound
Why
of
not-
voices.
oh,
just
'cause he-
outside my room,
Wait,
I
why
could
not just
hear
sleep in the
PvP
bed?
guard talking. All I heard was 1v1 and let's go, followed by the sound of people climbing down a ladder.
Oh,
If
the
my
girl!
suspicions were correct, the woman across from me was selected for a mandatory 1v1. Sure enough, I opened up my door to see that the woman's room was open. This was really bad. I don't care how good she is at PvP. If you get selected for a mandatory 1v1, only one person comes back alive.
Well, yeah,
And
it
if
could
she
be-
gets matched
just
up
be
with
her.
someone that has a chest plate, she could be in huge trouble, which is why I have to try to help. I followed the guard into the next room, and sure enough, I was in the 1v1 arena at the stone level. Okay, I gotta try to get in here somehow.
Whoa, buddy, let me stop you right there. If you're looking for a 1v1, there's only two
Whoa,
ways
buddy.
you can get up there. You either get selected for a mandatory 1v1, or you can buy a ticket.
A ticket, yes, perfect. That's exactly what I need. Do you have any on you? How much does it cost?
Do you really think I look like a guy who sells tickets? No, I don't have any on me. You have to buy one from the PvP marketplace. They're kind of pricey though, just a heads up. You can find them at the top
Who would
level.
want to watch
the
these
PvP
though?
marketplace.
Why
Okay,
would you spend
I'll
money
be
on
right
the
back.
watching
I
other
had to
people
hurry.
PvP
If I
when
don't
you
get
when
this
your
ticket in time,
PvP depends
I
on your
might risk
life?
losing the one person I can trust in PvP civilization.
You don't even know if you
However,
can trust
if I'm
her.
gonna have any chance at joining that fight, I need to win a fight of my own first. I got to the top where I saw the player with the chest
He's
plate
still
standing
there?
directly over the armor stand I needed to get to. This was it. No running this
PvP
time. I had to
peanut
see this
jousting
through
is
till the end.
crazy.
Well, looks like you've come back to give me my 5th win. Once I have my iron sword, I'll remember to thank you.
All right, this is it. No time for caution. I can't hold anything back. I charged at the player and swung my sword. I didn't even know what I was doing. All I knew was that I had to win this fight. I managed to get it hidden without being touched.
Okay, he's
but
not getting
just
comboed.
a second later, I lost the advantage and I was on the run. I climbed up above one of the armor stands and I was officially trapped. There was nowhere
Just jump
for me
at
to
him.
run.
Jump
I had
at him.
one chance to win this fight and I was gonna have to make it count. As of now, I had the high ground advantage and the player was waiting for me to come down. Come on, if this is gonna work, I just have to land
Jump.
one attack.
Jump,
I kept
jump, jump,
running
come
up
on.
to the edge, trying to make my opponent think I was gonna jump. But then I
What?
went for it. I jumped over the
Oh!
player, swinging my sword on the way down, and the player went flying off the edge. I looked down at the
Whoa,
ground,
let's
and the battle was
go!
over. By some miracle, I was still alive.
That was well
okay, there was a lot
done.
going through my head right now, but I do not have time to think about it. All I will say for now is I am lucky to be alive. I walked over to the armor stand where
30?
I could buy a 1v1 ticket. It costed 30 attacks, and I had 65
That's like
left,
half your
but
life
I just
left.
eliminated someone, so if I pick up their stone sword, I should get some back. 30 attacks later,
Oh,
the
I
1v1
see, 'cause you pick
ticket
up
was
their
in my
stone sword.
possession. I was debating leaving the sword on the ground, but after buying one more piece of steak, I didn't have enough
Fuck
swings
them
left with my
campers.
sword
Yeah,
to
fuck
go
them
into another
campers.
fight. I needed this sword, and of course, it was stuck on top of a tree.
Oof.
All right, double checking. There's no easy way up. Of course, there's
probably
not.
have to fall.
Looks like I have to go the hard way. I jumped off the lowest level of the PvP marketplace, taking a huge amount of damage. But I found the sword, and after it combined into my own, I gained 30 more attacks. I
Okay.
should say 24
So you basically
more
got the
attacks
price of it
because
back.
now I have to go buy another piece of steak. I ran back to the 1v1 arena hoping there was still time. Okay, I have a 1v1 ticket.
Good for you. Once this 1v1's over, you can put the ticket into the dispenser and go on up.
What? No, I bought the ticket to go in now.
I didn't know this needed to be said, but this is a 1v1 arena, not a 1v1v1 arena. You can't go up until the fight's finished.
There's gotta be a way up there. All right, didn't want to have to pull this out. What do you say you let me in now?
You really think you're gonna bribe me with PvP attacks? That's not gonna work, pal.
We'll see about that.
2 attacks? Alright, there might be a small chance I'm
Keep
willing
going.
to accept a bribe.
How do you feel after 2 more attacks?
I feel like I am very much willing to take a bribe. Keep going.
Let's go. Bribing always works.
Wait, 1 second.
Oh, am I good to go up now?
No, not yet. I just need to catch my breath. I got a little low on health there. Just wait a few seconds for me to get some heart.
Dude, this
Bro,
is
what? This is like the longest bribe ever.
Keep
Okay, look,
going.
I'm kind of on a time crunch. Are you good now?
Alright, I'm good. Continue.
I paid the guard 4 more attacks with my sword until he finally
how many
broke.
bribes is that?
Thank
Like
you very
10?
much. I'm now much closer to ranking up because of you. Alright, you can head on up.
Oh,
Let's go. Thank you so much. Also, way to pull out a crazy lore drop at the end right there. I'll have to come back to that. I opened up the dispenser and dropped in my
So they-
1v1
yeah, so I'm
ticket.
assuming
The door
they also
blocking the
level
ladder
up
opened,
based
and I
on
was free to
PvP
go
hits.
up. Now, I had to hope that I wasn't too late and that I still had time to save the woman who I owe everything to. Let's do this. The door opened up and I saw the woman and a player with a chest plate engaged in heavy battle. It's time to put an end to this. Don't worry, my love. I'm here to save you.
Say that again, and I will actually jump off.
Yep, understood very clearly. Oh, what is wrong with me? Anyways, I'm here to help so we can both get out of here alive. The woman told me that she was out of food, so this was her last stand. Unfortunately, the other player showed no signs of running out of
Oof.
food.
He
All right,
still has food.
What are we waiting for? It's 2 versus 1. Let's get this over with.
This guy is good. Play it smart.
You don't have to worry about me. With how good I've become, I bet I'm probably better than him.
okay, man.
No, you're definitely not.
She's better than you,
Okay,
isn't
way
she?
to boost my confidence going into the most important fight of our lives. It's whatever, we'll work on our teamwork skills after. But now, let's fight. The player with the chest plate charged at me. We both landed an attack on each other. Then, the woman came in to help, clearly doing a lot better than I was. But this player was extremely strong. Not only
He
was
has a
his
chest
chest
plate,
plate
to be
weakening
fair.
our stone swords, but him constantly being at full hunger means he's He's been regenerating health this entire fight. This fight was getting too close. I ran up and swung my sword too early, letting the player get a critical hit on me. I watched as the woman went in for another attack, but she got hit herself. This battle was falling apart. I was at 1 heart, and I could tell the woman was probably 1 hit away from dying too. But the player hasn't approached either one of us yet, leading me to believe that he was also very low. At this point in the fight, I knew it was unlikely that both the woman and I make it out alive, which is why I have to take a stand. If I can get 1 more hit on the player before dying, I think the woman will be able to win. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Calling her the
charged
woman. Does she
player,
not have a
swinging my
name?
sword, and somehow hit the player twice in a row. I don't know how I did it, but
He
within
did
a
the
matter of
combo!
seconds, the player was gone, and there was nothing left except the stone sword on the ground to collect. We won the fight. Did I actually just learn how to do a PvP combo? That was insane. I was only trying to hit the player once, I'm not gonna lie. All right, well, let's get out of here. Wait, what's going on?
Oh, 'cause it's a
battle was
1v1
over,
arena,
and
so
both
only
doors
one of
were
them can
still
leave,
sealed
right?
shut. And that's when I got a grasp of the situation. This was the 1v1 arena.
Only
and those
one of them
doors
can
will
leave.
never open until 1 player remains standing. That means from the beginning, only one of us was gonna be able to come out alive. And I already knew who the person leaving would be. I shouldn't even be alive. I'm not a guy who has the PvP skill
have
to
the
survive
respawn
in this
ability,
place.
no?
If I left this arena, I don't even know if I would make it till tomorrow. But you have the PvP skills to survive this place, which is why you have to be the one to leave.
How confident are you with your ability to come back to life?
What?
You
Like
said you
50-50?
died and came back. Can you do it again?
I don't even know. I mean, the armor stand thing is just a theory, and there's no way to know if that's true or not. But at the end of the day, it doesn't
They're
matter.
gonna exploit
You
the
have
hell
to
out
be
of
the
this,
one
aren't
to
they?
leave this place. And if this is my last life, well, I have no regrets about coming here because I know you'll make it out of PvP civilization one day.
It'd be really
Hopefully,
funny
I
if she
see
killed
you
him
again.
midway.
Yeah, well, I'm willing to accept the fact that this could be the end of my story. And what better way to end a story than a true love's kiss?
No.
All right, worth a shot. If someone
Nice
could
try.
respawn in PvP civilization,
try, bro.
they could be the most powerful player to ever exist. So
Let's
why
go!
was I given this power?
Girlfriend betrayal.
It will never
It's
make sense
not-
to
she's
me how a
not.
single armor stand upon a pedestal
She's gonna
is
gain
the
a soft
difference
spot for
between
him,
life
watch.
and death. And I might never know why I'm the one player who gets more chances at life, while the other players who are better at PvP with more talent, more skill, have to risk their
I
one
wonder if
and
they'll
only
ever
life
explain that. Is he
fighting
like
for
the
a cause
chosen
that
one
they
or
don't
something
even
like
know.
that?
Everything I've learned leads me to believe that this armor stand being in my room was a mistake. I shouldn't be the one with this power. It should be somebody else. But there's nothing I can do about it now. The power is mine to use, and I'm gonna use it to figure out the truth about PvP civilization. No matter how many times I die, if I keep coming back, I'll eventually make it to the bottom. And who knows, maybe
Oh yeah, because
I
they're
might
making it
just
to the
get pretty
bottom
good at
here.
PvP
I
along
wonder
the
if
way.
they're gonna address the fact
Let's
that
go.
gold
Time
is
to
like much
PvP.
less
All right,
durable
here we
though.
go. It's time to escape PvP civilization. And I know just how I'm gonna do it.
Let's make this easy. Just give me 1 PvP attack and I will leave. Please don't talk to me.
In PvP civilization, if you don't pay your daily attack to the guards, it can cost you your life, which is what I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna pay today.
Oh, and you started talking again. Of course. All right, buddy. You know what's gonna happen if you don't pay your attack, right? Because I can promise you, a fight with a PvP guard is a fight you have no chance of winning.
Oh yeah, I understand. I just don't feel like giving you an attack today.
Listen,
What?
buddy.
Why?
This isn't a joke. Unless you're prepared for your life to end, pay an attack.
Yes, sir. I am prepared for my life to end right now. Wait, am I? 56 attacks left? Okay, nope, I'm definitely not ready. Just give me a second, I'll be right back. Oh, I can't believe I forgot to do the only thing that's keeping me alive. As far as I know, I'm the only one in PvP civilization
Wow.
with this armor stand. And as long as I hit the armor stand 3 times, I'll come back to life. I don't know why I was given this power, but I do know that I'm gonna use it to escape this place, which is why I'm doing this. All right, I'm ready. I've
Oh,
never
is he
seen
trying to
anyone
prove
die
to the
by a
guard
PvP
that
guard,
he
but
can
I now know
revive?
it is possible. Lucky for me, dying was a part of my plan. This PvP
Was he trying
guard
to
didn't
prove to the
believe
guard
my
that
story
revival is
before about
possible,
dying
maybe?
and coming back to life, which is why I have to convince him. Nice work, man.
Whoa, what in the? How are you? You just died right there.
I already told
Dude,
you.
he
I
has
have the
infinite
power to come back
durability
to
based
life.
on this
so
then,
once you're
doesn't
done
he?
wrapping your head around that, I'm gonna need your help because I'm getting out of PvP civilization.
This whole time you were telling the truth about coming back to life, huh?
Average.
Man, I can't believe this. Wait, does that mean you actually have a girlfriend too?
No.
That's what I've been trying to tell you. Except I am starting to think the relationship might be a little one-sided, considering she was the one who caused my death, and she didn't seem too hesitant about it. We'll discuss our relationship status when I see her again. Anyways, there's 5 levels to PvP
This is another. It's
civilization,
no.
and
It's
I've only
it's made
managed
by
to
the
make
same
it to level
guy.
2.
So, can't you just keep dying until you get to the bottom level?
Well, yeah, it's probably gonna turn out that way.
If that's the case, then what do you need my help for?
I need you to be there to open the doors when I rank
Oh,
up.
so they don't
I
get
can't
suspicious,
have all of
I
the other
assume.
guards seeing me respawn over and over again. The less
I
people that
see.
know about my power, the better. And since we're pretty close, I trust you.
Whoa, what do you think you're doing? Look, I've been very open about not liking you, but you need to chill.
Relax,
I've been
I'm
very
helping
open
you
about
rank
not
up to
liking
be a
you,
guard
actually.
At level 2. At least I think I'm helping. I hit the PvP guard 2 more times, and all of a sudden, his helmet broke.
Well, would you look at that? My helmet's gone. I guess I can rank up now too.
Okay, just like I thought. When a guard's helmet breaks, they can rank up. That's why they're so willing to take extra hits from players. Okay, well,
Oh, that's what
I
they
don't
want
know
a
if you have
tip
any other plans
too.
today, but I'm ranking up right now, so I kind of need you to be there.
I didn't think they would
climbed down the
literally
ladder and
break.
made
I thought it was
my
like
way
some kind of
towards the wall,
currency
where I
thing.
would rank up to a stone sword for the 3rd time in my life. Hopefully, this time will be the last. I said goodbye to the guard as he made his way
Oh,
over
the guard's
to,
gonna
well,
become a friend
wherever
too,
they rank
isn't
up
he?
through. Hopefully, he'll be there
Ah.
to get me on the 2nd level, and I made my way over to the red gate, the one place you
Dude,
can
buy
go
the
in PvP
food!
civilization to increase your
buy
lifespan. As of
food!
now, my life is only as long as the amount of hits I
Bromance.
have left
Bromance,
with my
probably.
wooden sword, which is only 59. But getting a stone sword increases your lifespan to 131 hits, which is why I need to go deeper in PvP civilization. Who
Doomed
knows how long
Yowie.
you
There's
can
no
live if you have an
Yowie
iron
here.
sword. You could probably buy whatever you want down there
Surely.
without worrying about your sword breaking. Speaking of, I actually do need to buy something before level 2, and that is a
chest
leather
plate?
chest plate.
I see
Except
so.
I can't go to level 2
I
with a
see.
boring leather chest plate. I gotta get the green one.
Oh my
5
god, for
extra
5
attacks for
extra
added
attacks? They
style?
do functionally the
Yes,
same
please.
thing,
This
dude.
leather chestplate would be the key to ranking up to an iron sword. I need to win 5 PvP battles to get to level 3, and having this chestplate is the best chance to guarantee my survival. But at the end of the day, it's not about the armor you wear. It's about your PvP skill. And if I'm not good enough to get 5 wins, well, then I'll just keep respawning until I do. Because
So he
I'm
is
gonna
Subaru.
get out of PvP
He is like
civilization.
Subaru.
I jumped down into the water, and
There
I
was
was
someone
now
else
at
who
level
also
2.
always
All
did
right,
like
time to see
revives
if the
like this.
PvP
It
guard
wasn't
will
Subad, less
uphold his end of
traumatizing
the
than
deal.
Subad. I don't
Not gonna
remember
lie,
who it was
I feel
though.
like this PvP guard doesn't like me too much. Let's see, he bet on me to die. He basically called me unattractive, and he said I have an insane amount of plot armor, whatever that means. Wait, why did I trust this guy? I waited at the door for a PvP guard to show up, and finally, the door opened.
Check this out.
Yeah!
I'm officially a stone sword guard now. You know, you might be weird and have no friends, but I gotta give you credit for
So
helping me.
yeah,
out.
yeah,
Okay,
soul
once again, that was
leveling. But
unnecessary,
soul
but it
leveling,
doesn't
he
matter.
didn't die
Let's go.
in it.
This was my 2nd time making it
There
to
was like
level
another.
2,
Is it
and I was
SSS
already
class?
off to a better
Maybe.
start.
Maybe
I
it's
had a
very
chestplate,
similar to
and
SSS
I had
class.
a guard on the inside who I could trust. At least I think so.
SSS class
what's
protagonist is
behind
cooler,
this door
though.
right here? If you got me in there, there could be a shortcut to the bottom of PvP civilization.
That would be a terrible idea. With the amount of guards in there, there's no chance you make it out alive going in there.
Okay, that could be a valid excuse, or the creator of this place has nothing built behind there and they're stalling for another episode. Alright, let's run
Yeah?
this back. I made
Yeah?
it back to the stone sword level of PvP civilization, and this time
Yeah,
I
SSS
wasn't gonna
class.
die
Yeah,
at
I think
this
maybe
level.
that's what it
Okay,
is that I thought
actually,
it
I
was
should
similar
not
to.
say that, but point is, I'm making it further this time. If I can just get the woman's help, we can get out of here and she's gone.
Oh,
Well, that's just
no! It's surviving romance. It's surviving romance. The what's it called? No, it was surviving romance. There was this webtoon series called Surviving Romance where it was about this girl who like it resets to the day. Like what is it called? It like resets to the day where she dies. Here, let me find it for you guys. Is it surviving? It was this one. This one, where like every like for some reason the story that she's in like keeps going derailing and everyone gets turned into zombies. It's also the same. It's like a similar idea. Where every time she dies, she goes back into the same like spot and the same has to relive the same day. Pink hair girl, I'm hooked. Is that why you stick around, Average? Because I have pink hair? Are you a pink hair fan?
great. I am on my own. But you know what's not gone? My video journal machine. It's been a while since I've made an update. I should probably get back to that. I walked over and looked at the sign on the wall. I had 2 wins at
Why
the stone
2?
sword level of PvP civilization, and I would need 3
Oh,
more
right,
to rank up to
right,
an
the
iron
other guy,
sword.
the
As of
camping
now,
guy.
I have
I like Pinker, hell yeah.
106 attacks left with my sword.
The
to
guy
get
who's
another
camping,
victory.
and then
over
the guy at the
attacks
arena,
should be
that's right.
plenty to defeat an enemy. I mean, at least I hope so. If I can't defeat someone in over 100 attacks, I probably don't deserve to be here.
How
Anyway,
are joint
it's time to
kills
fight
work?
so I can get to the bottom
Yeah,
of
SSS,
PvP
yeah.
civilization. My first plan is to go over to the PvP marketplace. If I'm gonna find someone, it's probably gonna be here. No way. This stage just got so much better. Not for that guy, but for me. Let's go. So, good to see you again.
Looks like you can come back to life. Sorry about before.
No need to apologize.
Well, she
It
had
was
to
the
get
obvious
out.
choice to make. I had to be the one to die. But anyways, I really think we should talk about things between me and you and our relationship.
There is nothing
The day
there.
you and I end up in a relationship will be the day my sword breaks, which means I'll be dead. So it's never happening.
Well, gotta respect the honesty. Look, all I'm saying is we live in a world where everyone is constantly fighting. So
Okay.
what if the solution is love? Yep, okay, I knew that didn't make any sense. Well,
I
it looks like true
will
love
say
might not
I don't like that aspect about his character. I know it's like for the lulz and memes, but I'm like that kind of makes him less like a Deku that's like endearing, but like more like ugh. You know what I mean? I don't really like that aspect about his character where he keeps insisting that they're dating.
exist in PvP civilization
Kinda
after
weird.
all.
Yeah, it is kinda
Next
weird.
video journal's gonna be sad.
Can you stop talking? Let's go.
Sorry, I thought you were just gonna keep walking. After facing the tough truth that I was single in PvP civilization, we made it back up and went into the woman's room. I walked over and
5
looked at the
already?
sign on the wall.
I guess
No
he counted as
way,
one.
You already have 5 PvP
Do joint
victories?
kills count
That's
as one
insane.
too?
You can rank up to become an iron sword.
Yeah, it's
so
kind of
what
annoying.
are you doing
Makes
here?
yeah,
sir?
it does.
You have a power that can help us both. So get your 5 wins because from here on out, ranking up as a team is the best way to survive.
All right, well, that I can
Unlike
do.
me when I
just
said-
need 3 more wins, but don't worry, I'll get right
Yeah,
on
well,
it.
'cause she
Let's go.
specifically
We got
says
a lot
stop
of
it.
important stuff coming up in this adventure, so before I do anything, I have to update the video journal.
Okay,
All right,
man.
We are back at level 2 of PvP civilization. I got a chestplate this time, so I'm already off to a better start. That is physically, at least. Emotionally, I don't know if I'm doing that good. I just found out that the love of my life isn't the love of my life. So that's always hard to hear, but what can
Like,
you
'cause
do?
she just
What are you
standing
doing?
there.
I told you to get your 5 wins, not talk about being single.
I know, I will. Can I just finish this video journal, please?
I can't believe I have this joke for a teammate.
Okay, well, on that note, it looks like I'm being pressured to wrap this up. So, let's get back to business. I need
Dude,
3
he's a
more PvP
vlogger.
wins to rank up to an iron sword.
What's
now,
up,
I'm not the
YouTube?
greatest at PvP, but I think I have a couple tricks up my sleeve that could get me these victories. All right, until next time, signing off. All right,
Like
there's
what?
got to be someone in here. Let's just hope this works.
I'd rather write
hello?
a diary instead of.
Who's
I mean,
there?
the video
Pizza
makes sense
delivery.
for
I
the
didn't order a
form.
pizza.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure I have the right room. All right, this is definitely not going to work.
Okay, I did order a pizza. Just leave it at the door, please.
No way it actually worked. Okay, I left the pizza here. I'm leaving now. All right, time to PvP.
Did you take my pizza?
Yeah, there's no pizza. Sorry, what even are you? Are you a rock?
My name's Gonk.
All right, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think this conversation would go on for this long, so I'm here to fight. I tried to ignore the fact that I was fighting a literal rock. and
He's just
tried to
going
focus
around
on not
murdering
dying.
people. Okay,
Luckily,
man.
my chestplate gave me just enough
Where's the
protection
rage
to
shadow,
survive
like-
the battle. I earned my 3rd victory, and the durability of my stone sword went back up to full. Just 2 more victories to go, except before I can go into another fight, I need to get food from the PvP marketplace. Surprisingly, I came back from the PvP marketplace with only food. For once in my life,
Huh.
I didn't buy every unnecessary thing there is to buy. I think
Good
it's
job.
safe to say
Proud of
that
you.
my shopping addiction is getting better. Now,
It's
I
not
need to
gonna get
find
better,
someone
is
else
it?
to battle.
Excuse me?
Oh no, please don't have a chest plate.
Hey, look, I don't want to fight. I'm just looking for my friend Conk. Have you seen him?
Oh, this is gonna be
Oh,
weird.
his friend that
We
he
both
just
ranked
killed.
up. He lives right across from me.
Yeah, I don't know if I've seen him, but hey, if you show me a picture of him, I could probably help you find him.
He's a rock. He looks just like this.
Okay, so your friend, this conk guy who I've never met, is a rock. I mean, I feel like I need to ask the obvious question, but how can you be sure this isn't him?
Well, yes, but no, that's
That's
He's
not
like
how
a
that
person.
works.
I don't know. I mean,
That
if
is
you
not
ask
how
me, this looks
gaslighting
like it
works,
could be him.
bro.
Conk's not around anymore, is he?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he's not around anymore. All right, well, cameo's over. Time to fight. My second battle of the day.
Wait, is
has
that
begun.
someone-
This
is
time,
that someone
I felt much
famous?
stronger in the battle, and I managed to win the fight with 5.5 hearts left.
Damn,
I had
he's getting
4 wins under
better.
my belt, and I only needed 1 more to rank up. Let's go. Let's get this 5th win and rank up to an iron sword. Wait, what the? At that moment, I realized I picked the wrong person to fight for my 5th victory. But the good news is I am practically immortal in PvP Civilization. So
you are
I can
just
always try
immortal.
again. Man, those were some good combos you had in that fight.
What the? I just defeated you. How are you back?
I really don't know. Hopefully I'll get the answer at the end of the story, though. 2 hits later, I had my 5th victory as a stone
That's
sword.
crazy.
Just a little bit ago, I thought I would never be able to get
That was
5
quick.
victories. But
5
now I'm
kills
here.
is not
I can't
that
believe
difficult,
this. We're
I
actually
suppose.
gonna get to level 3 of PvP Civilization.
Well then, let's get going. There's no time to waste.
You are absolutely right. There's no time to waste, which is why we need to update the video journal right now. And this time, it's not gonna be me doing the update. It's gonna be you.
Are you serious? I just said we don't have time to waste. I'm not doing this.
Look, we don't know what's gonna happen at level 3. This might be your last chance ever to do a video journal update.
Fine.
All right, just say your thoughts and your feelings.
I think that this machine is a complete waste of money, and I think
And
no
it's
one wants to
stupid.
hear every single thought you have at any given moment.
Not bad. You just gotta add an intro next time, like, hey, what's up?
This is ridiculous. I'm not doing this anymore. If you're still talking in 30 seconds, I'm sending you back to level 1.
Aw, man. Well,
Oh,
at least
'cause
we
she
got
could just
something
do
out of
that,
her.
'cause he's
All
just
right,
gonna
I guess I'm down
revive.
to
That's
30
funny.
seconds. Both the woman and I are about to rank up to become iron swords in
The
PvP
woman is crazy.
Civilization.
Does she not
We
have
know
a
nothing
name?
about what life is like on the layer below us. It's only a matter of time before we find out how long iron swords can live for. The thing is that I'm gonna be the one to find out
how's your
first
abilities in
because
iron
I'm
sword
going
have?
in
Like
alone.
1,000?
Both the woman and I agreed that since I have the ability to come back to life, I should be the one to go in alone. And if I'm not back in 5 minutes, she'll rank up herself. But if things go poorly, which I'm not gonna lie, things usually don't go as planned here, I can come back to life and both the woman and I can rank up together so we can face whatever
Is he gonna
threat
have a
lies
spending
beyond this
addiction
door.
problem?
All right, well, that's the plan. Hopefully a video journal machine exists at level 3 because I need to make more updates. Signing off. I walked into the hallway that looked exactly
gonna
like the
make
hallway
more-
at
is he
level
gonna-
1, except
is
this
he gonna
time, the
spend too much
entry was
money
made
again?
with white concrete, and I knew exactly what that meant. I walked through the doors, and my
Iron
stone sword
sword!
transformed into an iron sword. This was the beginning of an entirely new life in PvP
Okay, how much durability does
Civilization.
it have?
Okay, it looks like there are
How
things
much?
to
I think
buy
it's like
here
at
before going to
300
level
maybe?
3.
1,000
Just gotta
or
remind
300, I don't
myself
know.
that every swing of my sword counts. I just have to be smart. I walked over to the hole in the middle of the room. Once I jump down, I'll be at level 3.
It would've been nice
and there's
if you
no
gave her a
coming
nickname.
back.
Yeah,
That is,
exactly.
unless I die, but I
Would've
kinda
been
don't
funny
want that to
instead
be
of
the
just calling
new
her
norm.
the
I went
woman.
over to the armor stands to see what items were available to
Iron
buy.
chest
An
plate,
iron
50
chest plate for
attacks.
50
Is he gonna use
attacks?
legs now?
That seems
No.
expensive, but how many attacks do I even have? I swung at the armor stand once and
300?
looked down at my sword to
Oh,
see
it's
that my life
250?
was now 250
It's
attacks
only
long.
250?
This is insane. I bought a chest plate for 50 attacks, and my life is still 200 PvP attacks long. Oh man, imagine how long people live for at level 4, or even level 5. All right, what do we got over here? Green iron chest plate?
Hey,
Oh,
yo!
Okay, I'm definitely already making a bad decision. Let me do the math. 200 minus 75. It doesn't matter. I'm buying it anyways. Let's go. Look, I'm not proud of these purchases, but committing to the
that
Esco
is
brand
not
and
a-
always
that-
wearing
okay,
green is
that is
very
not a
important to
very
me.
worth
Unfortunately,
purchase.
me buying multiple chest plates kind of opened the gates to buy more stuff. A water bucket sounds cool. A flint and steel also
Oh
sounds
my
very
God,
cool.
dude.
The toughest decision I've ever had to make in my life. A video journal machine or a PvP mansion. Okay, I've decided. I'm getting the PvP mansion. I'll go back and get a new video journal machine and then and my brand new iron sword already
Okay,
broke.
man.
How does that happen
All right,
so
man.
fast? Okay, my excuse is I died in a very intense PvP battle.
Look, buddy, you keep dying every 5 minutes. I'm gonna have to rethink our arrangement.
Look, I'm trying, man, okay? Conditions are tough at level 3. I mean, you've never been there. You wouldn't know.
Please just get better.
Sorry, I'll try to die less. Hey, hold up. Random question. Are we friends?
No. What on earth would make you think
No.
we're friends? I literally only care about ranking up, and you happen to be the best option.
I guess I can live with that. I'm just trying to figure
Just
out if
smack
the
him
woman
until
and
his
I are
helmet
friends.
breaks.
I don't even know what makes a friend, to be honest.
Well, for
You're
starters,
just shutting down. I
friends
did
usually
actually. I
know
did
each
hear
other's
about that.
names. Why would we be friends? You don't even know my name.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. That goes both ways. You don't even know my name, and you've never asked.
Your name is Evbo. You literally have a floating name tag above your head.
People can see that? Weird, I guess. It's kind of like this entire thing revolves around me. All right, well,
That's
thanks for that.
crazy.
Maybe I'll ask you your name sometime in the future. But right now, I have some serious explaining to do. Let's see how this goes. Okay, I'm just gonna lay everything out there. I don't want to hold anything back. I don't want to scare you. It's very dangerous. There are a lot of enemies behind the wall.
Yeah?
So that means you bought a bunch of stuff you didn't need and broke your sword, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what
At
happened.
least she knows
I mean,
him
I
well
wasn't
enough.
lying. In my case, armor stands are dangerous. After my first run, I lost my privilege to get an iron sword by myself. So this time, I'm going with the woman. I'm a little scared because she's personally overseeing everything that I buy before level 3, but in
I
all
feel like
honesty,
you
I
just get like a
probably need the
chest plate
supervision. Both
and
of
like
us
maybe
now
the
had
video
iron
machine.
swords in our hands, and we were ready to go to
Why
the
is
next
the
level
wait?
of
Why
PvP
is the iron? Wait,
civilization.
question.
The woman decided to get
Hold on.
herself.
Why the fuck are the items like inflating in price? The video machine was like what 30 hits in like the stone sword level. Now it's like what? Now it's like 50? That's actually inflation, man. They actually inflation you in this civilization. That's the most evil part.
This is her one and only life.
More
However,
money,
my
more.
request
That's
to
the
get a
most
green
evil
iron chest
part.
plate again was denied, with the potential punishment being death by the woman's sword. So that was off the table. Look, just think about it. If it's 100 attacks, it has to be awesome.
This isn't just affecting your life, you know. We need to survive, and a PvP
I mean, to be
mansion
fair,
doesn't help with
To be fair, PvP mansion is long term, as we've learned.
that.
I don't know. I mean, one might argue that a PvP mansion could help us survive. Okay. I'm not gonna get it. I promise I'm not gonna get it.
Out of all the people it could have been, the power of immortality went to the shopping addict.
All right, level 3.
To be fair,
Here we go.
if she
Whenever
buys
you're
it
ready,
now, it's
you
like
jump,
permanent
I'll be
no.
right behind you.
When we get to the bottom, be ready to fight. Let's go.
Okay, she can't come back up. Now it's time to get my video journal machine. I promise I
Oh
wouldn't
my
get the mansion,
God.
but to live in PvP civilization without the video journal machine, I would rather die. All right, now I'm ready for real. My life as an iron sword in PvP civilization starts now. I jumped into the hole and landed in a giant pool of water, just like at the stone sword level. All right, no enemies, no people with iron swords. That's a good sign.
Do I need to ask why it took you an extra 30 seconds to get down here?
Yeah.
No, you don't need to. I mean, you can. You're just not gonna get an answer you like.
The fact that I could have died over a video journal machine is ridiculous.
Trust me, once you see the videos that come out later about my life in PvP
Can you even
civilization,
watch the
you'll
video
understand the
journals,
vision.
man?
We walked to the end of the tunnel, but something was different about this
Can
level.
you even
There
watch
were
them
no
back?
PvP guard doors blocking the way out. The path was open, and we were free to go on through into civilization. Okay?
I think
well,
we-
no point
oh,
in waiting
we
any
are
longer.
watching the-
I followed
yeah,
woman
I
until we got
assumed
to
as
the ladder
much.
At the end of the tunnel, the door was open, and
But how
we
are you getting
stepped
his
into
POV
level
then?
3 of PvP civilization.
Yeah, look, the
Everywhere I
trees
looked,
are
there
changing.
were trees that I've never seen before, and the walls of PvP civilization were filled in with white rocks, letting
don't
us know that we
understand
had
why
made it to the
his-
iron sword
why the
level.
trees
so
are
what
changing.
now? There's no PvP guards anywhere. All of a sudden, both the woman and I were ambushed by a player with an iron sword.
Whoa!
But after
What
hitting
the
us
fuck?
both one time, the player just left. What just happened? Am I crazy, or did that person just speak with sword noises? I am so confused.
I apologize for him. He was just testing to see if either one of you were the chosen one. But
A
the
parrot!
legends say that the chosen one is too powerful to be touched by a sword. So, I guess that rules the both of you out.
Okay, what is going on? If you're looking for a fight, just remember it's a 2v1. So I would think carefully about what you're gonna do.
Relax. The iron swords of PvP civilization don't fight. This is a level of peace. You two
What?
are safe and are free to live long lives here.
Wait, the iron sword people don't fight? Okay, wait, why did that guy sound like a sword?
That guy speaks PvP. It's hard to understand.
He
Did I
speaks
just
the
hear that right?
PvP
I
language.
suggest you both
He
clean the house for
understands so
yourselves.
well.
And if you have any questions at all, feel free to visit my mansion and we can talk.
He has
With
a
that,
PvP
the mysterious
mansion!
player ran away, leaving us to question everything he just told us. Okay, that was a lot of information, but I can tell we're thinking the exact same thing. How do we learn how to speak PvP?
What? No? More like who or what is the chosen one?
The chosen one, chosen
yeah,
to
that
hold
was
my-
probably second on my list of questions. Just like the player told us, the woman and I climbed up the ladder to find 2 open rooms at the top. It looked like once again we were living across from each other, so I had the added protection. But did I even need protection if no one fights here? Why would people not fight at the iron
Okay, at
sword
least he's
level of
dropping
PvP
the girlfriend
civilization?
shtick.
After hitting the armor stand and closing my door, I had claimed this house as
There's
my
no-
own. But
there's no
something was
sign
different.
there.
This house didn't have a sign next to my name saying how many victories I had. It looks like people don't fight at this level after all. Life was getting super confusing. confusing. So of course, when that happens, the best thing to do is to vent your thoughts and talk to yourself.
Yeah?
The Iron Sword level of PvP Civilization was nothing
think
like
he
I
got tired of the
expected.
joke.
I
Yeah.
thought this would be the most dangerous level so far, yet that player told me we're safe to live long lives here. While that sounds nice, I'm concerned with the fact that there was no mention about the next layer. So my next question
Well, I'm assuming
are,
next
what
is
is the next
gold,
level,
right?
and can I even reach it? Well, the only
Could
way
it
I'm
be
gonna
because
find
gold
out
has less
answers is by
durability?
exploring.
Is that
So,
actually coming
I'm signing
to-
off again.
into the
I walked
narrative?
out from my room, and for the first time at this level, I saw a PvP guard. Wait, don't go. I need to ask you a couple questions. Wait, hold on. You're the guard that I bribed at the stone sword level. I see you ranked up now. Congrats.
Oh yeah, thanks man. I couldn't have done it without you. Congrats to yourself for getting an iron sword. So, what do you want to know?
All right, well, give me the rundown. Is there a daily PvP attack I need to do? How do I get to the next level? Just anything I
No,
need to
gold would
know
be a
about
side.
this level.
I'm
I'll
assuming no,
take.
gold would be
Well,
next
you're in luck.
level.
I got good answers for you. No
It's
daily
gold and
PvP
diamond.
attack, no requirements to rank up to the next level. The only thing that's really expected of you is to pay your respects to the Chosen One over through that door. It's not mandatory, but everyone here believes in the Chosen One. If you don't pay your respects, people might not like you because of it, but that's pretty much it. All right, I'll catch you later.
So no daily PvP attacks.
Gold is
no
yeah, it has
requirements
less
to rank up to the
durability,
next
so I
level,
assume
and
that's like the
only
reason
thing
why they don't want to
expected
rank up.
is to pay respects to this so-called Chosen One. What is the Chosen One? I walked through the door the guard told me about, and I looked upon a massive statue in the middle of the room. I have no idea what's going on. But
I guess
already,
it
two
could also
people
just
today
be
have told me
diamond and
something about
netherite?
the Chosen One. I walked around the statue and I saw a staircase on the
Is that
backside
supposed to
of
be
it, so
like
I
a
made my
person
way over.
holding a
When I went
sword, or is
over,
that
I
supposed
saw
to be
someone
like
with an iron chest plate going
a
towards
sword?
the top? So I decided to follow them up. When I got to the top, I realized that the person standing there was the same person who attacked the woman and I when we both ranked up.
It's
and
a
all he
sword
did
language
was swing at
guy.
an armor stand. Hey, excuse me, what were you just doing up here? Did you buy something with that armor stand? What is that for?
Yeah, that's really helping.
Okay,
me.
I don't speak PvP. Okay, I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. I walked over to the armor stand myself to see what it was. Is this what the guard meant about paying respects to the Chosen One? Maybe
you
this
pay
armor
respects
stand
to
is the
him?
Chosen One. I don't know. Well, I have 177 swings left, so I guess I can spare one. I swung once at the armor stand that may or may not be the Chosen One. That's unconfirmed as of right
He
now.
still hasn't
and,
learned
nothing
it. Yeah, no,
happened.
he
So
hasn't.
that's
He hasn't
one
learned
wasted
anyone's
PvP
name
attack,
besides
but it's okay,
his
'cause I
own.
have a lot left. I went through a second door and I realized that this was the
I
direction
wonder if
the
it's gonna
player
be a moment later on. She should be like, "My name is Teresa." I'm thinking Maze Runner, so that's the first name that came out. My name is Teresa. And then he's gonna be like, "Nice to meet you, Teresa." He also
told me
maybe
to go to find him at his mansion. The only question is, where are the PvP mansions? No
My
way,
name
that's
is-
the
no.
PvP mansion up there. They say PvP
Whoa, that's
doesn't
pretty
buy happiness,
nice.
But all I'm saying is, if I lived on the top floor like this, well, let's just say I don't think PvP civilization would continue, because I think I would just stay here forever. Hello? Anyone here? I heard the swing of a sword and the door opened.
First time seeing a PvP mansion, I take it? Be my guest. Have a look around.
Why is it
I
being
most certainly
diorite,
will.
man? That's kind
no
of
way. Double bed, open floor plan,
Diorite?
video journal. Oh man, this can't get any better than.
Oh, he also
and
has
it
a visual
pool.
video
and
journal.
It has a pool. I actually need it.
Oh, nice. He has a
actually
pool.
don't think I've seen anything this great. Please tell me how the pool is. It has to be great, right? Is it heated?
We live in a world where we're forced to fight the people we care about in exchange for survival. Having this luxury doesn't put my mind at ease.
Whoa, that went dark really fast. Jeez, I was just asking about the pool. Okay.
He's asking about the pool. Meanwhile, Parrot Guy's like, "We live in a society. What's wrong with diorite? It's not pretty. Kind of like an ugly block." I personally don't like diorite. At least like raw diorite. I think it's an ugly block.
Time for real questions. Why are we safe here? Why aren't people fighting each other
It's
to
so
get
pretty.
to level
Yeah,
4?
he turns around
Because
iron level,
no
kind
one
of.
survives at level 4.
No one survives level 4? But why? What's so different about down there than any of the other levels?
Ranking up to a gold sword would be throwing
Okay.
your life away. Your life is diminished to all of 30 hits, and
30?
one misplaced PvP attack is all it takes to end it, which is why we wait for the Chosen One to guide us forward.
I was right.
Who
Yeah.
is this Chosen One? Okay, am I following you? I guess I'm following you. The player that went by the name of Parrot led me back into the room.
We know Parrot's name, but we don't know the girl's name. Okay, man.
I was just
It's definitely gonna be a moment later where she's like, "My name is Teresa." Named after the character from Maze Runner who betrays the main character.
before.
Maybe
He
we should
said
change it
that
for something
this
else then.
was the Chosen One.
The Chosen One is said to have an unbreakable sword, a never-ending life to lead us all out of this nightmare.
Oh, the netherite
Chosen
sword,
One
isn't
has a
it?
never-ending life. You seriously got all that just by looking at this statue?
It's written in the stone. The chosen
He's definitely the
one will be
chosen one,
born at
right?
the
We know that
wooden
he's the
sword
chosen
level.
one, right?
Parrot motioned at the head that was carved into the rock, the head that was made out of wood. I couldn't help but think about the obvious. I was born at the wooden sword level, and I can come back to life. There's no possible way that the chosen one is me, right? But if it is, and people find out that I am the chosen one, I don't even know what I'd be getting myself into. Man, the chosen one, that seems like a big responsibility. Just glad it's not
With
me,
big
right?
great with
Yeah, that's
with
right.
great
We already
power
went
comes
over the
great
fact
responsibility.
That it can't be you. The chosen one is said to be the best at PvP.
Okay, well, let's not jump to any conclusions, okay? I'm sure the chosen one has had some off days at PvP, if they're out there. Okay, if I actually am the chosen one, I'm gonna need to get much better at PvP. I don't get it. I mean, even if getting past the gold sword level is nearly impossible, isn't it worth the risk to at least try? I mean, shouldn't we all be trying to get out of here?
At the end of
Yeah,
the
but they don't
day,
wanna die.
What do we know about life outside? I mean, hey, maybe life in here is a gift and shouldn't be taken for granted.
And with that, Parrot ascended into his mansion, leaving me to think about the unanswerable question. Is life outside of these walls better than it is in here? But as I thought it over, the more I realized that that can't be the case. Because I know that a life
can't
of
see anything from
resorting
the
to
last day.
violence
I
to
can't.
survive could never
I can't
be a
either.
gift.
Is it supposed to be like someone?
Apparently, the
No, I
so-called
think it's like
resorting to
wait, hold
violence
on.
to
Where are we right now? Okay, I think it's supposed to be like a head, arms, hair, and then like a sword. Do you guys see what I'm putting down? Hair, head, arms, and a sword. Like it's like holding the sword like downwards. Like kind of like those like little statues that you see. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, I see it too. I think that's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
All right, where was
leaving
I?
me to here, but resorting to violence
Yeah, I
to
see. I
survive
think that's what
could
it
never
is.
be a gift. Apparently, the so-called chosen one is so good at PvP that they can never be hit by
Are
a
they
sword.
training?
Evidently, I am not at that level yet. All right, we're good, I'm gonna die. Good practice, though. I feel like I'm getting better. Okay,
I feel
you owe
like
me some
he's just
golden
getting his
carrots
ass
now.
pummeled.
While the rest of the people with iron swords are content with staying at this level forever, I am not. Which is why I'm practicing. You sure practicing is a good idea?
I like
mean,
how
at
he's
this
getting
point,
more
you're just
serious.
wasting
It feels
hits
more
with your
serious
sword,
now.
and that is your one and only life.
If the gold sword level is as hard as they say, I need to be better.
She was right. Parrot said that no one ever makes it past level 4. Whatever life is like down there is something completely different than anything we've seen in PvP Civilization. The problem with that is how do you prepare for something that you know nothing about? But I think I have the solution. I think I'm done waiting. As long as I have the gift of coming back to life, I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna go through the red gate and get my gold sword.
Well, I mean, you might as well go through it and
level
see
seems
what's
to be
up,
on the
right?
same page, and that they're all waiting for the chosen one to guide them forward. Maybe I am the chosen one, and they're waiting for me to do what I'm about to do. But even if I'm not the chosen one, the answer is clear to me. There's no requirement to rank up to a golden sword, so there's no reason to keep staying here. Also,
you might as
another
well.
random thought I just had, there's really no reason to close my door if no one at the iron sword level fights. I guess I'll save the extra attack. All right, well, time for the Evbo tradition
two.
of video journaling right before I rank up to the next level. So, I'm about to enter level 4 of PvP Civilization. Am I scared of dying? I mean, not really, because I should come back
I wonder
to
if they're gonna
Am I
teach him
scared
like
of
any new
potentially
like
being the chosen
PvP?
one?
I don't know
Definitely.
PvP
If
that
the
well.
entirety of PvP Civilization is counting on me to be their savior, I don't know if I'm good enough to do that. Well, at least not yet. Also, what happens if I let these people down? I mean, everyone here worships the chosen
You know
one.
the
If I
triangle?
let them down, there's a very real chance they could turn on me.
No.
Or something worse. I don't know. Probably best to
You just
not
hit
think
them.
about it. But
That's all I
anyways,
know.
if I die at the golden sword level, I definitely am getting a PvP mansion when I get back.
Yeah?
Well, that about sums up everything.
you have
I'm
the
gonna go
hits
to the
too.
golden sword level, figure out
Like, I
why
get it.
no one's
Iron
been
is
able
easier
to
to
get
get than
past
gold,
level
more
4,
common, but,
and
like,
if I
gold is
die,
kinda
I'll
ass.
come back and try again.
Yeah, but like that's the
Alright,
point
long
where it has
update
less
today.
durability,
Wait, why
right?
does
They
this
have like
say
what
share?
30?
Didn't know video journal
range is
machines could
dependent
get
on-
updates.
Oh, what?
Okay, I hit share. I don't know what happens now. Wait, maybe someone outside of PvP Civilization can see it.
Yeah?
Alright, I don't
Like
know. It's probably
us?
nothing. Hey, you didn't happen to get a copy of my video journal, did you? No? No? Okay. Well,
Oh,
it's
what
time
if
to
it's
go.
the other guy with the video
if
journal
anyone says
machine?
anything about where I've gone, just say I'm trying to learn how to speak PvP somewhere privately. I don't know. Just make up whatever you want.
Hey, good luck down there.
Hey,
Aw.
before I go, I
Would everything just collapse on the iron floor? There's no
what
new
is your
flow
name?
points.
Wow,
Flow points.
I'll try to forget the
What
fact
do you
that
mean?
it took you 3 full episodes to ask. But I'm Tabby.
Tabby. Okay. Well,
Oh, we got
I
her
my first friend in
name!
PvP Civilization.
I never said anything about being friends. You know nothing about me. You literally just learned my name. Why would we be friends?
Well, that's not what
Well,
the
you've been
guard
working together.
said. Okay, whatever. We'll talk about it when I get back. I
if you're
made my
block
way
lawyer and
over to the
opponent,
red
it's
gate,
easier to
the
reach
one
that
wall
their
in
leg than it
PvP
is for-
Civilization
Yes.
that symbolizes ranking up. When I got over to the armor stand, I only hit it once and the door already
that was
opened.
quick.
It turns out that the intel I had was correct. There are no requirements to rank up to a
Tabby,
golden
parrot,
sword.
maybe.
If there were, well, then I wouldn't have been able to get through these doors. But sure enough, I was through the red gate, and I saw the golden entryway that would allow my iron sword to transform into a golden sword. If what Parrot said was correct, getting this golden sword means that my lifespan will be shortened. I no longer have the
Yeah,
luxury of
to like
living
30,
for 250 attacks. I
Honestly,
now
to
have to
30.
survive with half the amount of attacks I would have had as a wooden sword.
There's nothing to buy
I'm
here.
about to enter level 4 of PvP Civilization. Am I scared of dying? I mean, not really, because I should come back to life. Am I scared of potentially being the chosen one? Definitely. In the hallways before level 4,
Yeah, see, I
noticed
knew
something
it. It sends over
different.
to
There
his
were
video
no
journal
armor stands
machine.
to buy anything to
He's the only
prepare for the
other
level
person with the
below.
video journal
no
machine.
Food, no armor, and no video journal machine, which is probably for the best if I'm being honest. This golden sword
doesn't
would be the
spend all his
only thing I
money.
can take down to level 4. That means that the only thing that will determine my survival is my PvP skill. Supposedly, the only way to survive at the golden sword level is to make every single attack count. So that's what I have to do. Well, that about sums up everything.
Why share this with me?
My descent into
You
level
didn't
4
intend to,
begins
Parrot, don't
now.
worry.
I jumped off the ledge with hopes that I'd find out why no one makes it past level 4. And within a few seconds, I already figured out why.
He
I woke up
died?
back in my bed at level 1 of PvP Civilization.
What?
For once, I didn't die in battle. I didn't die by buying stuff I didn't need, but
What?
I died from fall damage. In
Wait, how are
every
you
other
supposed to
level of
survive
PvP
that,
Civilization,
then?
there's water at the bottom to break your fall. But getting to the gold sword level is impossible.
How
no
are you
one could
supposed to
possibly
survive that?
fall, which is why everyone thinks that getting past level 4 is impossible. The truth is that people
Water
don't
bucket.
even
Oh,
make
you
it to
water
level
bucket
4 to
clutch
begin
it?
with. And the only
Are you supposed to
reason
water
I know
bucket
that
clutch?
is because I have the power to come back to life. I couldn't help but think about all of the people that
bucket-
thought they were ranking up, but they never had a chance in the first
Oh.
place. Because PvP Civilization was designed to never make it to the bottom, which is why I need to use my power to find out why.
Oh, you
I'm gonna
probably
go
need a
to the
water
gold
bucket
sword
clutch
level,
then.
Figure out why no one's been able to get past level 4, and if I die, I'll come back and try again.
If Evbo's the chosen one, then he'll have to die.
PvP Civilization has 5 levels, each level giving
so
you
smart.
a better
Yes, we
sword,
are.
allowing you to live a
Water
longer
bucket and
life.
flint and steel.
That's what I thought.
I know
at least,
water
until
buckets
I
are. I don't
realized
know
that
about
this
flint
whole
and
place
steel.
was built
I've seen
upon a
cobwebs,
lie. Whatever
too.
this place is, people weren't meant to
I
get
could
to
be
the
the chosen
last
one.
level.
Yeah, 'cause you could
Everyone
water
in
bucket
here
clutch.
still believes that there's a way out, but they don't know the truth. People use up their sword swings buying items they think will help them survive, or buying items that are purely for entertainment. If you know, you know. But whatever happens, the path to level 4 is a path that leads to death. And the
So,
only way I know
give it a
that
head
is because
pat,
I
Starecop.
am the chosen
Welcome in.
one of PvP Civilization. Only
Flint, you
I
light
have
people on
the
fire
power
to
to come
vo-
back to life, which is why I'm
Oh.
the only one who knows that trying to get
I've
a
seen
golden
cobwebs
sword is
only.
impossible. No one can survive the fall, as of now that is. But I'm gonna change that because I'm escaping this place. I'm telling you the truth, man. I dropped down to level 4 and there was no water at the bottom. I just died to fall damage. It just doesn't make sense. This place is already
Yeah,
a
flint,
nightmare.
steel,
Why make
and
it
crystal.
impossible to escape?
Wind
Part of me
charged
wants to
lava
ask if you just
cobwebs.
missed the water at the bottom.
I've never heard
because,
of
you
end
know,
crystals.
You're not that bright. But I believe you.
That's
and that concerns me.
crazy!
Look, I brought this up last episode. I'm gonna give it a shot again. I think the way to get to level 4 has to be through the PvP guard doors. Unless, of course, the creator is still stalling.
We already went over this. Someone with a sword will never be able to beat someone with a shield. And that's one person. In there, all the
I know they
guards will
blow
be
up
on you in
instantly, but
seconds.
aren't they
And
kind
what
of
about me,
hard to
huh?
put
You might
down?
be able
They're
to
like
come
hard
back
to make and
life.
they're hard to
What
put
about
down.
my life?
You know what? I'm done with the excuses. Just tell me straight up, does the creator of this place have anything built behind that door?
All right, fine. I wasn't supposed to say anything, but there's nothing built behind the door yet.
That's
The creator
crazy.
strategically hides certain areas to allow him to continue building throughout the series.
I knew it. I knew there was nothing built behind the door.
Yeah?
We all knew, really. It was pretty obvious.
The fourth
But
wall
rest assured,
break.
it's being built right now, and it should be shown later this episode.
So, what do you think? We'll probably get to see in, like, what, 10, 15 minutes from now, right?
Oh yeah, I would say a safe 15
Their
minutes.
PvPs are kind of
depending on how
stacked
the
at
plot
times.
goes.
Dude,
Let's go. This is
I
what
have
we
never
need
met a
from now
PvPer
on,
that
you
had a
know?
normal
Meeting
house,
audience
though.
expectations. No shortcuts. All right, but let's get back to business. I quickly ranked back up to an iron sword
Oh,
with
most
the hopes
PvP
of this
dupes?
time finding a way to actually survive the trip to the golden sword level. Now that I know that people don't fight at the
Try
iron
the water
sword level,
bucket then,
I don't need
yeah?
to spend any attacks on armor. Just one of the perks of coming back to life, I guess. Wait. but now I also know how insanely awesome the PvP mansions were.
Okay.
Look, the second I stepped foot in Parrot's mansion, I knew I was gonna get one, so let's just get it over with. I spent 100 PvP attacks and
That's
picked
crazy.
up a PvP mansion key. Am I scared of Tabby's reaction when she finds out I bought this? Yes, very much so. It's very likely she'll start attacking me, and I might find myself back in this exact spot in a few minutes.
Buy
But
the
at
water
end of the day,
bucket!
I'll get an indoor pool, and that's all that really matters.
Buy a water
but
bucket,
setting the pool
man!
aside for a second, I need to start thinking about the important stuff, like why there's no water to jump into at the golden sword level. If it was truly impossible to rank up, then
Water
why
bucket
are all
clutch.
of us in PvP civilization
That's how you get
in
water
first
from the.
place?
That's
It
okay.
just
Water
doesn't
from the
make
bucket,
sense.
but it
There
gives you.
has
But
to
it
be a way
says
to
water
keep going,
bucket.
and I'm guessing it's through
Oh,
the
you
guard
buy
rail,
the
but I guess
PvP
we have to wait
mansion.
10 to 12 minutes for that.
Oh, that's
my patience is running
smart.
out. It's like, come
Smart.
on, you're gonna make a
You're just
multi-part
smart.
series. Just have everything built beforehand. By the looks of it, no one saw me attempt to get a gold sword, which is good because I
Flowers,
can't have
like a
people
two-
knowing
wait,
I'm the
why?
chosen one. I would try to rank up again
Why
to see
two
if I can
block
find a way
flowers in
down,
PvP?
but there are just a couple of things I need to do first.
I still don't
Number
understand why
one,
the
I
trees
need
are
to make sure no
different.
one stole my video journal machine while I was gone. Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
it's
no one
still
will
here.
steal that,
Okay.
buddy. Don't worry
That was
about
the most
it.
important thing. Number 2, talk to Tabby, my only friend in PvP Civilization, who is always really disappointed in me, likes to point out all of my flaws, maybe a bit too often.
Why can't you ever start off a conversation normally? All right, tell me what happened. What's the golden sword level like?
Right. Well, I didn't actually make
place
it
it
to
with
the
your feet
golden
in
sword
it.
level. And before you say anything, no, I did not break
it
my
makes
sword
it-
buying
it
a bunch of
caused
stuff
a
I didn't
misinput,
need.
basically.
There wasn't any water to break my fall at the bottom. I jumped down and I instantly died from fall damage. I didn't even get the chance to see what it looked like down there. I don't know, maybe I missed something.
I have to ask this. You sure you didn't just miss the water? I mean, if someone were to do it,
There
it
was
would
no
be you.
water!
What? No, I didn't. That's also the second time I've heard that today, which is not helping my self-esteem.
There has to be something you missed. I doubt we're being put through all of this just to be stopped at level 3. You have to keep trying.
I will. As long as I can keep coming back to life, I'm gonna
Gotta
keep
be the
trying
water,
to find
I
a way
think.
down. The good news is that I now know PvP Civilization goes deeper, so at least we know there's something beneath us. I'll keep trying. I just have to do one very, very important thing first. I can't say what it is, but let's just say it's a matter of life and death.
So
Stupid
buying a
PvP
PvP mansion is a matter of life and death?
Okay, I guess I'm more predictable than I thought. Well,
Yes.
yes, if you're materialistic like I am, then having a mansion is really that important. There are a lot of
To
unspoken
be fair,
things about
it's not
PvP
like he loses
Civilization.
that mansion.
One of them being
you know what
no
I
one
mean?
tells you where to find
him
your
never
mansion when you buy it.
monologuing
You
in
kinda
his
just
head
have
and
to
always
look
out
around
loud
until you find it.
Yeah,
I
it's
wonder how
funny.
many
It's
people
also
at the Iron
funny.
Sword
It's a
level
cute thing.
actually have PvP mansions. So far, all I know is Parrot having one, which brings up the question, how did he buy a PvP mansion? I guess I'm not the only materialistic one in here. Let's go. I went into a new
Oh, could
section
he
of
also
the Iron Sword
revive?
level, and I saw another PvP mansion way up at the top. Like I said, the rules of PvP Civilization are kind of up in the air, so I don't really know if anyone owns this or not. But as far as I could tell, there was no one living here. I put the key to the PvP mansion in my left hand, and all of a sudden, the
there
door
we
opened.
go.
The key was gone
New
from my
home,
inventory,
baby.
and by the looks of it, I was now the owner of one of the
How do you
most
shut the door
luxurious
on the way
places
out?
in PvP Civilization.
Okay, people just,
Look,
like, end
I
up
know I'm the chosen one, and
in
that
your
comes with a
house.
lot of responsibilities, you know, having to save everyone
Having
in here,
great
blah, blah,
power
blah.
comes great
But I don't think
responsibility.
it's a crazy thing to say that the chosen one needs a double bed, a couch,
I see
and an
fuckers
indoor
using
pool to
pods
stay
in case
relaxed.
someone right
After
clicks
all,
with it.
I need a clear head if I'm gonna save the world. I'm not gonna lie, this pool is making me think that life in PvP Civilization isn't actually that bad. Okay,
just
I need to
drowning.
get out of the pool. What am I thinking? Life is terrible in here. All right, let's
Take me to
focus
care
up,
package,
find a
Night
way
Bells.
down to the golden sword level, and let's make sure that I'm looking fresh because I'm gonna be logging all of this in my brand new video journal machine.
Okay.
Yo, we are back with another update, of course. You might notice the background looks a little different, and that would be because
Fancier,
I
if
got
you might
myself
ask.
a PvP mansion. Only cost 100 swings, nothing much. But anyways, I'm gonna give another shot at ranking up to a golden sword.
It's gotta be the
Despite
water
what
bucket.
Tabby and the other guard thinks, I am pretty confident I did not miss the water at the bottom.
Can
But
you
in
scan
the
the
off
straws by
chance that I
punching instead
did,
of your
I'll
sword?
be able to double
No,
check
I
this
think if
time.
you
Now
take
that
this,
I'm
if you
anticipating that
swap
there won't
out
be
of a
water at the
sword, then you
bottom, I'm
die.
looking for
You have to be
anything that
holding
could
a sword at all
possibly be a
times.
clue as to how to survive the fall. Well, I guess I'll let you guys know how it goes after I probably die again. Signing off. I looked at the drop to level 4 to see if I possibly missed anything from last time, but I didn't see anything. I even took a look around the other 4 entrances to see if there was a secret path or anything like that.
maybe.
But as far as I could tell,
Why
the
are there
giant hole
4
in the
paths?
middle of the room.
I don't understand why are there 4 paths. Does that come into play? Maybe that there are like other civilizations that we don't actually know about that are like kind of being like funneled and diverged into this one area.
room was the only way down. All right, well, it looks like I'm not gonna find anything else, so the only thing left to do
Because
is
four
to
is a
jump.
nice
I was
number.
beginning to doubt my memory, and I thought that
Could've
maybe
just put it
there
in the
was
middle of the
actually water
room.
at the bottom. But nope, just like I remember, no water. We are back with another update, so I'll fill you in on what happened. To sum it up, I died a lot of times and still did not find
he's
a
done
way
it
to the
many
Golden Sword
times.
level. It got to the point where I was trying some pretty unconventional stuff. Hold on, every time I've jumped so far, I've jumped forward. What happens if I go backwards?
You're kidding!
I'll save you the details. The backwards jump did not exactly work.
You're kidding!
I'm a little ashamed to admit this, but that wasn't the only unconventional jump I tried.
It would have
I think
been
I'm onto
better if they
something.
had made the
What if this
mansion more
time
clean.
I
like,
go for a
like-
360?
That's what I'm saying.
Wait,
I don't
why
like
does
the
this feel familiar. Yeah, the 360 wasn't really a
call
good
back
idea.
to the
I don't know why I
parkour
even tried it.
civilization.
But nevertheless, I am still determined to find a way down there. Hopefully, I'll find the way down soon because I don't want people knowing that I'm the chosen one. I don't really know what would happen if they found out. All right, well,
How you get
hopefully
splashed.
something
Yeah,
changes soon.
why is it,
Signing
like,
off.
diorite,
I'm telling you, I jumped
too?
so many times. I jumped backwards. I did a 360. It's just not possible. I don't know what I'm missing, and I promise you I'm not missing the water.
Can you be serious and stop parkouring? If we don't figure this out, we'll die at this level.
I can't help it. It's leftover from the last series. But you're right. This is serious. We
Leftover
need to
from
get to
another
level
life.
4. I have a feeling that getting to the Golden Sword level will completely change our understanding of this place, given the fact that no one's actually made it there.
Hold on. You know all of that useless stuff you always buy whenever you rank up and get a new sword?
Oh, is she
Yep,
gonna bring up the water
I am quite
bucket?
familiar with my purchases, yes. But before you roast me again, I promise you I only bought a mansion this time.
Well, aren't you disciplined? What I'm trying to say is that maybe there's a chance that all of those items aren't useless after all. There could be something to buy that's needed to rank up.
The water bucket.
Wait, you might
the
be onto
water
something.
bucket.
What did I buy when I went on my first shopping spree? A green chest plate, a flint and steel, and no way, I got a water bucket. I can't believe I didn't think
Yeah!
of that before. You are a genius. So,
To be fair, they
I
did
need to get
water
back there
bucket
somehow.
clutches in
I guess you
parkour
can do the
civilization,
honors.
if I remember
After a few
correctly.
critical hits with the sword, I died and came back to the
That's
shopping
quick.
area before the Iron Sword level. For the very first
50
time
attack.
in my life in PvP Civilization, I was actually encouraged to buy things. Granted, this thing could help me and everyone else in here survive and escape this place, but it still feels pretty good not having to feel bad about a purchase. I can't believe I didn't think about this solution to begin with. I mean, the answer seems so simple. There's no water at the bottom at the Golden Sword level, so why not just put it there? After I tested that I was actually competent enough to place a water bucket down, I went back and got my Golden
is he
Sword
good enough
again
to water
for
bucket
probably
clutch,
the millionth time. But if all goes
That's
as
what's
planned,
important.
this
Can he
time
water
should be
bucket
different
clutch
because
it?
I'll actually make it to the bottom. Let's go. If I want to make this story cool, I'm gonna have to water bucket clutch at the last second. Or I could just place it here at the top and swim down.
Oh, that's
and
probably
I'll tell
smart,
the video
actually. Just
journal
do that.
I made the clutch, because who's gonna fact check that? I placed down the bucket of water and jumped in and started making my way down to
You
the
know what,
fourth
that's- you know what,
level
that's
of
also pretty
PvP
smart.
Civilization. I couldn't believe it. After so many unsuccessful attempts, I was finally gonna make it to the... Wait, what just happened?
What?
Where did the water go? And I'm
Did he
back
fall
at
out of the
first
water?
level. I don't even know what just happened. 1 second I was
Did he
swimming
fall
down
out of the
waterfall,
water?
and then the next thing I knew, I was falling without a bucket in my hand. Okay, time to
What?
get back there and see what's really going on. At this point, I started to believe everyone that thought I was dying because I was missing the water. But upon further
What?
investigation, it wasn't my skill that was the issue. And yes, I do
Okay,
know
so
that
then he
I have
has to
skill
clutch it
issues
then,
in
right?
general, but whatever this was definitely not
He has
my
to
fault.
clutch it
I
then,
swam
no?
to the bottom of the drop, or rather halfway down the drop, and I couldn't really believe my
Can he
eyes,
not
but the
survive
water
that
was
fall?
just
I guess he
stopping
doesn't have
in
any
the middle
boots,
of the
huh?
air. For some reason that I couldn't explain, the water bucket that I placed wasn't going down to the bottom. So that
Oh,
meant
damn,
that my
they got
plan
it.
to get down to the bottom
probably
was a
have to
waste.
water bu- he
What
probably
didn't
has to
make
water
sense
bucket
is
clutch.
why my bucket disappeared in my hand when I jumped. I needed to
have to
figure
clutch
out
it,
what was
yeah.
going on. I needed to buy more items to see what would disappear, which meant I had to die again. I came back this time equipped with an iron chest plate. If the
Okay.
water bucket disappeared when I went past this invisible barrier, it's time to find
Oh,
out if armor
items
does too.
disappear?
But I soon realized that a golden sword might be the only thing that makes it down
Oh,
to level
items
4.
disappear
After
when
I
he
found
comes
out that
in.
the chest plate doesn't survive
I
the
don't know
drop,
if the-
I came back with another water bucket to try to place it lower on the walls, but still, it was no use. The water would only
What?
place above this certain level. While I was still determined to find a way down, I had to face the fact that it looked like nothing could make it past this barrier. I gave one more
Oh.
attempt and tried dropping the water bucket from my inventory, and yeah, even if it did get to the bottom, I don't really really know how that would have helped me.
Oh,
well, that was a lot of work for nothing. I'm beginning to think there actually is no way to level 4.
Oh,
well,
there. So it disappears in his hand.
Barrier between level
No,
3
I
and
don't think
level
he can
4.
even clutch it.
Nothing can go past it. No items, no water. It seems like the golden sword is the only thing that makes it through.
Yeah, you can
Super
only
weird
go
if you
past
ask
with a
me.
golden
I wouldn't be
sword.
surprised if the creator of PvP Civilization did this just to watch me suffer.
I'm still very much convinced your lack of coordination is causing you to miss the water at the bottom.
No, it's
you all just saw
not.
there, my inability to get to level 4 is ruining my image. So there's nothing left
Toss
to do
it up and
except
catch on the
just
way
keep
down.
trying.
No,
All
I
right,
think it
signing
disappears
off.
on the way
This
down
goes
too. He
without
tried
saying, but
throwing
I'm
it
gonna
down
be really
earlier.
upset if I can't get a video journal machine at level 4. You know what I
How?
could do? I could just die, come back here, film an update, and go back down to level 4 every single day.
Evbo,
Oh, this can't be good.
stop. If people find out that you're the chosen one, you
Oh,
could
hi.
be wasting our one chance to get out of here.
What? Me, the chosen one? I have no clue what you're talking about.
sent
I'm
him your
flattered,
video.
really, but seriously, where'd you get that idea?
I watched the video journal you shared with me. Now come on, stop trying to rank up.
So that's who I shared it with. Wait, you didn't watch the whole thing, did you? Oh, I really hope he didn't watch the whole thing. I talk so much about my relationship problems. Look, I just want to address this now. Tabby and I are on good terms, great terms even.
Okay.
And I have very much recovered emotionally since then.
Relax, that's not important right now. What's important is that we figure out the best way to use your ability. Bro,
I'm listening. What's up?
can you get out of the pool? This is a serious discussion.
Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. I
He's just
thought this
in the
was gonna
hot
be
tub.
Like a casual conversation.
Bro's
I
just
don't
in
get
the
it.
hot
I thought
tub.
everyone here believes in the chosen one. Why would they want to come after me?
You must have forgotten that not everyone can respawn. Most people here aren't waiting for the chosen one to lead them out. They're just looking for any chance they can get to live longer. And if the world finds out that you can help people live forever, they'll forget about wanting to escape this place.
Oh,
You're right. They would just keep
Are they gonna
defeating
use him
me
as a
over
blood
and
bank?
over for my iron sword, so
Yeah.
their swords will never break. That's why I have to get out of here, so I can prove to people that there is a way out. Obviously,
use
to
him
do
as like a
that, I
blood
need to
bank,
make it to level
basically.
4, but it's a bit tough to do that since there's no way to rank up apparently.
Wait, what do you mean there's no way to rank up?
Oops.
Oh yeah, I probably should have mentioned that every time I try to rank up to a golden sword, whoa, getting up close and personal. But yeah, there's no water at the bottom. I've died to fall damage too many times to count.
That doesn't make any sense. There has to be a way to rank up.
How do they know
I
about
know,
the gold
that's
sword?
what I'm trying
though?
to figure out.
I
and
wonder
have to
how
keep
does
trying.
news about one level travel up to the next? Do you know what I mean? Where like before they go in, they're like, "Oh, next up is the gold sword. Next up is a steel. No, it's not steel. Next up is the iron sword. Next up is this." Like, how do they know? Because if you go down, you can't come back up, right? Fuck if I know. Oh, maybe it's the guards. Yeah, right. Maybe it is the
Even
guards.
if it means people might find out that I'm the chosen one, it will be worth it if I succeed.
Look, just be careful out there. You don't know what these people are capable of.
Will do. And just for future reference, if I accidentally share a video journal with you, please do me a favor and don't watch it. I talk a lot about my feelings and stuff that should only really be seen by me, and maybe millions of other people when I share this in the future. Alright, time to break the bad
Yeah?
news to Tabby
Like
that
now?
someone might have found out I'm the chosen one. With that being said, we can all assume I'm gonna die in 3, 2, 1, here we go. So, I got some bad news, and she's
Where'd she
not even
go?
here. Tabby? Hello? Well, this is strange. If we were at another level of PvP Civilization, I would assume she's out fighting. But no one fights at this level, so where could she have gone? Is she using the video journal?
No.
She's not. Yeah, I knew that was unlikely. All of a sudden, I heard the
I pulled
sound
up
of
partway
breaking
through. I
glass.
didn't even see the
I
stone
blacked
over-
out for a
No,
second,
yeah.
and my vision
Oh.
started to get blurry. By the time I turned around, it was too late. I was already gone. When I regained
You get
consciousness,
kidnapped?
I had no clue where I was. I looked all around and
You
I
just
was
get
in a room
kidnapped?
that I've never seen before. Whatever this was way smaller than any of the houses in PvP Civilization. What is this?
That's
is
a
this
cubicle.
a PvP apartment? I didn't know they had those here. Not really my style.
You
I
guys
prefer
kinda
my
already live in
mansion.
an apartment,
As I
though, to
stood
be
there,
fair.
someone appeared right in front of me with an iron chest plate. Ah, not this
Yeah.
guy again. Look, bro, I already told you I don't know how to speak PvP. I have no clue what you're saying. I really thought this conversation wasn't gonna go anywhere, but then the guy who speaks PvP pulled out a sign. Oh, yeah,
Sign.
that'll
He's
definitely work.
he's writing.
Okay, so why exactly am I here? The
Wake up,
person
babe,
with the sword
blood bag
wrote down
era.
his response on the sign, and it said, "You are the chosen one."
You just say
that's just
no.
great. Now everyone probably knows. Wait a minute.
Hi, Jeff.
You were the one who threw that thing on me. I remember seeing you right before I passed out. Why are you doing this? What do you want from me? And what they wanted from me was exactly what Parrot warned me about. PvP Civilization found out I was the chosen one, and they were gonna use me to live forever. All right, buddy. How exactly are you gonna do that? Because if I die, I'll respawn back at level 1. So why would I bother coming down here just to die for you?
Well, that's the
But
point.
the response I got made it clear that they had a plan after all. The reason Tabby wasn't in her room is because she was captured herself.
How the fuck did she
and
get
they were gonna
kidnapped?
use her
Isn't
as
she like
bait
super
so that I
strong
would
and
keep
cool?
dying over and over. All right, hear me out. This is a one-time offer, so think about it. If you let her go, I'll help you live forever, and I'll even give you the key to my PvP mansion. Haha, let's go. Just like I thought, a PvP mansion will make anyone change their mind.
No.
Wait, no? Bro, what? Have you even seen a PvP mansion before? I mean, the square footage is insane, and the view,
Yeah, but if you're, like,
don't even get me
heavily
started
just-
about
yeah,
the view.
just kill
Wait,
him.
please
Going
just
to kill
consider,
him.
no.
I don't know
you
why
can't
he
be
doesn't.
serious.
Oh, but he doesn't.
Step back, please. Sorry about this, F-Bo. I wish the circumstances could have been different, but
That's
at
the
the end of
second
day,
guard,
we have
right?
to
Not
make
like the
hard
one.
choices.
Not like the one that lets
You're
him in.
on this too? Why? I helped you rank up. Why would you do this?
That was before I knew you were the chosen one and had the power to come back to life. Listen, you're just a kid. I don't expect you to understand.
Kid?
But this is the lives of everyone here we're talking about.
Yeah, dies, so
you
you
might
just kill
not
them
get
all.
it
Yeah,
now,
but he doesn't
once you
have
see
the
number of
the
swords you
resources
stopped
right
from being
now.
broken,
To be
you'll
fair, he has like an
understand.
iron
This
chest
is insane.
plate.
I
The
didn't
sword,
ask for any
the
of this.
PvP
You really
language
think
guy.
farming me every single day over and over for my sword is gonna save lives? What about my life? What about Tabby's life? Do those not matter? As crazy as it all sounded, there was
He's
nothing
being
I could
used as
say
a
that would
blood
change his
bank.
mind. Which means I was gonna have to bring fighting back to level 3 of PvP Civilization. I quickly jumped up and swung my sword at the guard, but he saw it coming and blocked his shield.
Look, buddy, there's no point in fighting back. You're already being used to save lives. If I were you, I'd want to be remembered as a hero.
And with that, the guard closed the
That's
door,
crazy.
leaving me to think
He's
about
being used as a
everything that
permanent
was
blood
just said.
bank now.
So this is my life now. Every player and every guard in PvP Civilization, all working together to make sure I die over and over again. And of course, I can't do a thing about it because they have Tabby, and if I refuse to die, she suffers the consequences. So there's really no
But like,
decision
yeah, but
making
like,
for
what
me,
are they
is
gonna
there?
do to her realistically? Like, if they kill her, then like they lose the one leverage they have over Evbo, so they can't really do anything about it. Yeah, I don't understand why they don't just. I don't understand why they don't just like let just like. I don't know. I don't understand why they have to imprison him too. It also doesn't make sense because like, what are the people using? Especially the people in the iron level, what are they using their PvP points to? Like, what are they dying to? Because they don't have the daily PvP checks like the lower levels. So what are they using their iron swords for? Nothing. Or I guess opening doors, but you could just leave the door open everywhere, no?
Sorry, I didn't mean to end off our conversation sounding like a villain. Anyways, there's someone here to see you.
What? Okay. At that moment, someone new appeared in the doorway.
Uh-oh.
Well, now that he's gone, we can have a real conversation.
They don't really
People with
have one.
shields just can't relate to us, you know?
Standing in front
It's
of me
that
was
guy, the
someone
guy
I
that told him about the
recognized from
bed.
the wooden sword level. This was the guy who gave me the idea to use the armor stand in my room to respawn. If we didn't have that talk, I probably wouldn't be alive now. No way. Look, dude, you were right about the armor stand.
Is that a
thing. I
cake?
can
No.
respawn, but you gotta get me out of here.
Oh, I know you can respawn. I've seen it. It took a while to convince the others, but now we all know.
Hold on. What?
You really expected me to keep your power a secret from everyone?
To be fair, yeah, that's
Especially
fair.
when you can save us all?
You were the one who turned all of PvP Civilization against me? Why would you do that? I thought you could be trusted.
Right, you trusted me so much that I had to keep the door closed when we talked. But anyways, what matters now is that everyone in PvP Civilization has the chance to live on. You should be happy. This is a good thing. People are going to live long lives because of you.
This isn't right. You know this isn't right. We can't be focusing on living here forever. We have to focus on getting out of here. Don't
Yeah,
you
but,
see
like,
that?
what is
This
outside?
doesn't solve anything.
Do we?
This is the
We
way
don't
to
know.
save everyone. I'm sure if your friend knew, she would agree too. I
she
promise,
wouldn't.
after a few times of dying and coming back, you'll forget it's even happening.
This conversation
know if
was
he actually
over.
has, like,
At
the
the end
hurt?
of the day, I was trying
Does
to
he
convince
experience
people
pain?
with days left to live that they don't need to go down this path. But their survival is at stake, so they'll do anything. All right, so what happens now? When am I gonna die?
We'll handle that in a few minutes. Just remember,
If you leave PvP
fighting back will
Civilization
only
and go to
cause
an-
less
then you
lives
just
to
go
be
to
saved.
another-
And
Yeah,
if
but
you
we don't know
forgot,
where.
Your friend's life over there is one of them. I trust you'll come to your senses.
Imagine he
All right,
leaves
just hang tight
PvP
there. We'll have
Civilization
someone
and
with the
just
sword come over
parkour
and finish
Civilization
this off
outside.
quickly.
This is a
It'll be over
prequel
before
all
you know
along.
it.
The door to my cell
This was a
closed,
prequel
and
to
I was
Parkour
free to wait here
Civilization.
until it was my time to die. The sad part about all of this is that Parrot was right. Once everyone gets comfortable with getting new swords every single day, why would anyone
But what are
wanna
they
leave?
using it
Which
for?
means
I
there's a
don't
good
understand
chance
what they're
I'll be
using
stuck
it
here
for
forever.
that requires them
You
to
know,
have
the
to
least
go
they
through
could do
all
is
this.
give me a video journal machine to pass the time. This is getting boring.
Hey, F-Bo,
Hello?
are you in there?
Why does that voice sound so familiar? It sounds like my guard friend.
Because
Oh,
it
is
is.
it the-
I'm here to break you out.
No way, he can hear
No
my inner monologue.
way!
Or it's because you're speaking out loud.
Oh, all right. I guess that does make a lot more sense. Wait, am I actually getting
I
out
do
of
think
here?
that's really
All right,
charming.
Let's move it. It's only a matter of
I do
time
think it's
before
really
someone
charming.
notices you're gone. Now come on, follow me.
Let's go. The audience finally gets to see what's behind the PvP guard doors. Okay, that was a lot to take in, but I'm glad we're out now. Wait, hold on. We have to go back in there.
That was
No one-
quick.
No one even saw anything.
No can do. I just broke you out. There's no way I'm gonna bring you back in there.
This is ridiculous. You think people are going to be satisfied with a cutscene that completely skips over all of the interior? Come on, we gotta see.
Look, there's no time for that now. The guards will already be looking for you, so that time has passed.
No, that's so lazy. That's so lazy. All right, well, you promised we would see the inside. You didn't say how much, I guess. Well, it's time to get back to business. Man, I can't believe you saved me. How did you even find me?
I heard word from the other guards about the chosen one being found, so I knew you must have been caught.
Well, all right.
Aw.
Looks like you're a guard
That's
at
so
level 3
sweet
now.
of him,
but I seriously
though.
need to figure out what to do. The guards and iron swords are gonna be looking for me, and if they catch me with you, then they'll know you're working with me. Also, if I'm gone for too long, something might happen to Tabby. So basically, I need a way to get to the golden sword level, but just not for long. But I still don't know how to get there. Is there anything the iron sword people say about level 4?
Let me think. The only thing the Iron Sword people ramble on about is that thing where you must pay respects to the chosen one until their sword breaks. If you ask me, I can firmly say you aren't worth dying for.
All right,
Till the
thanks for
sword
the added
breaks?
input. Yeah, I already know people pay respects until... Wait, hold on. What was that part you said at the end? Breaking their swords? What does that mean?
I don't
Breaking
know.
their sword. Do
Some
they have to
philosophy
break
they
their
have
gold
about the
sword
chosen
before
one.
going
They think
in?
they'll be saved by breaking their swords at the statue.
They'll be saved if they break their swords at the armor stand, but no one has because then they'll die. Okay, that might have been very helpful. Stay safe. I'll see you around, I guess. I made my way over to the statue of the chosen one. Oh,
Do they just have to waste their hit points at the thing on
How awesome is it
top?
that I get an entire statue to myself? Let's
Okay,
go.
man.
Sorry,
You don't
I
even
get
look like the
sidetracked easily.
statue.
Anyways,
You don't- it
I
doesn't
never
even look
thought
like
twice
you.
about the armor stand people swing at to pay their respects. I thought it was pointless. But if we go back to episode 2, armor stands are always used to buy things.
Episode 2 is
and
crazy.
Maybe this armor stand is used to buy something big. And I mean 250 attacks big. Only someone who can come back to life can risk breaking their sword on this armor stand. Which means whatever this is was meant to be bought by the chosen one. After what seemed like hours,
Okay.
I finally broke my sword on the armor stand. I didn't see anything happen, but when I turned around, something appeared in the
Whoa.
open space of the statue. The ground transformed, showing a square with only one block missing. I only had
Oh,
a
is
few
that the-
seconds
is it
to
like an
figure out what this
invisible
was,
jump
because
thing?
Soon after, the effects of my sword breaking kicked in, and I was back at level 1.
Is
Not
it like
knowing why I
Dropper?
just paid 250
Is it like Dropper?
attacks
He has to
look at
hit, like, a
square.
specific
I
spot
was
in the-
right.
in the- in
armor
the
stand
thing?
was used to buy something. I just didn't know
Has
what.
anyone played
I made my
Dropper?
way back to the statue, but when
Did
I
anyone
got
play
there,
Dropper
the
as a
square
kid?
that appeared in the ground was gone. If I was gonna have another look at it, I was gonna have to pay 250 attacks again and die. But I didn't have time for that. Luckily, when I was standing on top of the statue, I think I realized what it
Yeah,
might
I
mean.
did. It was
the square
fun.
that appeared in the ground was
I
something
kinda wanna
that
play,
I
like,
had
one of
seen
those old
before, and it
Minecraft
was something
adventure
that was
maps.
gonna help me rank up to
Would you guys
level
indulge
4.
me if I
went
wanted to
through
play
the
one of
red
those
gate
old
and got
Minecraft
my
adventure
golden
maps
sword.
again?
The reason I recognized what the square was is because I would stare at it every single time I would fall to my death. The pattern that appeared on top of the statue was the same exact pattern as the
was, like,
stone
there?
below, except for the fact that the pattern on top of the statue was missing one block.
So
And
I'm
I
guessing
think
that's
that
the
was the
block that he
I
needs to
needed
jump
land
onto.
on. I don't know how this is gonna work, but I think what I paid for is the way down to level 4. This could be the key to surviving the drop. Or I just paid for absolutely nothing. I guess let's find out.
That's pretty
I
smart,
jumped
though.
and aimed for the missing block. When I landed,
Ah!
I expected to wake back up in my bed at level 1, but I didn't.
He made
Instead
it
of hitting
through!
the ground and dying, I sunk right into the block I aimed
What?
for without taking
What
any
kind of block
damage.
is that?
This one chiseled stone brick block was the key to ranking up to level 4. And I'm the first one to figure
kind
it
of block
out.
is that?
This changes everything we know about PvP civilization. Maybe we're not trapped in here after all. It's just gonna take a lot of convincing to prove there is a way to rank up.
disguised
And if I can't
water?
do that, which
Oh,
is likely,
really?
I can hopefully at least get the people I care about to follow me. Now, the question is, what is level 4 of PvP civilization like? If no one has ever ranked
Stupid
up
to
to
get
this
to
level,
get to gold of
are
all
there
things.
even people
I'm
here?
assuming-
All
I'm
right,
assuming
well, I
gold
guess
is
it's
like a
time to
test
be
level.
A pioneer of
Well, we'll
PvP
see.
civilization. I made my way down to the ladder at the end of the hallway, and for once, I didn't see grass at the bottom.
Oh,
the floor
item
was
frame with a
all
map
sand.
on it.
What also caught my attention was the fact that the place where guards usually go wasn't there at this level. It was time to see what I was up against. I stepped out into level 4 of PvP
There's,
civilization.
like, no one
All
here.
around me, the bright golden blocks lit up the walls, indicating that I was at the golden sword level. To think there was a
No
time
shit.
when I actually thought PvP civilization
shit.
was just one layer. And now I am one layer away from being at the very bottom, level 5. And I don't care how long it takes, I'm gonna make it there. I started walking around and I saw just an armor stand in the middle of the room. And when I
Okay.
mean just an armor stand, I mean literally
Gold is
just
still
that.
mid-rank.
Because
Wouldn't it be
where
better
there
to
were
gatekeep
usually
the netherite
houses,
level since
there
it'll be-
was nothing
Well, I'm
here.
assuming
As
the
of
bottom
now,
rank is
there
like the
was no
diamond
sign
level
that
where
people
everyone
lived
is-
here,
where
or
everyone
even
is what's
could
it
live here
called?
at all. Another thing that caught my eye was the fact that there was no way to go to other sections of level 4. All the walls were just completely blocked off with no armor stands. Speaking of no armor stands, I looked over at the red gate, the one wall in PvP civilization people need to go through in order to rank up. And there were no armor stands here, which begs the question,
When was this
how
made,
am
though?
I supposed
Maybe
to rank up to
Netherite
level
hadn't
5?
been released
Well,
by
as
now?
of now, it
When
doesn't
did
seem
Netherite
like there's
release?
anything I can do.
It released
except
relatively
for
recently,
hit
didn't
this
it?
armor stand in the middle of the room. All right, I have no clue what this does or how many times I
We'll
need
just
to hit
give it a smack.
but let's try it out. I swung at the armor stand and looked down at my sword just to see how
Oof,
long my life
32.
was. And that's when I remembered what Parrot told me.
Ranking up to a gold sword would be throwing your life away. Your life is diminished to all of 30 hits, and one misplaced PvP attack is all it takes to end it.
Parrot might not have known that people were dying before they were getting to level 4, but he was right about the golden swords. Having a golden sword reduces your lifespan to 32
Wait, then if there are no
hits,
guards in
which
this
means-
area, how do they know then? I don't understand. How do they know how there's... I don't understand. How do they know that... No, 2020. Oh, Netherite was out when this video dropped. They have arm on the armor stands. I'm just wondering, like, why... How would they know about, like, how much health points they would have? How much health points they would have in the gold level if no one has even got to the gold level?
I definitely used one very important tack on nothing. But that's when
Oh,
I
hey!
stepped away from
There's
the
a
armor
dude!
stand and a player was standing across from me. Someone with a golden sword. Hello? I didn't know anyone else was here. I guess there's two of us. Do you
Hello?
know anything about this level? How do we get out of here?
The journey ahead won't be easy. Are you ready?
Am I ready for the journey ahead? Wait, what does that mean?
Oh, okay.
Hold on. Who exactly
I don't
are
know
you?
when this video's
I'm
dropped,
the
but
one
I
that
just said
decides
the
if
statue
you
looks
have
like
a
Netherite.
future.
So- oh, yeah,
in
that's
PvP
true.
Civilization.
That doesn't sound good. Well, time to fight. Whoever this was asked me if I was ready, and I thought I was, until I realized I knew nothing about PvP.
Oh shit, he's getting his ass kicked!
When my life began in PvP civilization,
He's
not
getting his
dying
shit
was the
rocked, oh
only
my
thing I
God.
cared about. All right, fine. If you want me to get specific, I started caring about that after I used all of my sword swings in the first few days. But you get the point. Once I realized how short life is here, I only cared about trying to stay alive. But now, dying seems to be the only thing I live for. Every day so far has just been kind of the same two patterns over and over.
Oh, is
The
he
first
just
pattern,
blood
a
banking?
guard waits for me down at the iron sword level, brings me to my prison cell, or whatever this is, and I get to be the so-called hero of PvP civilization. An iron sword will come by and essentially harvest me for my iron sword, because I am immortal, in a sense. I die over and over again to help people live longer, because that's all I'm good for in this world. Now, I did say that my days usually go one of two ways. On the other days, I'll drop down and get picked up by a guard, except not one of the bad ones, but my friend, who is still on the inside.
Well, any
Hell
progress?
yeah!
No.
Seriously? I know you're terrible at PvP, but like, even the worst players should be able to land an attack.
Bro, you don't understand. This guy's like not even human. He's some machine that's like programmed to land these crazy PvP combos.
Just figure out how to win already. The more and more people start noticing that
Is
you're
this his
gone
training
longer
training
only when
arc?
I'm the one picking you up, they'll for sure know I'm working
Hi,
with you.
Bapper.
I know. I promise I'm doing everything I can. I just
Is
need
this his
more
training
time.
arc?
Keep in mind, Your incompetence is putting Tabby's life at risk too. So hurry up and find a solution. Let's move.
And this is where the other daily routine starts. If my guard friend gives me the signal that the coast is clear, I run over to the red gate and rank up to become a golden sword. See, I found the way to survive the fall to level 4, but I haven't found the way to survive at
Trading
level
arc.
4. At this point, I am starting to believe it is quite literally impossible to get to level 5.
Well, yeah, he's
Every
getting his
time I get
ass
here,
beat.
I
He's
jump
getting
into
his
the
shit
water
rocked
and
right
fall
now.
down onto the block that allows me to not take fall damage. I will admit there are times when I do miss that block and die from fall damage still, but we don't need to talk about those. I'm dying plenty of times already. But anyways, the day continues and I walk out into the golden sword level. I pay 1 attack with my sword to the armor stand and I summon the player with the gold sword.
Oh, you have to
be
pay
honest,
to summon
I don't
him?
even know if this player is
The
real or not.
Minecraft-
I
yeah,
don't know
the-
what I'm
the
fighting.
Minecraft
All I know is I
adaptation
have
is
to
solo
win
leveling.
to actually get somewhere and I can never land a single hit.
Jesus
Not one.
fuck.
I haven't landed
He's
a single
weaving.
one. So,
You see
yeah,
where you see that? He
I
was
can never
dodging.
land a
Look at
single
him, left,
hit.
right.
Not one.
He's like-
I haven't landed a single one. So
Dude, I have
yeah,
not
that
seen someone be
about
so
sums up my
clean when it
entire
comes to
life
that
as of now. I
when-
get
in
one
so
chance
long.
every now and then to try to progress at the golden sword level. I obviously fail. I get picked up by the bad guards. I can't even see my own PvP mansion that I paid 100 attacks for.
Okay, actually,
And yes,
that's double.
I
Yeah, I
asked
know,
if I could
right?
use my
Kinda.
pole for
That
a
was
few
pretty
minutes,
hot.
and I was declined. These people
I
aren't
could-
even
I
trying
could
to hide
see
the
that
fact
being
they
very
wanna
hot.
make my life miserable, as if my life wasn't bad enough already,
That's this
being
guy.
seen as a tool and not a person with actual feelings. Somehow my guard friend is the only one who actually treats me all right.
I'm starting to think I should just turn myself in. You're a lost cause.
I never said he treated me well, I just meant comparatively better than everyone else here. But he's not
He still helps
entirely
you.
wrong. I mean,
He
this is
still
just
helps
embarrassing
you.
at this point. I'm supposed to be the chosen one of PvP civilization. I'm supposed to
Dude,
be
this
the
is
one
just
to
a
lead
loop.
people out of
This
here.
really
And I
reminds me of
haven't done a
SSS
thing with that
class.
title.
Because
Remember when I
SSS
said
class is
people
also
wanna
just
make
like the
my life
main character
miserable?
dying
Yeah, well,
over and
this is
over
one of
again
those
until he
times.
figures out
These
a way
people
out.
know
You know
I
what I
can't
mean?
even fight back, and they just like to make my suffering longer. The only peace of mind I get is that by going through this cycle every single day, I at least know that my friend Tabby gets to survive. That's the sole reason I'm stuck in this loop in the first place. The thing is I'm letting her down by not progressing at the golden sword
Look,
level.
it takes
No
time.
iron sword
She's
would dare
alive.
come down to the golden sword level.
They're at least
which means
feeding
if I get to
her.
the bottom, I can bring Tabby with me and we'll
SSS,
be
yeah.
great. So I need to beat
Dude,
this player.
Gongja,
Here we go.
smash.
Time to get put into a
Insane
combo that will
smash.
have
Oh
me
my
actually
God.
floating. The player charged at me, but for the first time in my life, I think I accidentally swung my sword at the right time. Okay,
Wait,
I
is there a
landed
timing
hit.
to how to
Well,
swing your
I'll accept
sword?
my progress and I'll die now. But that's when the unexpected happened. Instead of finishing the fight, the player said nothing and just disappeared into thin air. Okay,
He only had
that's
to land
something new,
one
but
hit
that
this
wasn't
entire
the only thing that
time?
happened. One of the doors
didn't
to
have to
the
beat
next
him?
room had just opened. For the first time in a
It can't be that hard. It could not have been that hard. There's no way that was that hard. There was no way that was that difficult. I'm sure that I could have at least landed one hit. I will say that you're right, Dirty Girl. That double hit was kind of, you know what I mean? But like, there is no way that throughout the entirety of this loop he only landed like there's no way he couldn't have just landed one hit.
very long time, I was now
I don't know
going into
PvP well
unexplored
enough, but I
territory at
believe
the golden
in my
sword
own
level.
abilities,
I walked into
somewhat.
the second room to see not just one armor stand, but a lot of armor stands. They were all
Hello?
organized on this square platform with a red pathway weaving through them. Well, this is sure very different than the room before, but it's gotta be the same premise as before. I just gotta hit the armor stand and do whatever challenge it takes to get, and I'm dead. Okay, I've never
What?
died by an armor stand. Without my sword breaking, you know what I meant. That is a sad way to reset all of my progress. Except, to my surprise,
Oh, they
my achievement
checkpoint
for hitting
you.
that player one
love
time
Black Wing.
wasn't
Yeah,
forgotten.
I do
the
too.
door was still open, and it seemed like I had unlocked this challenge for good. I
Okay.
just gotta get through it now. I tried hitting the armor stand at the beginning of the red path, and it worked.
Oh,
I
is it like
survived for a
hitting-
few seconds
it's like-
longer
is it
than
like
last time.
hitting and
We are
dodging and
back with a
weaving?
video journal update. They thought they could silence me, but joke's on them. I have a video journal machine at every single level of PvP Civilization. So anyways, here is what I
That's
think
true.
I figured out. The challenge I'm on operates on some sort of time-based system. I have to
You
hit
just have
the
to
armor
hit them.
stands in order, and I have to get to them fast enough, or else you get the point. I think
Oh.
I'm on my 52nd attempt or something.
it like about
I don't know. I think I lost
rhythm?
count a while ago.
It's about,
but
like, the
anyways,
rhythm
I
of
think
it?
this one will actually be the one where I make it. So signing off.
Is it like about the
Well, you
rhythm
heard
of
the
it?
journal. There's been a
Like
lot
hit,
of deaths,
hit,
but I think I
hit,
was ready
hit.
to beat this challenge. All right, let's do this. I sprinted through the course, hitting every armor stand as fast as possible. Every single attempt so far, I failed to get to the last armor stand, but now I finally made it.
There we
I was half
go.
expecting to die spontaneously, but instead, the door to the next area opened. Oh, thank you. That is a relief. I will say, for the first time in my life, I actually feel like I've gotten better at something PvP related. I made my way into the third room of the Golden Sword level. By the looks of it, everything looked the same as
Is
the
it
first
another
room,
PvP
with the exact
challenge?
same pedestal and armor stand. I can already tell where this is going. Time to summon the guy again and die many, many more times. I swung at the armor stand expecting to summon the same player as before, but to my surprise, that player didn't show up, and it was someone new. Oh, thank you. This is good. Wait, what if this player's even better? Before you destroy me, can I just ask some questions?
Of course you can,
Oh!
but I'm not here to fight you.
You're not?
No, but I am here to see if you have what it takes to become a diamond sword. Wielding a diamond sword comes with a lot
that's
of
why.
challenges that you'll need to be ready to handle.
A diamond sword? Okay, how do I know if I'm ready or not?
You need to start paying attention to what you've been learning. The last trial focused on your sword timing.
Sword?
Oh, I
timing?
was right. It is
Swing
the
your sword
rhythm.
Too early, you'll deal no damage. Swing it too late, and you'll get hit.
It's the rhythm
a
of-
diamond sword
it's the
knows
rhythm of
perfect
it.
rhythm to stay in between. Now, show me.
I ran up to the player and swung my sword 3 times. What do you think? Pretty good, right?
Truthfully, your timing is a bit too slow, but Frey's right. You've gotten better, and you have potential.
Foray? Who is Foray?
That would be the one you died to. Many, many times.
Okay, I do know Foray. Please just tell me.
Wait, do they have like a meeting room where they all meet up and then the like whenever he hits the armor stand, the guy's like, "All right, gotta go beat this kid's shit in," and then she's just sitting there like, "Damn, he's not really improving, is he?" And he's just like, "Nope."
I don't have to fight him again. The woman who was named Julie led me over to the
Her name's
next
Julie?
red wall.
Your next trial will focus on enhancing your movement. You'll need to be fast and accurate if you want to succeed.
I don't get it. Are you guys even real? You don't drop swords when you die.
If all goes right, you'll see us soon. Good luck.
Julie disappeared into thin air, and a few seconds later, the door to the next area opened up.
Nice
All
of
I'm
her to at
hoping
least
for
explain
now is
things
that if
on,
there
like,
are
the
any
first
more people
guy.
at this level, I hope they are more like Julie and less like Foray. I walked into the
Foray.
4th room of the Golden Sword level.
You're so-
Just like
I
Julie
am.
told me, this trial would focus on my movement skills. All of these challenges were preparing me
What
for
the-
what life was like at the final level of PvP Civilization.
the-
If I was gonna get a diamond sword, I was gonna have to earn it. Luckily, movement
You
is
jump?
kind of my strong suit. All right, I mean, maybe my movement could be better.
Ah!
Update, my movement is not good at all, I'm not gonna lie. So far, it's been multiple attempts, to say the least. I'm not gonna say the specific
How do
number,
you-
but all I can say is it's pretty high. This trial's kind of like the
There's
last
no
one
way I
where
can make
have
this
to
one
hit all
work.
of the armor stands in order under a certain amount of time. Except this trial has like tunnels, parkour, and well, a lot of stuff that I'm just not
that's
good
rough.
at. But I guess that's
Oh,
to be
that's
expected.
rough.
I'm not really good at
Oh, that's
anything
rough.
except for shopping. That I am an expert in, but all jokes aside, I've gotten a lot better. And I think today's the day I finally complete the course. Here we go. I said it myself. If I want to become a diamond sword, I'm gonna have to earn it. If you were to go back and tell myself as a wooden sword that not long in the future, I would be hitting armor stands mid-air during parkour jumps, I probably
Jump,
wouldn't
jump,
have believed
jump,
it. I mean,
hit.
think about it. I was a guy who wasted half of my lifespan basically in the first day I was here. I am arguably still that same guy. But
Well
now, I'm a little
done.
better at PvP. After that last PvP attempt,
Well
I dropped down
done.
into
That
the
was
water and I
good.
officially finished
I wonder
the
how many
course.
takes
I made
that
it through the
took.
movement trial, and the door to the next area opened. After seeing only a pedestal and an armor stand in the middle of the room, I couldn't help but notice the obvious pattern. Just
I wonder
please,
how many
please
takes
let
that
this be
took.
someone I can talk to and not have to fight. I swung at the armor stand and summoned a player that was
that
not
Wembu?
Foray, and it was not Julie. I guess I'll take a new player. A 50-50
Is that
chance
Wembu?
they either fight
Am I
or they
crazy?
talk.
Evo, pleasure to finally meet you. I've only gotten to watch you die a lot of times, but you're getting better. You're understanding sword
that
swing
him?
timing, your movement is looking faster. Only a matter of time before you'll be fighting like a real sword.
Okay, looks like we're talking. That's a good start.
My toxic trait
sorry
is
to
thinking I
ask
could
the
easily
obvious,
do that. I
guess.
am realistic
How have
enough
you
to
been
know I
watching
can't.
me die? I've never seen you before in my
Also,
life.
where
It
are they
seems like
watching you
know me
guys
already.
from?
Short answer, video journal machines. Long answer, I'll just explain it to you later.
At this point, I think the entire world has seen my video journal logs.
But don't worry about that, just keep going. The next trial focuses on your reflexes. Us diamond swords are quick to react in fights.
What do you mean, us diamond swords? Are you a diamond sword?
That's right, all 4 of us. Hopefully 5 if you succeed. Good luck.
The player known as Wembu disappeared in front
Okay,
of
he
my
is
eyes.
Wembu.
So
all right.
everyone I've been
All
talking
right.
to so far
I know
are all
people.
the
That's
diamond swords
Wembu.
of PvP
I've
civilization.
seen him in Sword
and
for
apparently
Thousands
they've all
videos.
seen my video journal logs. I'm not sure how to feel about that. Hey, but Wembu did say I was getting better. That's probably the first time in my life that I've heard words that were actually encouraging. All right, now I'm motivated. I walked into the next room and something appeared in my inventory. Whatever this trial was,
Water bucket
required
clutch?
a water bucket.
Water bucket
I
clutch
can already
time?
tell this one's not going to go too well. Like Wembu said, this trial was to test
Look,
my
I'm
reaction
realistic
time.
enough to believe
had
that I
hit
can't do that my
both
first
armor
try.
stands midair and break
You were
my
getting
fall with
ass
the water
beat, I
bucket.
guess, since he was
Yeah,
playing
you've
Diamond
probably
Sword.
picked up on the
He's
fact
training
that I'm
to
talking
become
about
one.
this trial in past tense, which means I'm talking to my video journal, which also means I died the first time I tried.
what?
But it's kind of
Hit,
weird. Like,
hit,
yeah,
water
obviously I
bucket
don't wanna
clutch?
die,
Is that
but
the
when I
point?
do, I get to come back here and update my video journal. Really weird situation. I mean, yeah, it's good for the content, but I'm also wasting time. I could be saving Tabby's life, my life, and everyone else's life. All right,
Hit,
less video
water bucket
journal
clutch?
updates, more world saving. All right, so yeah, to my surprise, the water bucket trial was easier than I thought. Maybe it's because I'm actually getting better, or maybe it's because I have history with landing attacks while falling.
I couldn't
Probably a
do
bit
that
of
one
both,
easy.
but
I could
either
not
way,
either.
I successfully passed the 3rd trial at the Golden Sword level. The red door opened, and I could only assume that I was about to talk to the 4th and final Diamond Sword of PvP Civilization. I walked into the room, and the water bucket disappeared from my inventory. All right, so far,
Okay.
2 of the Diamond Swords were pretty chill and just talked to me. One of them,
All right,
not
this is the
so
last
chill.
one, right?
Hopefully, this one is on the cool side. I mean, it does seem like the Diamond Swords of PvP Civilization have my best interest in mind. They
Well,
want
they're trying
me
to
get
train
better.
you to become
What I
a-
don't understand is
from
why.
ass that will
You've
bucket
come
clutch
a
it.
long
I
way
can't
since
bucket
your
clutch
wooden
either.
sword days. One more trial to get through, and you'll be a diamond sword like us.
The last Diamond Sword said his name was Minute-Tech. Luckily, it
Minute-Tech?
seemed like he was on the chill side, so I think I was done with the fighting. All right, I feel like I need to ask some questions because they're really weighing on me now. You guys say you're Diamond Swords, but you have Gold Swords. You just spawn out of nowhere, and why are there only 4 of you?
All will be explained in due time. Right now, the only thing you need to worry about
Finish
is
the quest
improvements.
first, dumbass!
Oh, I better be getting a PvP mansion at the bottom level to make this worth
Finish
it.
the quest
Just then,
first!
Minute-Tech pulled out an item and held it in his hand. It was a flint and steel, something I've actually owned for a short amount of time.
Being able to use secondary items effectively in battle can be the difference between life or death. Once
Should
you
also learn to
understand
use
this,
cobwebs.
calculating the optimal course of action during a fight will eventually become second nature to you.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie, that actually sounds really cool. Look, I appreciate the
training arc is
guidance,
awesome.
but I don't even know who you people are. As far as I know, pretty much everyone in PvP Civilization just wants to use me for my ability. So how do I know you're not on the bad side? How do I know I can trust you?
You can't.
haven't killed you yet.
And you shouldn't. The only person you should trust right now is yourself. Do what you think is right.
And with that statement, Minute-Tech disappeared. I'm supposed to trust myself and do what I think is right. The problem with that is I usually make the wrong decision.
Well, he
but
doesn't know
to be
what's right,
honest,
yeah.
what choice do I really have? All of PvP's civilization is pretty much against me anyways, so if the Diamond Swords are bad, I guess nothing really changes. I walked into the 4th and final trial, and I got a flint and steel as an item. This is the
Okay.
last trial I need to complete
Oh,
to
he has
become a
to light
Diamond
everything
Sword.
on fire?
After this,
Is it
I'll
like a
be able
hit
to see
light?
what it's like at the last level of PvP
Hit light,
civilization.
or is
I'm
it
pretty
light?
excited, to be honest. I'm a little
Or
scared
is it
at what
just
I might get
light?
roped into when I get down there, but I'm confident I'll get a lot of answers to all of my questions, which is all I'm really after at this point. Okay, I know now that I'm back on my video journal machine, you're probably wondering how many times I died in this trial. But wait, get ready for this. I actually didn't die. I completed the challenge first try. That's some real improvement,
Let's
if you ask me.
go!
So yeah, once the trial was over, I went through the door that opened, and I was back in the room I originally started in. Only this time, the doors to the red gate were open. I
Let's
passed
go!
every single challenge I needed to do to rank up to become a Diamond Sword.
Well
There was nothing
done.
stopping me from going to level 5. So yeah, I know what you're thinking. Why am I talking to my video journal machine at level 1, and why am I not at level 5? That would be because there is something stopping me from going to the bottom.
He has
and
to
that
go get
reason
Tabby,
is
no?
because of my friend Tabby. Her
Yeah.
being captured is the only reason why the Iron Swords have leverage over me in the first place. Now that I opened all the doors at the Golden Sword level, I can break Tabby out and bring her with me. I'm hoping the doors stay open though, or else my plan, well, yeah, I mean, that would just be really bad. But anyways, if I can get this done, then I can break free of the endless cycle that I was in. I won't have to die over and over again.
All
and
I'm saying
can
is I could
actually
easily
focus
be a
on getting
Diamond
out of
Sword.
here.
Diamond
So
Sword,
yeah,
this
that's
is
the
all you
plan.
need to do.
Hopefully it works. And
Yeah,
hopefully
but
there's
only
video
if you
journal
have the
machines at
revive
level 5.
ability.
Signing off.
Like,
If
you-
I'm gonna
you
pull this
couldn't
off,
get the
I'm
hit,
probably
hit
gonna
water
have to
bucket
get myself
clutch.
into some PvP battles. And that means I have a legitimate reason to go shopping. Let's go. I got myself an Evbo branded iron chestplate and I bought a flint and steel because now I actually know how to use one.
Oh, you know
That's
how
all I
to do
can
the
afford
you
for
know how
now,
to do
though.
the
Who knows how
movement
many
tech.
swings I'll need when I get down there. All right, here we go. I'm supposed to
All
be
right,
the
let's
chosen
go.
one of PvP civilization. I guess I might as well
I hope
start
he doesn't
acting
die
like
again.
it. First things first, I gotta find out where Tabby is. Let's go, bro. Wake up and get some energy. We're breaking Tabby out, and we only get one chance at this.
Whoa, look at you. You're all geared up now. If you're wearing a chest plate, let me guess. Today's the day, right?
Let's
Yep,
go!
today's the day. I got past all of the obstacles
Overconfidence
at
is
the
slow
Golden
and
Sword
insidious
level.
killer,
So if
or
Tabby
fast,
comes with
considering
me,
I would die
she should be
immediately.
safe,
That's what I'm
and both
thinking,
of us
too.
will become diamond swords. But we have to move
Splat.
fast. I've been gone for a while already, and if people catch on, we lose our only chance. All right, tell me where I'm going. Bro, are you serious? I said we need to move fast. Why are you just walking?
I mean, can you blame me? You say today's the day, like, every day.
No, today's like actually the day. Let's go. Bro, why do I still pay this guy? I followed my friend through the
You don't
guard
even
doors
pay
of
him.
PvP civilization, and we made
He's
our
just
way
helping
towards
you.
the cell where Tabby was being held. Just a few blocks away from my own cell, we stopped at a door. Okay, is this the one?
Yep, if she's alive, she should be in here.
Well, let's just hope your knowledge checks out. All right, open it up. Let's get her out of here. If Tabby wasn't in here, well, goodbye to the plan. But fortunately, when the doors opened, Tabby was still
Is she
here.
just
Let's
sitting
go,
there
you're
with her
still
head
alive.
down?
All right, for real though, we gotta get out of here.
Should I be concerned that you're the one who made this plan?
Probably, to be honest. What choice do you have? Come on, let's go.
That's true. You don't
I'm
have another
seriously
choice
gonna
here.
regret this.
We just gotta make it to the red gate.
Oh, don't
if we
be
make
mean.
it,
Bo, we, might be in some trouble.
I slowly turned around, and at the end of the hallway, there was one of the iron swords.
Oof.
Yeah, so if you ask me, we should probably
Run, 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 run,
yeah,
run,
yeah, I
run,
think
run.
that's a good idea.
Run.
My guard friend bought us some
Astra
time by
glass. Hi,
closing
guard.
the guard doors, but
Hi,
that
Sarah.
won't hold forever. Let's go. We gotta get to the golden sword level.
That's
Run.
your plan? Remind me again how many times you died trying to survive there?
Run.
A lot, I know. There was also a lot more when you were gone.
Speaking of the plan, what am I gonna do? That guy in there, Prince Zam, he definitely saw my face. My cover's gone.
Nice subtle name drop. Yeah, you gotta get out of here. Look, just find somewhere to hide. Take my mansion if you want. The door should be open. If all goes well, I'll find a way to escape, and I'll come back and get you.
Yes,
Your
hi,
mansion?
boy.
Oh yes, please. Good luck, guys.
Okay, confirmed. He definitely just wants my pool. All right,
Why
let's
can't
go.
he come
Tabby
with
and I
him?
ran over to the red gate to rank up to become
Are we watching?
golden
Yes,
swords.
we are.
I'm risking my life by going in here. So if you're wrong about there being a way down,
You just have to trust me. I found a way down, and I know that we can survive. I wouldn't be breaking you out if I wasn't confident.
fine. I guess I'm trusting you then. I'll
Why
see you
can't
on the other side.
Why can't
Tabby turned around and the door closed behind her.
Why
All right,
can't the-
time to pay
the
my
guard
attack
go with
and go on
him?
through myself. But just when I was about to go
Oh!
through, I was
Oh,
ambushed.
shit!
Clearly, the iron swords weren't gonna let me off easy. The fight that I had prepared for
Oh,
was
shit!
here, and there was no running. Once I healed
And
up,
he got
I
a-
turned
and he-
around
and he got
engaged in
geared up with a
battle. I was
chest plate.
holding my ground until Prince Zam landed a 3-hit combo, and I was on the run. His sword skills were better
We
than
need to
mine.
escape,
I wasn't
proceeds
gonna
have
beat him
sword.
with the sword alone. Okay, it's time to see if I can use this thing. Just like my training, I used my
Let's
offhand to
go!
light a fire on the ground.
Well
The counterattack
done!
completely caught Prince Zam off guard, and he backed off.
He's
After
panicking.
that, I think I had the upper hand in this battle.
Well, this is a shock. Looks like those bottom feeders actually taught you how to fight.
Bottom feeders? Wait,
Bottom
how do you
feeders?
know who
He
they
knows
are?
of them?
But before I could think about it, Prince Zam charged again. I placed another fire with my flint and steel and went back in with my sword. Both of us
He
were
knows of
equally
them?
trading hits.
Wait,
and I
he
was
knows
starting
of
to get
them.
low. Just when I thought it was over for me, I landed one final hit, and I was left standing with 1.5 hearts. One more hit, and that fight would have been over for me. Well, temporarily, I guess.
temporarily,
But
yeah.
if I had to go back to level 1, the iron swords would definitely not let me get to level 4. I just gotta be thankful that that fight went the way it did, and get out of here before somebody else finds
All
me.
right.
Evbo, what's going on?
Just then, I thought my life was over.
Oh my
but
God, that
luckily,
scared
it was
me.
just Parrot.
It
Hey,
was
what's up, man?
Parrot.
Look, so I just broke Tabby out, and I kind of need to get through these doors before I die. But if you want to come with us, I found a way down, so you don't have to stay here forever.
I can't. I can't respawn like you. It's way too risky for me to
Okay.
go.
Look, I get it. That's your choice. But if you change your mind, just remember this. The chiseled stone brick block on the right. That's the block you want to aim for if you want to survive
just
the
fucking
fall.
leave
All
the
right,
iron-
I gotta
Yeah,
head out
can
of
you
here
just
quick.
leave?
I hope I see you again, man. Thanks for being one of the good guys, I guess. It's nice to know that even though practically the whole world turned on me, there are still a couple people out there that are looking out
Your
for me.
guard
And
friend
those
is
people,
really the GOAT.
Tabby,
I just want to
Parrot,
say that. Your guard
probably
friend
not
was
so much.
really the
I feel
MVP
confident
there.
enough to call my friends.
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually. And when you do, I don't expect you to
Is he
trust
making
me
a video
ever
journal?
again. But you need to hear this. I'm not who I say I am. No one here is really. I just want to tell you my story.
Okay, let's get this back on track, shall we? Good news is that no one's gonna follow us here, so we should be done with the fights.
Are you good? What took you so long?
Oh yeah, I'm good. I
Dude,
kind of got
He's a diamond.
ambushed
What?
by
But
Prince Zam.
why?
But let me
Why
tell
would he
you,
go back?
he was
How
not
could he be
ready
an
for how
iron
good I've
sword if
gotten.
he's a
Safe to
diamond
say,
sword?
he's not coming back. But oh man, I wish you could have seen how good I was fighting. You would be so proud. But anyways, I do need food though.
I'm
Tabby
really
threw
glad
over
they
some
dropped
golden
the
carrots,
girlfriend
and we
thing.
got ready to jump
I'm really
down
glad
to
they
level
dropped
4.
the girlfriend
Again,
thing.
it's the chiseled stone brick on the right side of the floor. If you land on that block, you're not going to take any fall damage. I promise you. But if you miss it, well, you're going to end up like Prince Sam.
IDK got low.
Too soon? All right. Yeah, it's
But
too
there's
soon.
like 5
He's
of
probably gonna haunt
them.
me in
Well,
my
4.
dreams for
Sorry,
that one,
he's gonna
but
be the
whatever,
5th.
Let's go.
All right, time to wrap this up for good.
He's using
Now,
the
I just gotta
respawn.
wait. If only F-Bone knew that he was on his last respawn.
Oh, this is so scary to watch. Oh, okay, that was close.
So this is
He's
the
using
only
his
block you don't
bed?
take damage on?
Yep, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know how it works, but I'm just glad it does. Tabby and I walked into the golden sword level.
do you mean? Yeah, what do you mean
and fortunately for us,
last?
all of the doors that I opened were still open.
So what was this level like? What did you
A
have
lot.
to do?
I
A
mean,
lot.
there was a lot of stuff I had to do. Most of the things though
Yeah, what do you mean
actually
last
helped me a lot in
respawn?
PvP. Except for arguably trying to fight this one guy. Let me just tell
Oh,
you.
is he gonna
just be
destroy
glad
the
I opened
bed?
doors.
If he
was so
destroys
good.
the bed, he won't be able to
Against you,
respawn
anyone's
anymore,
good.
right?
What was his name?
His name's Foray. He's one of the diamond swords, actually. I'm not even kidding, though. I actually could not hit him for the longest time. So let's just hope that the diamond swords are on our side when we get down there. We walked through the door into the hallway where both of us would become the most powerful swords in PvP civilization. As an iron
There's
sword, my
netherite.
life was 250 attacks long.
There's technically
As a golden
netherite,
sword,
but we won't
well,
talk about
a lot
that.
shorter than 250. But now
why
I'm
farm him?
officially
Yeah.
a diamond sword. And with all of the challenges I've had to overcome to get this sword, I feel very confident that my lifespan is much longer than 250 attacks.
I feel
All
like
that's left to do
unless
now
they
is
like
head to
completely
level 5.
destroy
I'm
his
kinda
bed,
conflicted. I
he's
hope
gonna
there's
be able to
some really
respawn
cool
forever.
Stuff to buy at level 5, but I also don't want to spend all of my swings my first day. I might have gotten better at PvP, but I'm not exactly sure if I've cured my desire for a luxurious life. All right, we ready?
You tell me. I mean, what if there's no water at the bottom?
Oof, yeah,
like
that's
how it was
true.
at the golden sword level.
Oof, that's
I
true.
guess that is a possibility, but at the end of the day,
Question,
we
why
really
couldn't
have
they
no
just
choice.
broke
If there's
Tabby
no
out and
water,
have her
I'll
sit
die,
here? I
and
guess
I'm not
they
gonna
needed
be able
Evbo to
get
be able to
back
move
down here,
freely,
and you'll be
right?
stuck forever unless you jump. So what's the point in waiting? Might as well go now, right? All right, let's do this. If there's no water at the bottom, it's been nice knowing you. I jumped off the ledge down to level 5. When I
Okay,
saw the
thank
water
God.
below me, a sense of relief
Whoa,
came over
wait,
me.
there's a
Not
whole,
only
like,
did I know
thing
that I
down
would
there.
survive, but that Tabby would survive too. Oh, hey, isn't this awesome? We survived. Oh, wait, sorry, I'm drowning. I need to go up. So this is the
Good luck.
bottom
Thank
of
you. Thank you for
PvP
the- thank you for the
civilization.
15 stream
I
watch
took a
streak,
look
too.
around the gigantic room. Every wall was lit
Wow,
up with the diamond color. And
fancy.
giant statues in each corner stretched from the floor
Wait.
to the ceiling. Waterfalls
wait.
color. And
That's an axe.
giant statues in each corner stretched
Is that a sword? That's an axe. What is this?
from the floor to the ceiling.
That looks like a bow.
Waterfalls were flowing from the center into
Wait, there are,
giant
like, different
canals that
weapons on
led
the
to-
walls.
I don't know
A
where
broken
they led
sword.
to. All
There
I
are,
knew
like-
was
there's,
that
like,
this was
different
the
weapons
bottom,
on the
and
walls.
people
You see
weren't
that?
Supposed to make it here. Well, we made it. I guess
So there
there's only
are other
one way to find
weapons.
out
Look,
if
that one's
there's
the
actually a
bow.
way out of here.
Well, look what we got.
All of a sudden, I heard a familiar voice behind
Hey,
me.
it's Webu.
Congratulations to both of you for becoming diamond swords.
Okay, I'm gonna need an explanation on.
Okay, I just want to point this out really quickly. Tabby did not do shit. I love her. I love her. I love that she's also like a very good PvPer. I have to argue that Evbo kind of put in the effort and the work and like she got hard carried for that one. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean both of you guys became diamond swords? She kind of got carried and let that last one.
How you just disappeared and showed up as a diamond sword, but I can wait. Tabby, this is Wenbu. He's one of the guys.
What's
I
the
fought at
last
the
one?
Golden
There's one
Sword level,
more.
and
There's
he's a
one more
diamond
on the
sword
other
like
side
us.
over this
All
way.
right,
What is
Wenbu,
it?
Give me some answers. What
That's
is
a
this
broken
place?
sword.
Is there a way out? What
That's
are
a
all these
bow.
Statues?
What's the
Anyone
other one?
Outside? Are you even
Let me see
real?
the last
Sorry,
one.
I just have a lot of questions going through my head right now.
It's a lot to take
Is it a
in, but
shield,
don't get
maybe?
overwhelmed. As far as you're concerned, you're in paradise. Just do some exploring for yourself, and we'll get you caught up soon.
At
Bro's
every
making sure-
other level
Let
of
me
PvP
see!
civilization, people
Let
have
me
described
in!
it as a nightmare. But this is
Let
the
me
first
see
time
it!
it's been described
Please!
as paradise. Well, you heard Wenbu. Let's go exploring. I'm just hoping that whatever is at this level of PvP civilization doesn't make me forget my goal, and that's to get me and my friends out of this place.
Yeah, it's probably a shield.
Evbo brought her down with him just like you thought. You think she knows who we are?
Of course she does. I'll bet she's calculated every move up until this point.
She's been by his side from the beginning, for his whole life practically. He doesn't know us at all. If we act now, Evbo turns on us, and all the efforts will have been a waste.
Indeed, the situation could collapse very quickly, but we bought ourselves some time. She doesn't know where Foray is.
True. She's not gonna try anything unless she knows for certain Foray isn't a threat.
All we can do is observe for now. When Evo finds out she's not who she says she is...
Is she a traitor?
Who knows what will happen.
Is she a traitor? Let me see that last weapon, please!
Civilization, I would always get distracted by the unimportant things. Video journal machines, different colored chest plates. I don't know, I guess it's who I am. The point that I'm getting at is I was scared about what might distract me at this level. And
What's the
I
last
was right
one?
to be. Because when I swam out of the water and saw a massive statue of an armor stand
What else
with
could there be in
windows
Minecraft
carved
as a
into it,
weapon?
yeah, I
Bow,
definitely forgot
sword,
about losing
axe,
this
what
place.
else?
I would call myself
Shield?
an
Is it the
experienced homeowner
shield?
in PvP Civilization, and my expertise would suggest that this was in fact a PvP mansion. So naturally, the most optimal thing to do here is to find out where to buy one. I gotta say, Wembu was right. This place did seem like paradise. All of the doors to other rooms were completely open at the Diamond Sword level. Alright, not having to pay an attack to go to other rooms means I can spend more on myself.
Let
me be the one to go. You have a longer life than I do, and you don't deserve to die yet.
We're all gonna die if we don't get that sword, and you know I'm the only one good enough to get it.
I don't doubt that, but how will you handle your emotions? You'll need to make a friend to survive, and betraying someone close to you
Will be easy because the mission is the only thing that matters. I know who I am.
She's
and
a
I know where my
traitor!
loyalties lie. I will always be in.
Tabby, you have to come check this place out. It's insane. Look, I'm just gonna say it. After looking around for a few seconds, I don't think we need to leave.
You can stay here all you want. I'd rather leave by myself anyways.
Okay, well, now that you put it that way, I will leave. But
She's a
I have made up my
traitor!
mind. I am buying a
What
PvP
mission?
mansion here first. And you won't be able to
Top 10
convince me
anime.
not to invest in
What
prime real estate.
mission?
I made my way over to the next room where I found the
Fuck!
PvP marketplace at the Diamond Sword
Okay,
level.
man.
Above the armor stands, there were giant statues that showed all
Oh,
5
look, there's
swords,
another right
along
sword.
with a statue of a 6th one. I wasn't sure what that meant, but I couldn't help but be reminded about the statue at the Iron Sword level. The one that talked about the unbreakable sword.
25
I'm sure that will be cleared
attacks.
up eventually, but
50
now,
for
I
flint
just
and
need
steel.
to
What's the
find
video
this,
machine?
the last house I need to
It
buy
doubled
to be
in
able
price.
to own
I
a
was
house
right
at
to-
every
Fuck!
single level of PvP
I
civilization.
still believe she's gonna
Golden
have a
Sword
soft
level
spot.
aside, of course.
I still
I'm
believe she's gonna have a
little
change of
upset there's
heart.
nothing to buy there.
Care to put a little more time into making this decision? We still have no idea if we can trust the diamond swords, which means wasting 200 attacks on a house could be a mistake.
Okay, you're right. Fair point. But we can't make a decision until we know exactly how many attacks we have left. I swung at the armor stand with my diamond sword for the first time, and I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw how long my life was.
1,500.
With 1,500 attacks,
1,000.
I could buy this
The
mansion
mission-
and
that's
it would
crazy.
change nothing. Okay, so after doing a financial analysis, I'm buying the house. I wonder if any of the other diamond swords have mansions of their own. I kind of feel like I'm the only one in PvP Civilization who even bothers to upgrade their house. Like, sure, it's taking weeks off my lifespan, but why not live a little, right?
I mean,
Parrot
yeah,
would
but you also have
understand. He's a
infinite
fellow
life,
mansion
so
owner
you
like
can
me.
say that.
I put the PvP mansion key in my offhand, and the door to my brand new house
'Cause you can't
opened.
stop holding
this was
the
now
sword,
the biggest
I get
purchase
it.
of my life, and something that important means it needs to be
Whoa!
recorded, which means it's time to go back to my roots and open the video journal again. Let's go. There was no doubt in my mind this place would come with a video journal machine.
Oh, how's it going?
no
Hi,
way.
Desu.
Indoor
It's pretty
waterfalls that
good.
lead to an
I'm
elevated
very
double
invested
bed?
in this
Oh,
story
man,
right now.
Leaving PvP Civilization is going to be harder than I thought, if there's a way out, of course. But what if
pretty
I go
nice bed.
outside and there's no mansions out there? Then I'd kind of want to come back in here. But what if I can't come
You
back
could
in
always,
here?
like, explore the
Bro,
world
this
and live
situation
here.
is so complicated. Okay, enough stalling. I need to go journal. It's been so long since I've made a video journal update. I feel like I've lost a part of myself. I opened up
Better
my
respawn.
video
He
journal
can't
machine to
respawn
make my
here. He has
first
to
update
respawn
at
in the bed
Diamond
with
Sword
the-
level.
with the
But
armor
that's
stand.
when I noticed something. I got a message. Okay, I've never
Oh,
gotten
right,
a
it's the one
message
from
before.
Parrot.
This
What is
new.
it?
Look, I let you get your mansion, but now it's time to get serious. Let's find a way out of here while we still have the chance.
Is she distracting
Okay,
him?
fine. Wait, but I got a message. Please, you gotta let me read the message first. It could be super important.
You know what it's gonna say? It's gonna say stop making journal updates and go outside more. Now come on.
Okay, it's not gonna... Wait, do you actually think it's gonna say that? Tabby and I walked over to the second
Wait,
room that we
no! I
found
wanna
at the
watch
Diamond Sword
it!
level. Up ahead, there was a giant structure, and it was nothing like I've ever seen before.
You go check it out. I forgot to buy golden carrots. You should be decent enough by now to survive a few minutes on your own.
No way, that was the first somewhat encouraging thing she's ever said to me. Okay, well, if the diamond swords are not on our side and that guy Foray shows up again, I think the fight will be over in under 30 seconds. But Tabby's not completely wrong. I've gotten better and I actually feel confident enough
is she-
to hold my own in a
is
fight.
she gonna delete
After
the
all, I'm
message?
the diamond sword of PvP civilization. It's time to start acting like it.
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again. But you need to hear this. I'm not who I say I am. No one here is really. I just want to tell you my story. I'm not a natural born sword. I was born with a...
What? Wait, not a natural born sword?
I walked up to the top of the structure to see 4 identical armor stands in each corner. Well, if I know one thing about armor stands,
Tabby!
it's that they
Why'd you
always
delete
get
the
something in return.
message?
And since I have 1,300 swings left of my sword, I'm willing to spend a few to find out what this is.
I know you like hitting every armor stand you see, but don't bother with these ones. They won't do anything. For right now, at least. Unless 3 more diamonds.
No! The
I thought
traitor!
it was like a universal law that all
He's a
armor stands do something.
traitor!
Just let me explain. We called this the battle simulator. It's how Foray, Julie, Minitek, and I fought you at the gold sword level. While you were up there, we were down here.
You guys were down here the whole time? Okay, so you guys
She's a
are real people.
traitor!
That's reassuring to know. So you're saying if I hit one of these armor stands, I can fight people at the golden sword level but still be down here?
That's one of your responsibilities as a new diamond sword, to test and train new players that are trying to rank up.
Wembu said
Wait, but
once
that's not
4
important
diamond
right
swords
now.
join the battle simulator, the doors at the golden sword level are sealed shut until each diamond sword decides a player can go on through.
A diamond sword can only enter the battle
Foray-
simulator once.
Foray
so
really
the
put
doors
him
won't
through
be
the ringer
closed
then.
until 4
Holy
new
shit.
diamond swords fill the spots. Once
Oh,
those spots
everyone
are filled,
else was like,
we're
you
supposed
passed
to
well
go into
enough.
the
Foray's
war.
like, fuck
So
you until you land a
guys can't
singular
leave
hit
until
on me.
4 new diamond swords take your places. Okay, well, you have Tabby and I. We
Oh,
just need
are they
2 more,
trying
and
to
then
have
you
them-
guys can leave, right?
Well, the situation is complicated, is all I can say. But follow me, I want to show you something.
I followed Wembu into the next room of the diamond sword level, and I saw something that looked like the red gate, except this time it was on the outside wall. Wembu was waiting for me, standing in front of 4 armor stands on the ground. Look, Wembu, you've shown me 8 armor stands now, and my urge to buy something is at an all-time high. But I'll be disciplined and ask, what are these for?
This right here is the way out of the sword civilization.
Little did I know I was standing in front of the one place I've been trying to get to
What?
for my entire life, the outside, and it was here, right behind this red wall. Wembu said the cost for opening the door is 100 swings on each of the armor stands. If I wanted to, I could open this door by myself and leave right now. Okay, I think I can piece it together, so you guys could leave, but you won't because you need 4 more diamond swords to take your places.
Yes, along
I
with the fact that our
see.
world isn't one we exactly want to go out into.
What does that mean?
Well,
So they
I'll,
need
go
replacements, so
into
they're trying to
detail
get
later. I
Tabby
need
and
to talk to Julie real quick.
Evbo
I'll
as
be
a
back.
as a replacement.
Okay. Just as Wembu ran off, I turned around to see Tabby finally made it back.
What was he saying? Anything useful we need to know?
Actually, yeah, there was a lot of stuff, but long story short, this is the way out of PvP civilization. If what he said was true, I guess it makes sense why they can't leave yet, but he also said that the world outside isn't
detailing.
exactly
Yeah, go
one
into
he wants to
details
go
now!
into. I don't know, it didn't sound like he really wanted to leave.
To me, that sounds like they're trying to keep you here for the same reason the people above wanted to keep you, to use you to increase their lifespans.
I don't know, it doesn't
Why would
feel
they do
like
that,
that's
though?
what they're trying to do. If they truly were just gonna use me, I don't think they would have helped me get better at PvP.
But if you're
Yeah,
wrong,
why would they do
then
that?
you bringing me down here with you just cost me my life. So I say we plan for the worst and start hitting the armor stands so that the second something feels off, we'll leave here. Together.
You're right. I guess having a backup plan isn't a bad idea. Alright, I'm down. Tabby paid almost every PvP attack needed to open the door. So, if the unfortunate situation comes about where the diamond swords turn on us, we only need to hit the last armor stand a few times to make our escape. Tabby and I walked over to the next room of the diamond sword level, and on the ground there was what looked like to be a
Is that like the
giant map.
Order of the
Do you have
Stone
any idea
thing?
what this is supposed to
like
mean?
in
No
Minecraft
clue.
story
It
mode.
could just be like an abstract art piece.
The
After all,
amulet
PvP
from the
civilization
Minecraft
does
story
thrive
mode.
off of its interior design choices.
You two,
Wait, no way, it's Julie!
come with me.
Hi,
I
Julie.
want to show you something.
You think she's gonna tell us about the origin of our universe?
Why would you assume she would start with that?
I don't know, it's been weighing on me.
I want to tell you about the origin of our universe.
I told you.
You wanna be a wooden sword again?
Sorry. Okay, Julie, just hear me out. I have a video.
Wait, it's a
journal
trident.
document-
I see it. It's a
Wanna be a
trident.
wooden sword again?
Sorry. Okay, Julie, just hear me
Look
out.
at that,
I
that's
have
a trident.
Video journal documentary kind of going on right now, and that story you just told me is
I've never
literally
really.
blowing my mind, and I
Aw,
need to update
that's
it
so
right
sad.
now.
You should
Wait,
play it.
You
It's so
should
good.
join me. You could be the first diamond sword I've had featured on my video journal.
You coming with?
Trust me, I've had to suffer through many of those already.
Yeah,
I'll
I
just
also
wait
forgot
here.
about tridents.
Fair enough. I think I can spare one journal update.
Let's
Ah,
go.
Julie
This
is
should
so
only take an
chill.
hour. All right, we are back with an update. It has been way too long, and there's been a lot of development so far.
What is Tabby doing?
Obviously, became a diamond sword, learned about the battle simulator, even found a way out of this place. But I think I just learned the
Julie
biggest
over
lore drop of all,
Tabby.
and that's the origin of our world. According to Julie, who you don't know, verified diamond sword, can back up my claims.
Verified
our universe
diamond. She
began
has a
with the
check mark
5
on Twitter.
items of PvP.
Her
The sword,
Twitter
the
account has a blue
axe,
check
the
mark
bow,
beside it.
the trident, and the shield. These 5 items are known as the eternal weapons, and they created the universe as we know it. But check this out. Not only mind-blowing to know that there are 5 items out there that control our entire universe, but there are people with items just like them. I guess when people come into this world, they're born holding one of the 5 items. So me, for example, I am a natural
that's why
born
Parrot
sword,
said he
but
was a-
people can be born with shields, axes, everything else.
I don't mean to interrupt, but how long is this gonna go on for?
Let's see. I haven't even gotten to the emotional reflection part yet, so I would say 30 more minutes.
Then that is my sign to leave. Also, MinuteTech wants to talk to you in the video journal headquarters.
Wait, did you
There's
just
a
say
video journal headquarters?
Okay, on second thought, my emotional reflection can wait. I hope you all can understand this decision, but if there's a video journal HQ, that requires my immediate attention. Signing off. Wait, I totally forgot about the message I got earlier. I guess I can spare a few minutes. Wait, message deleted.
fucking knew
I
she
didn't delete
deleted
this.
it.
Where'd it go?
Fucking knew she deleted
Okay,
it.
that's weird. Maybe
What
my
is it?
video journal
What is
machine's
it? I
broken.
wanna
If
see
that's
it.
the case, they must have tech support at Video Journal HQ, right? I don't have an answer as to how my message got deleted. Just like I don't have an answer to what the Black Sword statue is in the PvP marketplace. But just 5 minutes ago, I learned the origins of our entire world. So I'm pretty hopeful that in due time, I'll find the answers to those unknowns. I climbed up the ladder to one of the most glorious places in PvP civilization, the Video Journal Machine headquarters, an entire building dedicated to the most important machine ever made.
I imagine this must all be overwhelming.
What?
for
Hi,
you,
Leonix.
but give it time. Not too long ago, we were all just like you, slowly piecing together what we know about life.
I
So
mean,
are they
before today,
trying
I
to
thought
use
there were
them to
just people with
escape?
swords and people with shields. I kind of just wish someone would have been there to tell me all of this from the beginning. Why did I have to make it all the way down here to know
Calling
all
out
this?
Parrot's a trident.
Our world
and
is complex,
trident
and
is
flooding a
sword.
newborn wooden sword's mind with all of that information would distract them from focusing on their own survival. But you seem to have been successful with handling the many truths of our world, as seen by your video journal logs.
So that
Are these
confirms it.
all
You
his
guys
logs?
have been watching my video journals.
Your strategy of breaking down new information and venting your thoughts to your journal
There's
seems
no
to
way
have
they're
helped you
praising
come
him
to
for
terms
this.
with the realities of life.
I never thought about it that way. Can't say it was intentional, but, you know, I'll take a compliment where I can get one. MinuteTech showed me around the Video Journal HQ. There was a machine here that would allow you to watch the live feed of any user's video journal machine. There was also a machine that makes copies of every video journal entry that's ever made. As soon as someone records a video journal entry, for example, me a few minutes ago, the copy will show up directly into this video journal machine, available to take.
I
and once those
see.
copies are made, I guess the diamond swords just throw them into these barrels. Oh man.
Yeah, and
Who
all of
knows
these
how
are
long they've
his.
spent storing
All
my
of these
video
are
journals.
his.
You're free to take any of these recorded journals and watch them back. That is, if you find value in rewatching your old journals, since you're the only one in here with a video journal machine.
Okay, I guess that confirms I'm the only one in here who doesn't think a video journal machine is a waste of... Wait, I'm not the only one with a video journal machine.
Oh, yeah, Parrot
had
does.
one of
Parrot
his
has
own.
one.
Wait, if these are all the copies of every journal
He can
entry
see his
ever
old
made,
video.
then the message I received
What
has to
was
be
Parrot?
here.
Should we
The
take a
message I
bet?
got
What do we
must have
think he
been sent
was?
between
A
my
trident,
last
a
two video
bow,
journal
or
updates
an
because
axe?
I would have seen it before completing the golden sword level. Sure enough, I opened up the second
Or a
to last
shield,
recorded
maybe.
entry, and it was from Parrot. Parrot's the one who sent me the message.
A bear,
Well, I guess I
okay.
got indirect tech support since I can now watch my deleted message. All right, Parrot, what do you got for me?
Evbo, I know you'll see this eventually, and when you do, I don't expect you to trust me ever again.
What?
I'm not a natural born sword. I was born with a bow. I know much of this
Bow.
won't make
All of you
any
guys are
sense
wrong.
to you since you have no concept of the outside, but there is a struggle for power in our world. The bows, axes, and tridents, all plotting against each other to achieve immortality. As of now,
Why were the
all three of
swords?
our civilizations farm the natural-born swords of this world to extend our lifespan.
What?
But true immortality is what everyone is after, and that could be made possible by obtaining the Eternal Sword. The Eternal Sword is everyone's mission, along with wiping out the rest of the Diamond Swords. The last 4 living Diamond Swords have been hiding at the bottom, protecting the Eternal Sword. Before today, no one from the outside has found a way down to the Diamond Sword level. That was until you showed Tabby the way. I don't know what she is, but I do know what she's not, and that's your friend. You can choose not to
Oh, no,
believe
she opened the
anything
door!
I just said, but believe me when I say Tabby will be ready when she makes it down there. There are 2 types of people that come here from the outside civilizations. Those who are sent here as punishment, and those who willingly come here because they've been training for their entire lives to succeed. My guess is that
Punishment?
she's the second type, which means that she'll have
What
a
are they being
plan
punished
for
for?
everything. She'll know where to be and when to be there. She'll know the perfect moment to make her move, which would be when she's found enough time away from you to operate unnoticed. She'll have a plan of attack and the resources
Oh no,
to make sure she
oh,
can
that's
win.
why. That's
The
what it
Diamond
is. The
Swords will
Eternal
think
Sword
they
is
can stop
a
her, and
netherite
that's because they'll
sword.
believe she lost all of her items.
Oh,
when
she's an
she dropped
axe
down to the
user!
Golden Sword level.
Shit! She
But
used the darkness
Tabby
potion!
will win because she has something the natural-born swords don't have: knowledge. When she's retrieved the Eternal Sword, she'll make her escape, which was only made possible by using her greatest resource: your trust. I just want you to be prepared for what's to come. If Tabby takes you out with the Eternal Sword, you won't be coming back. Not even your armor stand in your room can change that. I know I have no reason to earn back your trust, but let me end this off with why I'm here. You know how I said that there were 2 types of people that came here? Well,
Hello, Raiders. Sorry, we're in a tense part of the story right now. Give me a second.
I never believed in farming the swords
What?
for a longer life. And I wasn't going to sit by and watch an entire civilization be pushed to
Oh,
extinction.
that's why he said it was the last
whether I have your
respawn,
trust
because he
or
would have
not,
been killed by
I'm
the
gonna
Eternal
spend the rest of my
Sword.
life trying to make a difference
Oh,
in
you're
this world.
right.
The video journal machine shut off, and I was left standing there with a million different thoughts running.
Okay, so let me get this straight. So she's from the outside world. She has an axe. She's here to retrieve the Eternal Sword to achieve immortality. Oh, is that why the sword? Is that why the sword statue is like broken in the main hall? Because what's it called? The netherite sword was broken too. That's what netherite is. There's supposed to be
Through my
Eternal
head.
Sword.
I didn't even know where to begin. Parrot was asking me to suspend my belief in everything I thought I knew, and believing that
Yeah, it
Tabby,
would've,
the one
but no.
person who stuck by my side from the beginning, is a traitor, is something I just can't do. I don't even know what to
Yeah, but she
believe
opened the
anymore.
door.
Parrot's been lying this entire time about who he is.
Hi,
so
Sukna.
why should I trust him now? Tabby spared me. As a wooden sword,
Hi,
Tabby was
Bamber.
the only one who cared enough to let me live. So fine. Parrot deceived me and made me think that he was actually someone who cared about me too. I can live with that mistake, but that doesn't give him the right to make me question everything Tabby and I have been through. She's my friend, and I'm not gonna be convinced.
But she
that
opened
she's
the
not.
door.
The problem with hearing a lie is that you can do everything in your power to forget about it, but it will always occupy that small space in the back of your mind. And that tiny piece of the lie that's left will be
No,
just
no,
enough to make you start looking for
he
ways
sees
to
the door
prove it's
open.
the
I think he
truth, which is
understands it's
why
true,
I'm
though.
standing here wondering why the door to leave PvP civilization is open. Tabby said we would leave together, so for the life of me, I can't understand why she would open this without telling me.
Because she
Unless-
stole the Eternal Sword.
Unless Parrot's right about everything.
Go find Evvo. Make sure he's isolated.
Where did she go?
She's gone, and she has the sword.
Oh, because she had because she was using like potions and stuff like that, right?
Leave together. That's what we're doing, right? You said we would open this door and leave together.
Please be here, please be here, please be here. Evbo, time to pause the journal. We need to... No. Are you serious? Why would he not be here? This is literally the only thing he cares about. Okay, no need to panic. He's probably just journaling at the house right now. What is this, stone sword level? Bro, he has so many. I don't even know which is which anymore. Why is there a shield in his bed? I'm gonna ignore that. All right, this should be the one. Please just be here.
I could see it with the guard.
Of course, the one time I need him to be journaling. This is bad. He's got to be looking for Tabby. Wait, what? Who is this? No. How did they get into Evbo's room? He's just waiting for
Oh, they're waiting for him to
He's not gonna let Evo
respawn!
respawn.
No, he's waiting for him to
Were you ever
respawn!
gonna
That's why
tell
he
me
said
how
it's the
you
last
died? Or were
respawn,
you
because
just
if he
gonna,
respawns,
what,
he's gonna
go
kill
back to
him!
wherever you're from, not say a word, and let me die?
Because he's
Probably
not gonna be able to
second
use
one,
the
right?
armor stand to
I mean, that
respawn
always was your
again.
style. You never did talk. I see you got a new sword, too. Care to explain?
Move.
I have to admit, I was holding out hope that there would be an explanation. But now I know Parrot was right. It's like you flipped a switch, and the Tabby that I knew isn't even there anymore. It must be nice not having to feel any regret at all from turning on the people that actually care about you. I mean, this is easy for you. Tell me how you do it.
It's easy, because what I'm doing is for the greater good. What I'm doing will save lives.
For the greater good. As in, what, wiping out all of the natural-born swords? Or farming us for infinite durability?
I'm
Oh
giving
my
you
God.
one more chance to move. Think about how you want this to end.
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry,
if you
Tabby,
get to
but
leave,
I'm
he's
not
just
gonna
gonna
do
die
that.
anyways.
Because you're my friend, and if you want me to move, you're gonna have to prove that I don't mean anything to you. So why don't you just do it already? Do what you came here to do. If you truly believe all of the swords shouldn't be alive, you take me out with that sword, I'm not even gonna respawn. So get it over with. Show me I mean nothing to you.
She actually killed him? Oh, it's an
Maybe I was never
animation!
Tabby's friend. I mean, to be fair, she did say we were not
the gra-
friends.
but-
But she had a choice. She could have gotten rid of me and never seen me again. So why am I still here? I don't think she's keeping me alive to use me for my power. She won already. I just have to think that
Hey,
some
stop
part of her
monologuing!
wants to
Stop
keep me
monologuing!
alive
Someone's about to
because she
kill you!
cares. Oh, this next video journal is gonna be what the?
Ah!
This is bad. I need the armor stand.
Is he a natural born sword then? Maybe he's not too. Maybe he's also like an axe or something like that. Maybe he's like Happy's ally. Oh my god! Two hits each. Oh my god! Ah! Ooh! Underslide! That is a maze runner ass shit. That was a maze runner ass hit. You guys know that scene in Maze Runner when like
I'm
Thomas
not
like slides
dying
under
with
the
this.
door? Oh, he's a trident! How many people have infiltrated? Jesus!
Let's start this whole thing over. Maybe I'll call this, I don't know, the beginning of the PvP Journal Chapter 2. When I first started this journal, I didn't even know who I was. I didn't know what I was. But now I know who I am and why I'm here. I'm here because I was born as a sword in PvP civilization. And in order for me to go out into the world, I had to prove I was strong enough to survive by becoming a diamond sword. That's what this whole place is for. To give wooden swords a chance to become
I
stronger
fucking figured
so
she'd
they
be
could
trying to
endure
see
the
if
battles with the
non-enchanted
other
trident.
civilizations.
He
Seems
can't get
simple
it
enough to
back.
understand, but the problem is that almost everyone in here wasn't or isn't even a sword at all. Wooden swords that spawn into this world aren't making it to this place. And that's something I'll explain in a few minutes.
how did they
But
get
let's
in?
talk about what happened after I almost died for real. Prince Zam apparently wasn't afraid to hide the fact that he was a trident. If
Also,
he
yeah,
is
no-
still
no
alive,
return.
I'm not sure how.
No, what
since
is it?
the trident
Like,
he threw is
return?
still stuck in my wall. But I don't know, maybe there's still more I need to know about our PvP universe. But after Prince Zam revealed his identity, more people started to follow suit. The guy who spoke the PvP language was apparently
He was an axe!
Who knew? Once again, I'm still not familiar with the universal laws of PvP. I thought I would be able to
Yeah,
use
loyalty,
the axe
that's what it's
myself
called.
after winning the fight, but all it did was just add durability to my sword. It took a couple times of dying and coming back
Hi,
to
Legal.
defeat all of the people who were against me at the Iron Sword level, but I can't say I didn't have some outside help. The last thing I heard from Parrot was that he would try his best to make a difference in this world, and from what I can tell, he was doing just that. But I wasn't ready to talk to him just yet. I still needed to piece
Okay,
together
he's
my
more
feelings towards
mad
him.
about-
I did go
Let
talk
me
to
get-
my guard friend, however, who, not surprisingly, was found in my pool, but talking with
Is
him
he even
made
a
me
true
realize I
sword?
never questioned
Who-
where the
who,
shields came
Evbo?
from. And to my surprise,
I'm assuming,
my
yeah,
friend
'cause he
didn't
doesn't
even
have
know
any
himself.
memories
To
before
him,
getting into
his
here.
life started in this place, just like mine did, which means he's only just at
Dude,
the
the guard
beginning
friend
of
is
his
the goat. I'm gonna
self-discovery
be honest, the
journey.
guard
Speaking
friend
of
is the real
self-discovery,
goat here.
remember when I said I
He's
knew
like the
who I
real
was?
loyal guy.
Well, there was a point
He
in
had,
time
like,
when
nothing
I
to
thought
gain,
I was
'cause
the
he didn't even
chosen
pay
one, but
him
I've come to
in
realize I was
PvP.
always just a guy in the right
He
place
talked
at the
him
right
down, he's
time.
gonna fucking
Apparently,
die.
there was another chosen one, and it was Foray. For reasons I won't understand, he supposedly gave up the power that I have, and I only have the room with the armor stand because of that decision. Don't worry, I don't plan on giving up this power anytime
Oh.
soon. I still am very unconfident with my ability to survive. But anyways, now that I'm a diamond sword, let's talk about where we go from here. Starting with my mistakes, did I know that the diamond swords were protecting one of the 5 eternal items? No. And none of them blame me for helping Tabby escape with it, as far as I'm concerned. But the fact remains
Well, you
that
didn't really
Tabby
help
has
her
it, with the
escape.
intentions of trying to create immortality for herself, for her civilization. I don't really
Wait,
know.
is this the end?
Point is, it's probably not good, considering all
Shit,
outside
it's the
civilizations
end.
seem to be against
Oh,
the
that's why
swords,
there's a
which
movie
brings me back to
too.
the point I made about wooden
That's why
swords
there's a
not
second
making it
movie.
here. Apparently, every new player spawns at the center of our world, and somehow makes their way to their own civilization depending on what their weapon is, which means somewhere along that journey, the natural born swords are, well, if Parrot was right, they're being farmed for their durability, just like I was in
Oh.
here. How I made it here,
Why the
I
swords
don't know.
specifically,
I don't know if
though?
I'll ever know. But
What's
the bigger
wrong? Is it
question
just because
why?
the other groups
Why
made,
are
like,
the
a
swords the
collusion
ones
about
being
it?
farmed for longer lives?
They colluded
I
together?
framed that like I don't have an answer, but I do have some explanation, so don't worry. The story takes us to the statue in the PvP marketplace, the black sword that I always wondered about. At first, I
Yeah, I
thought
guess
it was
that's the
a symbol
Eternal
of the
Sword.
eternal sword, but it wasn't. What it shows is
Wait,
the
what?
true power of being a natural born sword, and that power is the ability to level up beyond a diamond sword into a sword of netherite, one with infinite durability. I know, right? Isn't that crazy? I could be immortal plus have infinite durability.
If
I don't know
Tabby
how
had
I
killed
get
the
there,
Diamond
but
Sword when she
whatever.
threw the darkness
Long story
potion
short,
at him,
any
the VTuber
natural
is gonna
born
lock
sword
in
has
one
the
via.
ability to
Yeah, wait, why
achieve
didn't she just
immortality,
kill
which is why all the
Foray?
other civilizations
Why
are
didn't she
doing
just kill
everything in their
Foray?
power to
I
stop
guess she
that
was just
from
trying to make a
happening.
quick exit.
lot,
It's like the idea with like
lot
thieves,
to
right?
take
They
in
don't
this
kill
time.
people.
This has
They
quite
just like
possibly
take the
been
stuff
the
and
most
book.
lore dense journal update of all time, but we gotta start off chapter 2 right, and most importantly, start it off with all of us on the same page. Can't leave anyone behind. I don't know what life is like outside of these walls. Parrot once said life in here could be a gift, and given the fact that he's from the outside, I'm gonna assume the worst. But we
Damn,
can't stay
security
here
must be
anymore. Not while
insanely
Tabby
loose,
is
though,
out
I
there
gotta
with one
say.
of the most powerful
Security
items
into
in
the
the
sword
universe.
civilization
She
must
knows
be
I'm alive,
insanely
and I'll
loose if
bet
there are
she knows
so
I'm
many
gonna
people
come
who are
looking for
other
her. What am I
weapons
gonna
getting
do
in
when I see
there.
her? I have no clue. I guess I'll figure it out when I get there. But until
Oh,
then,
will we get
I'm
to
gonna
see
be
what the
guy with
security is
shopping
like?
addiction, the guy that talks too much, the guy who trusts people too much, the guy that isn't half bad at PvP, and the guy that believes there's more to this world than fighting to live longer. Ooh, that sounded pretty cool. All right, good way to end it. Signing off.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I enjoyed that a lot. Oh, there's a second one. We should watch a second one then. We should watch the second one. Jeez. Hi, me again. If you enjoyed that video, remember to like and subscribe. And if you feel like it, give me a follow on Twitch. Come hang out with us if you ever have time. We play lots of games. We talk about nonsense. We kind of just do whatever I feel like for the day. All right, until next time, bye!